Guten Morgen, guten Morgen. What's going on? What's with the people? They always ask, what's with the people? What is with the people? Chat before we start. A warm welcome, a warm welcome. I gotta do this properly, don't I? A bit of a warm welcome to you. Where's me light? This is, I'm not gonna say official. Hello, Air Jordan, hello. Yo, I see you. I'm not gonna say official, but I'm just gonna say I'm here because I got permission to rebroadcast. Now, last night, it was very hard not to want to watch, and especially when it starts at 9 p.m. But a deal's a deal. We make deals in this chat. We make deals in this stream. And the deal was that I do not watch it, okay? I do not watch it. And I hope you kept up to the deal. If you didn't, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. The one rule in here is if you put spoilers in, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a mod. You're gone. I will kick you myself, yeah? Okay? So, as simple as that. The fuck is Lizzo? Dude, what the hell is Lizzo? Okay. Oh, this person. All right. Welcome. Yo. BLG GAM second series, G2 Furia first series. To anyone who missed it last night, don't worry. If the time zone was a bit cooked for you, don't worry. It's American time zone. I think it's also, it's really cooked for Australia. 9 p.m. start for Australia is like 3 a.m. currently, I think. 9 p.m. Berlin time, right? So yeah, thick queen, thick. Oi. So, I'm welcoming you, also because I started a bit too early. I got a bit too hyped because I realized the pre-show is only 15 minutes. I thought the pre-show was like half an hour, so I was ready to go with a pre-show. So we'll go through, we'll watch all the bits and glamours, like pre-show, warm-up, all that kind of stuff. The good thing is between breaks, I think I can show sponsors and then we fast forward so we can get to the games quicker, yeah? But welcome again. Yo, I appreciate you all. We're going to be on every single day outside of 2 days towards the end, but finals, I'll be here as well. So anyone who misses out, don't worry, especially with the 2 a.m. starts, don't worry, I got you covered. I'll be starting at 9 a.m. every morning. If it changes to 8 a.m., I'll let you know. The only reason it would change to 8 a.m. is because I wanted to be closer towards the end of MSI finishing. But then again, I have to wake up at 7 consistently, which I did this morning, which was probably not an ideal wake-up time, I don't know. Lizzo's couch. What the fuck? Old man can't stay up for MSI. No, but also, I didn't want to be just another restream, right? So, probably run ads now. Run them again in 15. Got it. Okay, all right. Should we crack in? Should we crack on? I think we should. Even if we get a little bit early, right? Even if we get a little bit early, people get draft early. That's okay. That's okay. LOL Esports.
Something is coming.
Oh! It's a Flowers voiceover.
It's building, rising from within.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It fuels the determination to battle against impossible odds. The fire within.
Let me throw it down to the ground, make 'em turn around. I'ma look at you from the top, howling like a hound.
It's not gonna happen, but in the back, huge! He's just too strong!
It awakens here.
Massive kill coming in!
It awakens now.
It was just
Cinema.
Welcome to MSI.
Yeah, thank you, Flowers. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, chat, welcome to MSI. Who
And
would you
welcome
want?
to Vancouver, Canada for the
Morgan
2025
Freeman.
League of Legends mid-season invitational.
Ow.
Whether you're with us in the arena or watching around the world, I hope you are ready for the
Lord's
next 2
going
weeks
for
that
it.
we're gonna have ahead of us and the bangers
Oh.
League of Legends game that
Big
we're
L.
gonna have. We see the players, we see Broken Blade.
I didn't see the
Simon
A, but that's cool, man. That's cool.
here.
That's cool.
He is ready.
That's
Top
cool.
Father is ready, and I
That's
hope
cool.
you guys are as well. I'm Laure, and I will be your host for today with
Oh.
Raz and Emily. Welcome home, guys.
Smiley.
It's amazing
Tattoo.
to be here in Vancouver, back home in Canada, the first international event in Canada, first
So
event
chat,
that I've been able to be a part
I
of.
don't
in
know anything
Canada.
about
And
Furia.
I just saw a lot of Canadians.
Guilty.
coming
I
out
don't know
here
anything
first
about
to
Furia.
represent Here, so it's amazing to be here.
People keep
Yeah,
saying they're
I
like
wasn't able to
one of
be
the
here
best
for
representatives for LTS South for a while.
But I did go to LCS finals in Toronto. and that was
Sloppy
super
toppy.
fun. They didn't
Ew.
decide not to send me.
That's crazy. We need to beat them up.
But I have a lot of good sports memories in Vancouver.
That's true.
I
But
see
I'd
you guys
probably-
followed
Yeah, the drip
theme
is cool.
here, well dressed. I really appreciate the outfits. I
Raz
wanted
has
to
a Shark
test,
C.
though,
What's that?
Your knowledge of Canada, what you know about
Okay.
the host country
Whole
and the
prod-
host region. We're gonna be
I'll
here
watch.
for the next 2 weeks. So let's test our
I can't lose
analysts.
this. I cannot
You
are
lose this.
Canadian.
It's not
Okay.
happening.
I will watch the
Like,
cast.
Emily, you may be an
I'll
honorary
watch
French Canadian,
opening
but-
show every day.
No, you're not winning this.
I don't know. I
quiz.
can't
And then
I keep
if
on hearing
if
that
we've
she's
got a
not
lot of content,
That's a lie.
we'll
You're
watch
telling me
deaths. If there's specific deaths, I want to give credit to deaths, right?
Okay.
I want to watch opening
Let's do
desk,
this right now.
and
Let's
then I'm
do
gonna
a
watch
couple
cast
questions
because
based
we're in a
on
rerun
knowledge.
chat.
The
We're gonna
first
get through
one
it as
is-
quickly as possible.
It's an easy one. What is the
You know?
official national
Are we doing a quiz?
summer sports in Canada? Is it ice hockey? Is it lacrosse?
Ice hockey,
Is it
winter sport, no?
football? Or is it
I already did mine
politeness?
first. I already did mine first.
It's
No,
lacrosse. I know. I know this. It's lacrosse.
Yes, it's
It is
lacrosse.
lacrosse. It is lacrosse.
Big.
I let you have
Big.
Nice, 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 nice.
Okay,
Got to be
reason I got that is
serious.
because in
Okay,
Australia they
ice
play
hockey.
lacrosse as well, and everyone says, "Oh, it's a Canadian
In
sport."
Canada. Second question. Okay, it's gonna ramp it up.
Am I
here.
multi-streaming? I am. I'm also live on YouTube. No
Who
chat.
does not
No chat on
call
YouTube. It fucking broke my
Canada
YouTube.
their home? MKOI Jojo Pyun, FlyQuest Masu, G2 Dylan Falco, or Emily
It broke my
Rand?
YouTube.
That is it's a nasty
I'm from
question.
Boston, Massachusetts.
That's a lie. Stop lying immediately. Just because you're saying
I
that you're not
actually
Canadian,
legitimately am from Boston, Massachusetts.
I don't believe her. I don't think anyone here believes you.
You're
so.
adopted. I think they can claim you.
Apparently.
What?
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
sorry.
Exactly.
Lord, just saying you're adopted. That just got me. That just got me.
Do you want to make your
Yeah,
case as
what do you
a
mean you're
fellow
adopted?
Canadian? Emily.
I mean, I'm from Boston.
God.
So I'm not getting
Oh my
groomed.
god. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
restreaming.
the
Hello,
next one
YouTubers.
is,
I'm
I
sorry,
think
there's no
this is gonna
chat.
be funny.
Come to
If
Twitch.
Your friend passes you a talk.
A toque. It's a toque.
Institute.
Is that a
Took?
Yes.
is that a
What do
joint?
they
You know
give
what
you?
it is.
It's a joint,
Okay,
no?
Do you want to go first, or should I give the answer?
They would not put that on
Okay.
broadcast if it's a joint.
Raz
Awful.
butts
I
in
want the
mid-question
chat.
before. It's
I
a
want the
fact.
chat to be able to
Okay,
play.
They
Is
call
it,
it
delivering the
beanie in
question.
US.
is it
Let
a
her-
delicious
Forgotten
local
appreciate.
pastry? Is it a hat to stay warm, or a precisely aimed skill shot, or a witty insult?
What's that?
Yep.
It's
That's all
hat.
it is.
Yeah.
It's a
A
hat.
a
Got it.
toque?
We have one last
A
question for you
toque?
guys. This one is going to be a bit tricky.
I get half mark.
Canadian league hits different than what you're used to in Europe. Usually a different lingo, different expressions. So how do you call your jungler to get you a gank? Do you promise
Who came up with these?
un petit bec if
Petit
the
bec?
dive works out?
No.
Do you tempt with a tune on comms?
No.
Do you promise that you'll have a clutch follow-up, or pose for a petit serré?
This is not fair. I'm from Alberta.
This all sounds Canadian French.
Oh, God, you
You
try.
zero, what up?
Answers are- oh, I see
This
the
sounds
answers.
Canadian
I mean,
French,
I don't
chat.
do any
Yeah.
of these things to
Yeah.
play.
Any of
I'm
them.
not gonna kiss my jungler, and I'm not gonna sing them a song.
Which one is kissing your jungler?
The first one.
The first one?
If,
Un
they,
petit bec?
if it was a
Yeah.
successful
petit
game,
bec?
I'm
It's like a
kissing
beat.
them.
Bruh,
Like
that's
a
the correct
combination.
answer.
Yeah, got it. We learned something. Any
Guys,
other,
that's the correct
Quebecois
answer. You give 'em a
words that you
kiss.
can teach us?
Give
So
your
yeah,
jungler a
I did live
kiss.
near the French Canadian border for a while, and all of the ones I know are inappropriate.
All right, not broadcast
Not
ready.
appropriate
Not
for
broadcast ready.
Understandable.
Where's
We
the
have a
crowd?
lot of things that we want to talk about here.
Look left and right,
First,
chat.
for
Where's the
MSI,
crowd?
we're
Where's it
so
at?
happy to be here with you in Canada to crown our next MSI champion. MSI kicks off with a few changes in the
few?
format in 2025. So let's
Zena,
hand
what's
over
up?
to the Kingston native himself,
Oh.
Azel, with what we can expect of the next
Azel.
weeks.
Kingston. Kingston? Is that what it's called? Chat, can you hear it all right? You want more?
MSI returns this
Why is
year
this
in
one so quiet?
Vancouver, Canada, with a few format updates aimed at keeping the excitement high.
A bit
This
quiet.
year, 10 teams will compete for the title, battling through an exclusively best-of-5 format with full Fearless Draft in every match. Who will find the strength from within to overcome every challenge
Strength
and
from
take
within.
home victory? Those who best take advantage of MSI 2025's updated format will be the ones to rise to the top. Let's dive in and see what they're up against.
Let's have a look.
10 teams in total
10.
will be sent to
Count.
Vancouver
10.
with the top 2
10.
seeds from the LEC,
Koi,
LCP,
G2.
LPL, LCK, as
Oyster,
well as the
GAM.
top seed
I
from the
can't keep
LTA
up, it's too
North
fast.
And LTA South competing. The play-in stage will
Good luck,
feature the
LTA
second
South.
seed from LEC, LCP, LPL, and the
You got
representative
spoiled because
from
of
the
Casual
LTA
Clips?
South.
No.
These 4 teams
Stay
will
off the
face off in
socials.
a best-of-5
Naughty.
double elimination bracket with seeding defined by regional standings coming out of first stand
Naughty.
2025.
You stay away.
The 2 teams that reach 2 wins will move on to the bracket stage,
Okay.
alongside the first seed of each region and the second seed of the LCK,
Okay.
which receives a bye to the bracket stage since HLE won first stand,
They destroyed.
representing the LCK.
Got it.
In the bracket stage, the now 8 qualifying teams will play another best-of-5
Uh-huh.
double elimination
Yep.
bracket, with matchups determined by a draw.
Thought bubble.
Teams will
Not
be split
keeping up.
into 4 tiers, with those tiers spread
Yep.
out across the bracket. Tier 1 will face off against Tier 4, and Tier 2 will compete against Tier 3. Just like last year, teams from the same region will not be drawn into the same side of
Haley,
the
you're going to be
bracket.
my first mod if we run out of
And to
mods,
the
yeah?
victor, go the spoils. Just like last year,
Holy
the team will secure an
caps.
automatic spot at Worlds 2025, adding a slot to its region's count, while the
Yeah.
second place region,
Yeah, good.
after the winning team's region, earns an additional slot at Worlds as well. That's everything you need to know about
Additional
MSI
spot at
2025.
Worlds.
Tune in from June 27th
Okay, got it.
through July 12th to watch these competitors
Nice.
collect drops and
We're in a VOD. We can do this, chat.
Worlds is on the line here
Ignite
from
the
our
fire.
teams. And if you guys at home want
We
to
can
play
be
along
speedy.
with Pick
Going for a
powered by
run?
AWS,
I just
head
did
over
my
to
push-ups.
lolesports.com or the league client to lock in your picks. You have a few minutes more to do it, so get onto this.
I forgot to do my pick'ems.
Oh my God, Raz.
To do mine as well.
Oh no.
But watching
Raz.
the video and actually looking at the format and everything, I'm so excited
Yeah.
for the format this year. Best of 5s only, fearless draft, banger head.
It's crazy. You're right. Like, it's 19 best of 5s throughout this tournament.
19
The
is
most best of 5s we've
crazy
had
though,
in a
isn't
Tier
it?
1 international event. It's
Don't you guys
ridiculous.
think
And you add
19
in
is
Fearless on
crazy?
top of
Like,
that.
Uh-huh.
And of
19
course,
best
like,
of
we've changed
5s?
the format
Is
since,
this
like,
the most best of 5s we've
year
ever
before
had
to
at an international?
2023 coming into
I think it
now.
is, right? 19. What the fuck is that? Why am I
Most
getting ads?
competitive League of Legends
But I've got an ad
international
block,
we've
chat.
had, and it's
I've
so
got an
cool to
ad
be able to
block.
watch it.
And we have so many teams
He-
that qualify
he's got an
here,
ad block.
especially, like, I'm looking at
He's got an ad block.
Legend, I'm looking
Also,
at
the reason I might
GG,
skip ads, chat, is because
specifically
they've got
that are just
sounds in there that are
so
going
creative
to
and
demonetize me on
Long
YouTube.
Quest is another one where, like, sometimes even in the first or second games, you'll already
Dude, they've got
see some
ads on
really,
this
really
on this
interesting picks.
VOD.
So I love the way that some of these teams have
Help
been
me.
approaching Fearless Draft, including actually 2 of the teams that we're about to see.
Make me
In
a bit
particular,
smaller.
I think Furia
Or
has
bigger.
had some banger drafts.
Oh, you didn't see that coming,
Yeah,
did you?
actually, second seed from LEC G2 Esports is going to take on Furia. The first
We're
seed
talking about
from
Furia
LTA
G2. We're
South,
looking at
the
AL.
first best of 5 of MSI.
HLE
Anything we
Gen
can be
G.
looking
Okay.
forward to when it comes to this matchup, right?
Okay.
We saw a lot of respects from both teams on social media. These are 2 teams that,
Okay.
2 regions that respect each other a lot, and
Okay,
I'm actually
that
looking
was
forward to
random.
seeing what they're going to throw on the Rift.
Yes, especially with
Why
how
we
much
look at
faster
HLE
they're
and
really
AL?
generally, especially when they've gone up against like G2 or European teams in the past. Like G2 have had a great track record, of course, going up against Brazilian teams, but it doesn't really stop them from having that
Interesting.
inbuilt passion that they can do it again. The confidence that I hear from the
Is YouTube
Furia
Premium
side
expensive?
is
I think it
always
is,
there,
bro. In
like,
Australia, it
just
was like
from the
$30 a
players
month or
from
something.
top down,
It's
Gigo to
exorbitant,
Katu, like, to
an
Tuts,
exorbitant
like,
amount.
It's there. And for a lot of those players,
Bro, the
it's their
hairstyles
first
are
international
popping,
because,
though.
like,
This
Tuts
what's
is
happening
19,
here.
same with Ayu.
Look
Like,
at
this is the
VV.
youngest
Look how
team at
nice
this
he
event
looks.
and in the
Move,
LTA
V.
as a
Put
whole.
me here.
But for
Look at
Gigo
LeBron.
and Jojo, they've been at an international stage
Greek
along with
man.
Canada, so they have some experience in
Yo,
the lineup.
Broken
And I'm
Blade.
super
What a
curious in particular
what a
to
chill.
see Ayu
These are
just
good
because
photos.
he's been on
They do
so
look like
many
boy
people's
bands.
radar
15 euros
coming
for
up,
YouTube
in
Premium?
The Furia system. Everyone kind of knows him as that kid
Sorry.
who made it to rank 1 in EU solo.
Maybe it's worth it,
queue,
actually.
When they were boot camping.
Reached
after
EU
he,
West rank
role
1,
swapped over
14
to
days of
EC,
boot
started
camp.
As a support. And one fun thing that I learned from MSI Esports, which is a Brazilian
17-year-old,
I forgot
top
they were
10 in
both
Brazilian
featured,
solo queue for
Bonsama
quite
and
some
Ayu
time.
in the
Couldn't
Gods
join any
European
orgs,
team
role
in the
swapped.
same frame. So now they're going up against each other, which is just really fun.
It's about meeting your heroes.
Is this
in the bot
Scumon's
lane,
first
on the top
internationals?
lane, as well here
Yeah.
with BB
It
and
is, right?
Hugo on the top lane. He had some strong words about facing BB. What was that about?
So like after the
What do we
series
call
that
internationals?
qualified
Is
them
EMEA
in
Masters
game, like, he was
international?
talking about
No,
how
right?
Broken Blade for
I mean, it
him
is, but it's
great
like a
for
tier 2.
reason, because, like,
So
when
no.
Broken Blade goes to internationals, guess what? He is matching the top players. For Gigo, he's looking at like
Broken
Zeus
Blade is
or
something
Ben
that
and saying,
inspired me a
"That
lot.
seems
He's something I could
unreachable."
feel that was
But
within my reach. If you think
Broken
about
Blade
Zeus
is
or Ben,
reachable
it's
for
more
him,
out of the
and he's
question.
seen
I always had Broken
Blade
Blade
through
as an
hard work,
example because he
determination,
was
all
always
these
giving his
things. He was able
best
to do that in
and
internationals
competing
in the
at the
past.
same
So,
level.
like for him, that's a player that he's been looking forward to facing.
And you have two players that
Is
have
he
a lot
saying
in
that
common,
he's the
not so
same
much on
as
the picks they play,
Broken
but on
Blade?
the wackiness and wildness that they
Right,
bring on
this
the
guy
board
is
when
got to
they
be
have-
like the next prodigy to be Broken Blade, no?
Really fun. They're both willing to lock in, especially in Fearless. They've
Free
kind of
board
been
for your mornings,
unleashed,
Miss Position.
right?
What up?
Even some of their
Chat
common
alerts are on
picks,
for
like
now,
the
but we get into
Camille
game,
is one
alerts
that
will be
definitely
off.
point out
Yeah.
that both of these top players are going to be fighting for, but then we have the BB classics like the Warwick,
Demonic.
the
Yeah.
Yasuo.
I'm gonna turn him off
Fiora,
completely.
Fiora, the Azir top
Azir
that he
was
played
great.
Okay.
earlier this split. So these are two top laners. They're absolutely
We're gonna be
not
locked
afraid
in,
to lock
listening to
in
the
some
cast,
really,
enjoying
really
the vibe,
interesting picks. If the
breaking
draft
down
allows it, and
oh,
these two teams
internally,
have
emotionally,
in
and the
terms of trying to,
compositions.
I think, facilitate their top,
This guy plays
especially
Azir
I think
top.
that's kind of their
He's got a Fiora
priority
game.
conditioning going up
Or
against
two,
G2.
who
Like, we
knows?
even heard from
Broken
Tucker
Blade's also
earlier
a
through an
psychopath.
interview with like NAMN, just talking about how Gigo is a player that if he sees he's a playmaker,
So he
he'll
plays
go for
Yorick.
it.
Okay,
The
that's
same has
fun.
always been the case historically
plays
with Broken
Volley
Blade,
Bear, though.
these
What a
guys are gonna
Chad.
decide this series in my mind.
And when you talk about G2, I don't think you cannot talk about
Mm.
Caps. It has been a
That was a
revamped
heavy board, I
version
guess.
of G2 this year. Not the same success they found domestically, but you cannot count out Caps when it comes to international experience and what they
Yeah,
bring to the
Caps had a
table.
roughie, hey chat.
I mean,
Caps
is just-
Caps had a
he's
roughie.
technically
Whoa.
a down split. I've seen
Look at that.
some mistakes from him that are really uncharacteristic in my opinion.
Eat
of
Mac
Caps,
today?
the kinda caliber
Yeah,
of
go eat a
player
Big
he
Mac.
is. But as we see
If
his
you
accolades,
if
this
you
is
drop
someone
and do
who
10 push-ups for me
routinely
right now, you can eat a
always
Big
shows
Mac.
up for G2 on an
You do
international
10
stage.
proper
I remember the
push-ups
storyline coming
with your
into
nose
West
touching the
MSI, same
floor,
kind of,
but not
deal
your
that was
face,
there for G2
you
as
can-
a
you
team,
can eat a
and
Big
when
Mac.
they came to
That's the
bootcamp
deal.
Being ready for their international event, they were able to do that. So,
Work for it.
especially Caps during
Your
this split,
Caps-
I felt
Caps
like
titles,
in lane
look at
was
that
still
shit.
Demon, and I remember when he went up against Faker last time in MSI, the solo kills were there. So he is a very confident player.
He
He'll
did
make it get-
he
he'll get it
did
done.
clap a
A
bit
lot
of
of
Faker.
work
He
from us,
clapped
but
a
I
bit of the
wanna know what
cheeks
fans
from
think,
Faker.
actually. So
Do the
let's see
push-ups
how
now.
they have
I'ma
voted
do it, then
on
I'm
us
order.
for
Yeah,
G2
good.
on X. They're calling the
45
match for
seconds, let's
G2
go.
esports with over
Is it a cool opening
85%
ceremony?
of the
Don't
votes.
tell me
Of
no
course, we're gonna be tracking
no
their
spoilers.
accuracy
What are the
throughout the
predictions?
tournament.
Look at that
So
mullet.
vote every day
Oh,
at Mastercard
what a
GG
mullet.
X to lock in your predictions.
What is it?
85%?
85?
Less, actually, given how passionate the Brazilian fans get for
85%?
Look, I'm a delusional fan for my
What?
sports team. I would still
Where are the
ask him
Brazilian
to
fans at?
win.
Usually
I
they're
feel
so
like
out and
it might be
about.
a win, though.
We
Like,
got GAM.
I don't
This
like
is
I
GAM.
love
Wrong,
it.
wrong team, bro. That's later.
In this
That's
case,
later.
I
Why we
still
got
feel like
GAM?
50% 's a lot for them to come in
Wrong
for
team.
and vote
Wrong
for Fury
team.
Yes.
Wrong
Yeah,
team.
I think these
Aragon
are
with the
yeah,
mullet,
me
true.
too.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah,
Exactly.
same.
I want to see a lot of
It's going to
fun.
be
I wanna see
embarrassing if
both teams
G2
have
if
fun
G2
on
gets
the
swept here,
Rift, and I
chat,
want
or if
them to
G2
throw everything
lose
they
this
have
series.
for
It's going to be
MSI
embarrassing.
2025.
They should not be losing to a wild card region. You know what I mean? I don't care what you say about LTA. It's LTA South. Starts now. Big pace on Law. Okay, show me. Show me. My prediction is G2 3-0. Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm boring, aren't I? 3-0. They go to internationals and they should clean. Vamos, let's go. Look at your spit drooling down, Murga. Chat. Don't worry, in this chat we have Ja. Okay? We have Ja. If you're worried, we have Ja. Turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up.
Bạn cũng là nơi ở nào đó có thể trỗi dậy bất kỳ lúc nào.
T1 Doran. Didn't know you'd make it.
BLG cannot rest on their laurels. The
Oh,
competition is
Namira cameo.
It's not going to be an easy tournament.
我觉得今年参加个 MSI 和以前完全不一样的，因为也是我第一次打入围赛。去年决赛是跟 G 打的嘛，就比较可惜。
Zeno, you deserve the big back. Bakuko, yo, I appreciate you. Welcome, bro.
看他们打的时候，还是感觉非常有机会的。
That's such a good call from Dracos, by the way.
But he could be just what the team needs for them to come away with another title.
Oh yeah, true. Beitron first tournament. True.
不太尽如人意，但我也相信亚军不是我的终点。
Mình đã từng nghĩ đến việc sẽ dừng lại.
You did last time, I remember.
Thi đấu vẫn còn.
Bro, Levi's like I'm retiring.
Vẫn đang cháy.
And he's back.
Mọi người nghĩ BLG và G2 sẽ chiến thắng. Nhưng GAM luôn làm họ bất ngờ.
This can be done as they all engage, so Levi's off.
Dagda? What do you mean Dagda? What do they mean Dagda? That's me. That's my voice. What are the fucking Dagda? Yeah, he sounds so Irish. What the fuck? Yow! It's parade time again.
Can be done as they all engage, so Levi.
As they all engage to Levi's ult. It's a parade time again. I said submarine. Who is doing this?
They nuked the backline of Fanatics. They don't know what hit them.
Who said it's parade time? Who the fuck says parade in a League of Legends cast?
Levi's Nocturne.
That's my contribution to MSI and that's it. Do they not understand me? Do they just not understand me?
Fúria quebra barreiras, supera todos os limites. Pro seu ano, pra sua história ser realizada.
It's a parade time. No, I would. Yeah, okay, I would say that.
Last time we were at MSI, it was the first time we've beaten an LPL team in a very long time. Actually getting the win in the best of 5 was quite a different feeling.
True.
We still have a long way to
Top
go.
esports killers. Now I know what to do right next cast. Yeah, be Dagda.
Showcase
Classic
operation.
I joked you.
A target to try and focus on, but Cream's already down to 50.
They got Atlas right. He's Australian.
Every near miss, every setback fuels the fire within.
Oh, does it Caps?
assistam. Esse momento é nosso.
Now I don't trust the subtitles. He could be saying, fuck you, G2, and we don't know.
虽然我们从热赛打起，
Does anyone speak Portuguese?
会在总决赛最后一天相见。
How do we know? How do we know? They can consult you prior. That would take a long time for them to do that. MSI is always a bit rappy, isn't it? It's always a bit rap. They make it a bit. They always make it a bit like graffiti gangster, like yo, like what up? Worlds is always like cinema orchestra.
Please welcome to the stage, hailing from the LEC, G2 Esports, and their opponents in this best of 5, the representatives from the LTA South, Furia!
Furia! Okay, we got Flowers. This is a Flowers Chronicler cast. I saw his message yesterday on Twitter before the games went live.
Welcome to MSI
Look at that haircut. Holy.
Here
You
in
don't
beautiful
forget the fist
Vancouver,
bump.
Canada. I am Captain Flowers here on the cast for the first time with my
Golly.
good friend and colleague, Chronicler from the LCK, to bring you this first.
All right, Chad, how's audio here? How's audio? I want me here. I want them here. I don't want to fuck around. I want casters with me. Good now? Good now? Should be good now, yeah? It's good. Yeah, good.
Can't wait to see.
Wait, did they not fist bump? Did Lebrov not fist bump? Oh, he's going to punch him instead.
That we will never forget, or as the
Again.
fans were expecting.
All right, yo, keep me updated on audio. Let's get into it.
Of the fan vote going the way of G2.
Imagine
very
letting
clearly.
Hysterics co-stream
Favorites coming
MSI.
here
Well, I
that
mean,
are not confident.
restream, you know what I mean?
It's you and me for the first time. I've been
I'm like your
casting.
budget
Elvis has been
co-streamer.
casting way longer. I've been casting.
All right, everyone that
Almost
missed
5 years
EU,
now.
everyone that missed it and went to bed early, or they didn't want to fuck around last night, or doesn't wants to get into routine here because they don't want to stay around too late. Here I am. Okay, I'm here. Let's go. Ow. Let's go.
You already
Okay.
mentioned it. The fans
Give
have
me
a
the
lot
big
of
man.
faith in G2.
Now.
I think a lot of viewers familiar with the team are going to have a lot of faith in G2. They are a very
Chat
storied
pauses, we get to skip.
organization. And for
Pauses,
Furia,
we get to
this
skip.
is going to be the first time we're really seeing them on the
To pick
international
ban,
stage.
I will shortly skip, depending on how long it takes. But I think we're going right in.
I think very different responses from players. Some players really thrive in that, right?
All right, show me 25-12. Show me 25-12. I did some prep on this patch. 25-13, sorry. Show me 25-13. Small patch,
pop off
Small
and
patch
kinda
chat.
catch their opponents off guard.
You're rewatching, fair enough.
But I think that's where
And I'm
Fury
still up. Oh
opportunities
my
will
god,
lie,
missed position
right? Trying to
07.
get that explosive
It's okay if you
early
watched
game
it.
going. These players
There's going to be
are
time where
within
you
the
2
region,
a.m.ers or you
mechanically
people don't want to be
renowned.
2 a.m.ers. And then you come back to me in the morning.
problem
That's
as
okay.
so many
Rewatch it with me.
teams and
It's all fun.
organizations have
Now
learned
listen,
over the years,
listen.
actually taking down
Rise,
G2
I
is much
think,
easier said
got
than done.
nerfed a bit.
It is a
And I think
very
Rise
difficult
nerfs. It's a
task
capybara
indeed,
book.
and honestly, it's the
And I
story.
think
When you
Rise,
look back throughout the history
worth mentioning.
of international competition in League of Legends
maybe less
esports,
seen.
when you think about
Talia's still there, right?
emerging regions or tier
Vi,
two regions
did the
as
nerfs matter?
Brazil
Are we going to
used
get
to
Talia
be
Vi
in
still?
that
Xin Zhao should be
category,
picked.
and then
My
going
pick'em
up
said Poppy
against the
most
bigger
roles.
opponents from what were
What I
the
have.
major
What I
regions
have.
before, places
Quick
like
look while
the
they get in the Big Ben.
LEC. The challenge was always, can you find that creative angle to be able to punch up successfully? And we're about to find out if that angle
Haley,
will
I'm gonna
present itself here as we
un-VIP
make
you.
our way
Ready?
into the draft. It'll be Fury
And I'm gonna
on the
mod
blue
you.
side for game one. G2 electing to go to red. Remember that G2 get the side selection because of their seeding from
Okay,
first
I'm gonna
stand.
mod you
Carmine
ready.
Corp got second place in that
Just so we have
tournament.
it. Jam
That
Catter,
gives
what's up?
G2
Okay,
the
we're in
edge
Big Ben.
here, so they're
Big.
opting for the red side.
Big.
Playing on patch 25.
Pantheon
13.
ban. What did my
I've
DPM
seen
pick
some
'em?
minor
What
changes
did
in
they
this,
do?
but some bigger ones
What did I
on
say?
point 12, but nothing to the extent of the shifts that we have seen before, right? Everyone
I
can
said
remember
most
the
banned would be
Morgana
Vi
Rumble
still.
MSI.
Maybe I'm cooked.
That was,
Maybe I'm done, chat.
That was a bit of a traumatic one for me personally.
Twist of
I-
fate.
as an Oscar, I
Okay,
also wasn't- I
the
wasn't
fact
the
that
biggest
that's
fan.
banned already is just a different
As we do see
thought,
the
but
TF,
maybe it's
that's
just
been
because it's
one of the
against
picks that people
G2.
have really been talking about, benefiting both from the buffs, and we already saw him kind of pop up.
Are we gonna let
towards the
Vi
tail
open? Is
end
Vi in pro
of
play
the
still enough?
playoffs. Visual highlight, G2
Yo, Doran, thank you for the tier
red
1.
side. One
Chat.
of the things I do love about Fury is
I appreciate
their
it.
willingness to fully
I'm going to
commit
leave him
to
in
a
pick ban, then I'm
draft.
going to turn
I
off the
think they're,
visuals.
both their Sejuani and
I
their
appreciate the
Yasuo
tier
drones
1.
are
Yo,
kind of the
T1
stand up when
Doran.
you think of this, right? Being very happy
Congrats on making the
to
MSI,
just
bro.
go all the way. And on the red side, you do have a lot more
Jack's ban.
opportunity to
They're going to go
respond to
Xin Zhao
those solo
first.
lanes, get
Xin Zhao
favorable
B1.
matchup,
Yo,
and make it
yo,
harder for a
yo,
player
Xin Zhao.
like Gigo
Xin Zhao.
to
I think Xin
pop
Zhao
up
B1
too
looks the
hard.
strongest here, right?
We've got the Yone, the Pantheon.
Xin
that's
Zhao
just
B1
banned
speaks
out
to me
by
because
Fury.
Jax
Over
is
on the
either a
G2
flex
side,
jungle
double
option
80 carry
or just
bans.
good
Looking at
into
IU,
a
looking
lot
at
of
the
like
mechanical
melee
prowess there
skirmishes.
of the Brazilian
Talia,
AD carry, but
G2
also
get
the
free
Jax
Xin
ban
Zhao
towards Gigo like
because
you're
Pantheon's
talking
down.
about. And hey,
Xin
Talia's up and open,
Zhao
Talia's locked
Ari.
in.
Xin Zhao Ari.
I am
Xin Zhao Ari. I
entirely
see it.
unsurprised.
Yeah,
I
this
see it.
goes
Catches are
unchanged.
good.
Talia still
Vi still
absolute
picked. What do you know?
top-notch.
Vi still
And
picked.
Vi
Maybe not
Ari,
strong enough to
one of
ban.
those
I don't know why I
jungle
said
mid
ban the
combos
most.
that at any point in the last, like,
I said
4
Nort
years
would
you
be
could
picked the
pick
most,
up.
chat.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
be too
Doran.
surprising.
And the Vi Ari also being a good denial. Vi also a great pairing with the Talia to be able to set up the combo for the
So
seismic
Vi and
shove.
Zin. So strong mid-jungle
you get your
pairings, yeah?
duo, you deny them a good duo.
I think
Feels
the
like a
strongest
good
mid-jungle
response there
pairings
for the
around.
first two
That's
picks
fine.
of
They get this
G2.
way out of Fearless.
Let's see how Furia wants to respond to this one, taking their time, running down the clock on the second
Nautilus?
pick, sitting on
Nautilus
the
for
Xin Zhao
Fury would be
for a
cool
while,
here.
and they will go ahead
Point and
lock
click
that
ult.
one in. Another skirmisher
Ari.
that can scrap a lot early and deal with that Vi.
A lot more dueling power than the Vi, but obviously doesn't have the
Other
same
than
level
that,
of
do you get
backline
priority
access.
80
We already
carry?
saw already a lot of
A lot of 80
attention
carries
being
changed.
given
I think
to
Zeri's going to be
Mario
really
in
strong in
the
this patch.
draft.
I think Zeri got a really nice
Wouldn't
buff,
surprise
and
me.
Aatrox
And,
did
oh,
too.
okay, well,
Aatrox got mega buff.
Aatrox just coming out
Aatrox
straight up.
passive healing is
Has, of
huge.
course, been played
The
a decent
G2 play
amount, but,
Kennen.
that
Broken Blade, you
is
go Kennen
a
here.
big
You
show
go
of
top
confidence
option,
here towards
something like
Gigo.
Gragas if you really want to
comes through.
neutralize lane,
Throughout
or
the spring split
priority
for
support.
Gigo, this was tied for his most picked champion alongside the Rumble there with 4 picks. Gigo is a player who is
Dive.
unafraid to
Okay, we draft
pick
more
whatever
dive.
he thinks
Fair enough.
is going to work best
But
for
I
the
think
game. It doesn't
I think
necessarily
Fury need to ban
have
Nort
fit the
Rel.
state of the
Nort
global
Rel,
metagame. So we'll
even
see
if they
what
wanted to take
Broken Blade
Alistar
is ready to pick
as a
into
pairing
this
for
as
bot.
the Kaisa is going
And
to be
G2 can
locked
ban away
instead,
Zeri.
securing the
Zeri,
AD carry for
Zaya,
G2
Zaya.
before the second round
There
of
we
the
go.
bans come
Zaya
in.
away
And
from
look at this
Vaya.
chronicler. G2 is already right back to the AD carry game,
We
continuing
do in the
to
top
hit
lane,
that
Gym
pool.
Tan, laundry
Yeah, I
better.
don't think
With the-
IU's going to be having the best of time.
Probably not.
The Kaisa, one of the downsides that you can run into it, obviously, is that the laning phase is relatively weak, but you already have an extremely strong dive core, and now we're also banning away things like the Zaya.
Yes,
Wouldn't be surprised
Chronicler.
if something like an Ezreal ban also comes through. That's the other AD carry.
I think you ban
when
Zeri.
it comes to a ton of innate safety.
Well, you're not going to get... Maybe you don't get Zeri Lulu on the other side because you need follow-up engage, and for things that have flanks, it's always nice having something like a Naught or a Roll yourself. But they're banning away top lanes. I mean, maybe they ban Cannon second, but then they have AP solo laners, which is fine. Cosmic damage, they're going Rel. They're going Rel on 4. They're not going Naught.
Is going to get taken off the board.
Fury can can just go Nord here.
Not a final 80 carry band.
But then maybe,
G2, though, but
do you
a
really want to
very
go
effective heal
Enchanter?
champion in the Alistar. Like you already said, you've
Actually,
got a dive pop, you've got one of the few 80 carries that
Ari?
can dive along with it. This
Is
is
Lulu
looking
Zeri
like
that
a real
bad, Chad? What do
torpedo
you think?
coming out from G2 Esports in the first
Yeah,
half of the
dude, there's
draft.
2 JoJos
So
in the
being
tournament.
able
Don't
to
get me
shut
started.
down Furia's
Don't get me
ability
started,
to
bro.
stop that
The support
dive.
is
I
JoJo.
like what I'm seeing. Now, do Furia want to ban one more
Gwen.
top laner? Yes, they do. They will keep
I
the
think maybe
Gwen
you could go
away from
Cannon,
Broken Blade.
but are you doing
looking at
full
this,
AD
Renata
Kai'Sa
to me
build?
kinda
Is probably the
stands
next
out
question.
as
I think the answer would be
something,
yes. You don't have any hard
G2
tanks.
probably wants to be
You can also go
very
Draven
careful.
here.
The
No, you
eco is
can't.
though
Shut
that's
up.
been one of the
It's
most
Hun
popular
Summit.
counter
I don't know
picks
why I'm
we've
even
seen into
considering.
Renata, and
It's
obviously
like
when
I'm
it comes
watching
to the
Cream
laning
play
phase,
Kai'Sa mid. That's just a
can
lie.
really make life hard for her. But if you are already fully committed to playing this type of dive style
That's just a lie.
composition, I do think Renata can really.
Zeri can never
ruin
really
your
get in.
game.
That's also true. But they diving into it. There you go. Broken Blade Warwick. I don't even think about it. He's going to cream the Aatrox lane, right? For Aatrox cooldowns early versus Warwick sticking pressure. He's disgusting. Actually, I don't know this matchup. I played top. I don't know this matchup, but I'm telling you now, I feel like Warwick would be fine into Aatrox. I just feel like... Yeah, Flowers is right. You just fucking hit behind him and fear. Neela? Neela Senna? Neela Rakan? No, Neela. What about Senna? But we need engage. We need follow-up engage. Fury needs follow-up engage, right? Bro, what the hell? We don't have any range, though. Get rid of the ads. No one cares. Look at this. Chat. There's ads on the video. Don't worry about it. Rakan locked in. Thank God for ad block. Poppy. I knew Poppy would be picked in the most different roles. Yeah, Poppy's good. Poppy's good against Aatrox. All right, chat. Yo, I am going to mute and disappear alerts. Yo, thank you everyone for being here. I got to run ads. I run ads so you don't get them in game. All the people here for the rebroadcast. Isn't top matchup who can heal more? Yeah, but Warwick early is just better at dueling. Cooldowns for top is too long for Aatrox.
It is a very niche champion.
I would assume spacing is everything, but Warwick makes an easier job of it. If he gets hit by sweet spot of Aatrox, Aatrox can space, wait for cooldowns, do it again. That's what I think. Yo, welcome everyone in. Anyone who's here for rebroadcast, appreciate you. I appreciate you guys not spoiling as well. I know it takes a lot to be adult. Any spoilers are permaban. The message will stay there throughout. Anyone who's watching on YouTube, I appreciate you. Come over to Twitch. YouTube watchers, I put it on there. I'm hoping I'm not going to get banned on YouTube. This is day one's a test. If it doesn't work, we're only streaming on Twitch. That'll be it.
Gets full value.
I don't like Poppy last pick. I like Poppy value versus his comp. There is a lot of dive. There's a lot of dive with Vi, Ari, Aatrox. What's the jungle? Bro, it's cooking me out. That Warwick skin looks like a Twitch. Show me the comp again. Because Vi Ari's there. Show me comp. Show me comp again.
And Neela makes that whole
Skips MSI ads.
I'm really looking
Based NA time zone for these games. I really love that most of the games are at 2 a.m. Yeah, singular, yeah. It was 9 p.m. for me last night, but in future it's going to be at 2 a.m. for me too in Berlin, right? That's why we're doing the rebroadcast. I'm not destroying my sleep schedule going to bed at 5, 6 a.m. watching the games.
Can the LTA South bot lane build themselves up an
I wasn't going to do that. There's no way I was going to do that. There's no way. All right, game one. Let's go. Make me schmoll. Oh.
As we get into game.
Oh.
Can't wait to see what we're going to have ourselves here today. Flowers.
Oh, I go here.
Looking at the rune setups. Not seeing anything too out of the ordinary just yet. The other thing, as we talked a lot about the TF, that is definitely going to be a token board this tournament is that unsealed spellbook that we see here on JoJo. A rune that got buffed a couple of patches ago. We already saw so many supports go to it in the playoffs. Yeah, and no different here.
Right, you lose some of that early trading power that you might have
with
something like a
Guardian
square or similar. But as the game goes forward, you have so many more options. You have so many more ways
think of the HUD?
to just catch your opponents. If they're not on top of it, always keeping track of what
it's
you're
not
doing.
the first stand HUD. It's slightly different.
What manage to throw a curveball at him as we see Hansama and Labrov make their way into the bottom lane. Looking for early position.
Patch notes here always. Coinbase is a sponsor.
New Broken Blade here. As you already highlighted, there is the ability.
How's the quality of the game? I got it in 1440p. It doesn't feel like it. Doesn't look like it, does it?
But I also think it's important to note how.
See what? But Broken Blade getting to half HP chat doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. His healing goes up. His healing doubles, right? We go wait for cooldowns. He's got 5 seconds. Watch this. Lethal tempo. Does he just not know the Warwick matchup? Q coming up. Guigo might want to Q flash. Broken Blade can match and just kill him, right? Okay, I get the players. I don't need to see the players. One MSI 2019. Okay, yep. I know. I need to see early. We always do ads early. It's 2 minutes 18. Thank you. Broken Blade doesn't matter, chat. He heals. It doesn't matter if he gets heavy traded.
At the character, it's a serious problem to deal with, and we know that Broken Blade
stick it above sponsor logo
on this pick to make it work. As Gigo is just trying to stay back and farm.
But I can give it to you anyway.
Shot. Not going to be too happy about that one, but still.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Chat,
I'm going to say here. Are you happy with me here?
This wave crashed in. Looked for an extra Q there for a quick
but BB can get down to 100 HP. It doesn't matter. He just heals it up instantly.
And Broken Blade's going to get the full crash.
Yeah. Also, do know
the crowd mic was shit. Yeah.
Audio's
good. Yeah, good.
Which is true.
Happy here. We're happy here. You can see what level they're leveling up as well. Why not give you more information with this overlay? I guess I like. Look, unpopular opinion. It's not as bad as the first. The first stand one was rough. The first stand one was rough. That was rough. That was not good.
Looking at bot lane, though, we already
a lot of fights happen in this corner. I'll move if that's the case. You tell me if I need to move.
Lack of laning strength of a Kai'Sa, but if you get
Mizo de Flo has subscribed.
Poppy obviously does really shift.
Maybe I should bring alerts back.
What you're going to do is Rakan into the Poppy early burst.
Maybe I should bring alerts back if it covers up.
We see early lead already being built there, and no
experience. Space in the top. I don't want to take up space in game.
You need to last hit on the Nila to get full value.
There was it's a lot of good info, but there's a lot happening. Meet the team. First MSI appearance. Here they are. 23 games. Is that how many? 20 or their age, right? I don't mind the facts, but this early into the game, at 4 minutes, seeing items covered up, I don't like it. As casters in LEC, we put graphics up a lot, but it's a bit much. Broken Blade's fine. I'm trying to look at CS lead. It's really hard to adjust. Dude, there's a look at this 80 carry lead. I guess we should expect it ranges versus like mid-range melee. But that's a big CS lead. Poppy laning pressure as well. Poppy has a lot of burst.
Just super good.
Watch. Kill.
It really is, and it also takes it out.
Wait, never mind. Never mind. I was wrong, bro. You just stood there. Okay, I was wrong.
That was death's door for the dog.
Learning more about this matchup.
We talk about
they spammed all the graphics 4 minutes in the game, didn't even space them out.
That was 20 HP. That was a little dangerous. Fortunately,
yeah,
in this case,
maybe caster control's good. Player cams there, like player cams are smaller. They're more vertical.
Losing the summoner does mean that it might provide an opportunity to get this.
I was going to say this is more for like short form content, like TikTok and stuff, but I don't think it is. It's still
play elsewhere on the map. Because I don't think Broken Blade in
I don't know. Dragon's top left, by the way, chat. I'm used to looking top right. I'm so thrown off by this.
Doesn't have the greatest wave clear.
Yeah, I'm so thrown off.
Rely on his items to really get that going. You need to be careful though in this longer lane.
Okay, Broken Blade's still fine, right? There's the combo. Now just hit. Now he hits. If he Qs him, he's fine. Q. Okay. Fear dodge. Now he's dead. Now he's dead. Didn't get the fear. Couldn't auto. Needs to space this. He's dead. BP. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, don't judge him. Don't judge him. He's a man after my own heart. Gank time. AU hit. Nice. Against the wall. Good poppy stun. With the E flash. Oh, that was clean. Oh, Hansama cleaner. Mid meanwhile, 100 HP each. What happened?
Really big that they get the kill there.
What happened?
Onto Ayu because they needed to make an immediate cross map. An unforced error there as Gigo just straight up solo bolus. The counter
top right, the subscribe thing is kind of annoying without. I don't know what was there before, but it kind of blended in with dragons. Now it's just its own spot.
Level 6. I didn't see what but looking at the XP target, there's no shot, right? Because even now he's not really that close to 6.
Mid's backing though. Where's TP? I'm looking. Where am I looking for TP? Okay. The same place. I'm just done. No TP for Talia. Talia backed. Jojo's here first. Ari's here. They get smite, but like Skumon backs. But I'm looking on the right portraits. I'm looking here, chat, for the flashes and stuff. I'm looking. Like I've got to zoom in. I've got to zoom in my noggin.
There we saw G2 again. Understandably, that you want to try and get Drake as well. You just got a successful playoff towards.
What about grub setup? Because top's kind of an issue, right?
And
You got his flash. BB didn't have flash from last play. He just has to fight. The Warwick, all I know is he has to just fight. He has to keep fighting. Guigo getting first kill though. Oh, it's not good. Oh, BB. Yo, muster up, bro. Muster up. Kisses Yamato in sub feed. No. What? Ulti. BB's got help this time though. Good ulti. Good ulti timing. Skewmon. Oh my god.
Gigo is making Broken Blade look foolish in this 1v1.
He fucking is. Bro, Skewmon had flash and ult, but did he only just get 6, chat? Did he get 6 from Scuttle? Why didn't he flash ult?
That can't happen. You can't just be giving leads like this as Gigo on the Aatrox full of confidence.
Bro, Gigo is clearing Broken Blade. What is happening? What is happening in Brazil? What are they eating?
Approximately a couple of seconds later, maybe it's fine. The time there again, Gigo able
Bro, he
to
enters the tournament. His first game is
conquer,
Warwick.
from the fear,
His first game
here he
is
still
Warwick.
gets the damage off, and the executioners means
You know what?
Broken Blade
You know,
doesn't heal
after
much. Gigo
casting
sees
Baals
this,
for
like,
the
if
whole
I
of
go to
EMEA
the
Masters,
Aatrox, when it's clear, my work's
don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get blown up. Like there's no
Don't
shot
worry
that
about
you
it.
win
Yo,
that. There's
guys,
just
don't
not
worry
enough
about it.
damage. And
That's him.
the
That's him.
miscommunication there. The
I'm not
timing from
checking the
Broken Blade
kissing
not
cam.
quite on point, but then we look at
It
the
might
gold
spoil
graph,
something.
and we do need to
Chat,
talk
I'm
about
not
bot
using
lane
Twitter over the
situation.
course of this event at all, unless it's between games and I'm up to date. I'm not using it. I'm not clicking it. You're okay. Derm, what's up? No, no, no. No, no, no. I'll look at it after. After this stream, I'll look at it. You remind me again. If Dom's kissing Yamato, I want to see it. Dude, objective game early, Furia are cleaning us. And I mean us. This is my fucking team. G2, come on. I put G2 above Mad. I put G2 above Fly.
Go over to the side of Furia and
200 gold lead.
Tatsu.
They've lost grubs. They've lost dragons. Okay. Biggest issue is top is bleeding a lot. The Aatrox got through what I thought would be the most powerful part of the lane phase. He's got anti-heal. He's got pickaxe.
All those lesser last hits for
It was
IU
sausage. Okay, you remind me after game. Yeah. No, you're fine, bro. Don't apologize. It's a 400 gold lead, and I'm worried. Caps has an individual gold lead. Looking at bot, 22 CS lead. Hans, this bottom lane, Hans was really solid over the split. And even when G2 was suffering, Hans was, like, for once, the strongest part. And I think when G2 suffer, when G2 have suffered in the past, I feel like BB has been the strong part. And I'm talking about the recent 2 years. And there's been, like, yeah, you can argue, like, there was a start of winter 2024 when, like, G2 were, like, okay, I think it was. And then Caps was just insane. I just hope we get international, like, international I kill faker Caps, you know? Dragons up 143. While we here, Labrov. Skewmon is just queued into Scuttle.
They're gonna chase for a little bit longer, it looks like.
Yeah.
They're going to look for the engage. Jojo's a little bit deep, though. Caps can re-engage in this. Skewmon, don't back. Skewmon, don't back. Skewmon, don't back. Skewmon. Skewmon, can't we get a kill here? Look at Hans. Look at Hans with the wave. Wait for the next wave? No? Okay, he's backing. Why does he want to back for Tunla Caulfields? I don't know what he had before, but... It's only a minute 22 Dragons. It doesn't matter. You're not losing anything. Jungle control's not there. They lose deep vision, though.
Are we being baited in?
I don't know if we're being baited in because I think this is a dive. Skewmon for the anti-dive. Broken Blade has flash this time, though. Okay. We go. Gold was just given. They know he's there. Ulti. Good buffer. Clear damage, though. Good save this time. Good save this time. Good save. Good save. Oh my god, he went. What the hell? Bro, he went. Ari's coming in. Cap's got 2. Toots is dead. Toots is dead. Toots. How do I say it? Do I say Toots? Toots sounds like I'm in the 50s being like, you know. Come here, Toots. Caps with a kill. Good. Good anti-dive. BB, mega worth. Gets the wave pushed out as well. TP coming up for Guigo, though. Broken Blade's going to tank this up. He's not going to stay. Fair enough. Wave crashed in. That's all that matters. Can you get a back timer off this? What's your plan? We go on Moby Boots. What are we doing in the Warwick? It does sound like you're a part of the 50s, bro. Partay, I'm telling you, bro. Is that the name? Toots? Yeah, chat, I'm the only one who got permission for the restream. As far as I know. Maybe someone else did, but
Let's see. Doesn't
Because
look
you're not allowed to
like we can get the
rebroadcast or
whole
write
lot
broadcast
here,
within
but
24 hours.
do
But
wanna
I
give
am the
props to
exception.
Skewmon playing in
I
his
am the
first
rule.
international event, being able to have the game
Dragon's
sense,
up.
have the knowledge, have the presence
Caps no ult.
to stop
Big timer
what
on
would have
Toots though.
been another disaster up there in the top lane. If
Guigo's
Skewmon's
just
not in the
TP'd
right
top.
spot, all of a sudden Broken Blade is even
I
further
want to see a
behind.
Warwick run
Toots
down.
now could
He's
be
going TP this game, by the
a
way.
bit of a rough spot
But his
himself.
TP's down.
Skewmon,
Skewmon. Smite.
not
Look
quite
left.
ready to go again on the Vi just
Yeah,
yet,
Toots
so
zones.
get
They
plenty
start
of
up
distance
Dragon,
in
but
time as
Han
Furia
Summer
is
with
going to
first
split
item.
up. The
Han
next
Summer with
trade
first item.
themselves, but they got
Look at
to
those
be careful.
autos.
Hans
Tries
on
to
the ball,
space.
might be able to stop him, but instead Hans is gonna
Good
be
flash.
caught out. Has to
Oh,
use
good
Kevin
ult
Stick
from
defensively,
Lebrov.
and now Skewmon
And the
is
wall.
in for the
He finds it.
counterattack.
He finds it. Nice.
Furia have
We get
overplayed
Tattoo's
their
ult.
hand yet again.
Flash from Lebrov. Maybe a bit ambitious. They're okay. Skewmon again.
Tatu down to 50 HP.
Now back
He's
to
gonna
Dragon.
continue
Okay,
his
okay.
retreat. Nobody dead
Tatu's
on
out.
either side, but G2
Like an
has the
official
full
thing?
health
Yeah,
jungler
essentially.
and control over the Drake
I'm
lane.
not part of
With
Riot
G2
for this
'cause they
broadcast,
get
but
a bunch
it's an
of
official
sums with that as
restream.
well, as we do
Because
see Tatu
I am
had to
being
use
given
his flash
permission,
heals,
you
so
know?
used there for Jojo. And they get a dragon.
But yeah.
And the first dragon plus the
Caedrel
first,
was thinking about
couple
doing
of
it as well.
grubs went over.
Yeah, but he has
Only
he
a couple
has
of grubs now,
permission.
obviously,
Caedrel's
went
just
over
the father
to
right now, right?
Furia, but not
I'm like the
going
little
to
brother.
be
No,
continuing
I'm
the
like
objective stacking.
I'm like the
And
stupid
this
uncle.
is kind of what I think unfortunately happens often, right? Like the
Or if
early
Caedrel wants to
laning
do
looks
something,
great,
he will
but
do
when
something,
it
you know?
comes to these movements
Put that
on
in the
map,
title.
this play
Put
just
what
a
in the
little bit too
title?
telegraphed. And
I'm
now
the
you see
stupid
that
unk?
TP coming
Okay.
in as well. They were ready.
Wait.
They knew this was coming, right? The wave crash
That
was
gold,
obviously
like
being
hitting
prepared,
turret plating
as there,
and
unfortunately,
gold going over,
doesn't quite
whether they
make
didn't
it
know.
out As that's one of the
Right.
longest fights I've seen.
Yeah, that was
was a good
cross-country
vial.
vialty. And then you mentioned the blast cone.
With Caps only having
Hey.
a single charge on his ult, I think he would have gotten out, especially
Yeah.
with its passive. If he
I don't
just
know if he
gets to
would
the
have.
turret,
I don't know if he would have.
might have been fine.
I think he
Caps
would have
still
been
with
max
flash,
range for a
so
charm
he
over that
dies
wall. I
nonetheless,
think
but
Caps
that's
would have been able to
definitely
follow.
gonna
I don't know
slow
if he
it
had
down.
flash at the time, but
Probably being further build upon there for G2.
Caps in a good lead. 500 gold lead, 600 bot. Skewmond ahead as well, bro. Farming King is back to it. They equalized Dragon. They stopped stacking. They got a minute 15 till Herald.
That's going to feel nice, but grubs are always more of a down payment objective, right? You still need to be able to get plates. You still need to be able to get turrets with them to really get great value. And if G2 is
Hans against the Aatrox. I don't like lane assignment. I think lane assignment is very bad for Warwick, and it's fine for Aatrox, even in a 2 versus 1, right? I guess if Poppy's not there, nah, if Poppy was there, maybe it'd be hard, but like, bro, what does Hans do in this lane assignment? Aatrox has Shojin already,
See the ward getting spotted there.
and now they're diving top. Broken Blade ulties away. Toots matches. Skewmon flash. Here comes quickness. Okay, Jojo, that was hyper ambitious. G2, what are we doing? We got ult from bot. Is that just because Han Summer's strong? Did he use his Q stacks and Han Summer just ulted him? I can't see ult. I don't see Ghost. I don't see Lebrov using anything. How did that Aatrox die? Did he just get walked up to and autoed?
Answered
Huh?
by a turret towards the bot lane. I do
A
think
fungal.
it looks like Hans instead going to go for the base, which makes sense because Herald is spawning in about 15 seconds. So
It's my
minions
first
are
view.
going
Chat,
to
I've not
crash
seen
here.
this.
TP
I will
available
not be
from
watching
Vigo
MSI live. This will always be
just
first
yet,
view.
and
Always first view.
Skewmon does get found here.
Yeah, Skewmon
TP.
trying to get out of this one. Furia's ready to commit to it. Toots is coming in. We're going to need to
Toots.
see a seismic shove, but Lebrov and Caps playing protection, stopping this from working out. Broken Blade
BB is 30 CS down.
if he needs to, but instead goes back to shove out.
Oh
one
my
more wave.
God.
Does have the Tiamat now on the Warwick for the extra wave push
This
capability.
Warwick's in a bad spot. Good setup though. Lebrov, nice ulti. Han Summer's in, but he's in their ult. We get Herald for this though. It's not bad. We get Herald for this, but Aatrox getting solo turret bot.
And that
Dude,
should be
these
the
3
call
grubs are paying
for
dividends.
Furia to just not contest this, right? The health bars already.
Ari can't match
matter.
this. I mean, she can, but she's going to
Vigo
get
has
waved.
the
Turret's already
opportunity to
gone.
take turret towards the bottom side of the map, but the value of this Poppy, I think, we're
Don't
only
lose
gonna
against
see
another
more and more
Jojo,
of as
please,
this game
G2. Don't
continues.
lose against another
The
one.
ability to turn fights into a
Yo,
moment where you
Guigo
get
is
yourself a
ahead.
numbers advantage.
Like,
The Herald
this
goes through
Aatrox
his
is
traded.
1600
So
ahead.
right now,
And their
Furia
comp is
ahead.
dive.
Once
Their
the
comp
Herald comes
has to
down,
run into
I
Aatrox.
imagine towards the mid
I
lane
always
often
worry when
use
comps
there
have to
just
commit,
ensure that
and
you get
Aatrox
as
can
much
either
map
play
control as
flank or
possible.
versatile,
Nicely done
like,
by Gigo to take that
re-engages,
turret down
right?
there in bottom lane, and chronically, we now have a battle for the
I'm
boots. Beats of warfare
worried.
claimed by G2.
9 a.m. every morning. Yes, 9 a.m. every morning. That's the schedule. Skewmon caught. If only he knew. If only he knew. If only he knew. He did not know. In fact, he did not know. Aatrox is getting another kill. Aatrox is hyperventilating, but in a good way. I've never really hyperventilated, so I don't know.
This is the man.
This is the man. Yeah, Guigo is the man. What does Guigo mean in Portuguese? Chat, what does Guigo mean?
Obviously extremely short range. That is the
Guigo.
type of situations where as an Aatrox,
What does that mean? Giga chat or what does it mean?
If your team buys enough space for you, can
It means
really
fraud.
pop off.
Does it now? Does it, turd?
Downside for Furia, there isn't an objective right now to get.
Okay.
Also, they did invest a decent amount of cooldowns, but they should
500
be
gold.
available in about
Yeah, no matter what, if it starts at 9 p.m., 2 a.m. chat, I'm not watching it live. I'm not going on Twitter.
Big fan, the movement
Bro,
speed
Coinbase
always
is
very
in.
valuable. Looking at
This graphic does
some
not
of the
line up
ultimates,
with the
there's
bottom.
Some characters were like, yeah, you know, Talia.
We need to fix this. We need to fix this.
Your captain
Fix
plays, but
this.
on Aatrox.
Fix this.
Now on Ari. Or on a
Kills, 925.
Even the Neela,
What do you mean kills?
hard.
I mean, even if we're
Others.
not considering the
Monsters.
ultimate boost, just the basic movement
Is this
speed
gold?
that you get from the soul is always
This is
movement speed
gold,
and range
right?
are the two strongest stats in League of Legends. Just right? Walk.
Passive
Yeah, just
healing?
walk
That
faster
was a
than the
weird
guy can
graphic.
dash. You don't have a
I
problem.
didn't. That
As
was a
Gigo,
weird graphic.
here. It's a
Let's
three-man
dive the
play
Aatrox.
coming
Good.
in from the
TPing
side.
4 members. Flash immediately. Good flash from Guigo actually. He's not dead, is he? He's not dead. Oh, this is bad for G2, is it not? Where's mid? Mid went for turret. Hans can clear this, or at half HP maybe he can't. Maybe this is a better play. I thought they would counter dive that. I would look at an LPL team and then send everyone down bot to counter dive, and G2 would be destroyed. But meanwhile, Skumon gets to play the fight. It wasn't the right play, was it? Ayu ulti does not too much. Skumon out. No. Tattoo follows. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. He's Guigo. Get away from fraud.
Triple kill, Ayu.
Guys, that's a Neela. It's a delay.
I agree with G2 trying to punish the mid play.
From G2.
But where is the damage?
Yeah,
Ayu should be fine.
Okay, he's good. He had the minion. He had the minion. It was
Oh
calculated.
my
He's
God.
good.
Game on point as well.
It's gold distribution.
He's
Yeah,
got
too.
this, and at the same time,
Scorpio, what up?
Furia has now earned themselves
It's a
control
1500
of the
gold
bottom
lead.
side river.
Oh my
Yes, they barely
god.
miss out on the tier 1
What happens
turret.
with
Mid
comps
lane,
here? The
one minion
scaling
on
is
attack,
really
control
good.
down later on.
Hans just stepped up for the turret.
To go over to Tatu. Han Sama
Holy
in a bad
Aatrox
spot
damage,
here, has
and he didn't even get
enough
sweet
distance
spot
to
for
escape
that.
the infernal chains, but
Oh my god, bro. And because Aatrox is everywhere, the gold is distributing everywhere. Neela got a triple. Talia's on the board.
G2, these traps from Furia, they keep falling for it as we take another look here.
So the setup here will be fine if Warwick gets there first, but Zin just beelines it. Zin gets there first. Look at BB trying to trail. Seismic Shove doesn't even connect. Skumon, hit, flash. Han Sama gets out, and then Gui goes there with TP response.
I think by the amount of people that are ready, Gigo even comes in
Bro.
from the back there. And a lot of the
I like to see it, by the way. What is Labrov doing? Oh my god, is game 1 just done? Neela Aatrox against a full dive comp that does, I feel like, need to snowball a bit. Warwick in a side lane, how useless is he going to be? Oh my god, there's no way we are going to lose game 1. There's no way. G2, 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 G2.
If we start to see an
chat,
Otacon setup
listen.
here, that is a possibility for G2 to find an angle back. I've seen so many teams not respect the fact that Otacon
like it doesn't
turns
get better.
everyone on your
I
team
feel
into
like it
paper
does
back.
not.
So I do hope that
Oh my
Fury's
god.
careful.
I know there's people in the
The
chat who've
V1
seen the
Talia,
series.
though, for
Yeah, I
me,
appreciate
was
you
the
again
biggest
not
pick on
spoiling
this
as
all.
Jojo stepping in there
Okay,
to intercept
here's the thing.
charm
Massive
from
lead.
Guaranteed.
Minor region teams
does
always
not
struggle
get
with
caught out.
mid-game.
Caps did spin the
G2's
spear
mid-game
rush on
is their
that.
strongest
We'll
part.
see if Furia can
G2's
find a
mid-game
chance
is their
to
strongest
use
part.
that
And it's
window
not just
to
coping,
punish,
it's
but
literally
G2
like
is
the
instead
concern
giving
is,
them
even though the
another problem to
scaling's
think about,
better,
summoning up the
how's the
Rift Arrow from
macro?
earlier here in the mid lane.
How's
The tier 1
sidelaning once
turret will
tier
die
1s are
just
down?
to the charge
How do they
alone,
play for
so
tier
close
2s?
that one. Rift Arrow will
Playing
not
for
be
tier
able to get
2s in this
charged
comp,
up onto the
when they
tier
have
2
very
turret, but
melee,
it
where they have a
should
bit of
not
dive
be able to
themselves,
guarantee
they need to use Talia. They need to use Talia well, and they need to play towards Aatrox, right?
I do want to give them credit.
So anyway,
I do want to commend them for what has been a very impressive first 20 minutes of the game, building this nearly 3,000
Jam
goal lead,
Catter, if you
taking
DM me
defeats,
and say
taking
Cat
the lead
Jam
in
one
terms of
more time,
objectives, but now we're
you
at
don't know
that
what I'm going to do.
mid-game point where traditionally we've seen
Okay.
teams from Brazil struggle to be able to
Alright.
control the
You don't
objectives,
know what's going to
play the
happen, bro.
macro game, and convert leads to
Swano,
wins.
yo, thanks for 12 months, bro. Want to celebrate this? Yo, appreciate you. I'll say it back, yeah. Listen. Listen.
think when talking about the scaling, it's a pretty interesting conversation.
The fact
to me,
that Fury are fist bumped in League of Legends is foreign, and I love it. They do it in CS all the time. Good play, they fist bump. Where is the energy from other teams? I love that shit. I saw it, they fist bump, they're like, fuck yeah, like energy.
Again,
Broken Blade, oh no.
Comp on the enemy team as those wards
He kind of sensed it, but he's stride breakers, he's flashing. Not hit, okay. We can't get anything mid, it's up to tier 2. There's no jungle camps in bot. We can't respond. Guigo's run out of ulti. Bro, you can't do anything on this Poppy here. Maybe they lack reliable engage chat. This is why I said Nautilus would be so good, or the Rel. Poppy is a good response into their draft, but bad for G2's draft, I think. Broken Blade. Fear. Ulti's out. Weaver's wall committed. It doesn't reset Atakan though. Caps, does he have TP? Can I see? I can't see. I can't see TPs because they don't have things on the side anymore. I just have to guess. Does Caps have TP? Does Caps have TP? We don't know. Poppy ult. Get out jungle. Miss. Flash. Good flash from Tutu. Lebrov. They get Atakan. Caps. I like the response from Caps. I didn't know if he had TP. If he didn't, it's fine. They TP respond. Caps can't get this, can he? No, he can't. He can't. Oh my god. He gets it? No way. No way. It's Caps' world. Caps is trying so hard to carry this. Look at that frown. You see the player cam? He's locked in. Caps got Rabadons. Nice. Okay. Caps is bringing the game back. Atakan was a big loss. Atakan was a big loss. But Caps is ahead again. Teamfight UI. Yeah, if we're doing this, whatever mobile UI, we need this in fight chat. We need this. We need this. We need this in fight. We need this. I gotta be careful about scrolling. I don't want to spoil.
Obviously, you can have Caps TP in, but the moment that the Poppy ult doesn't hit, that's
they got
just
Talia
kind
ult.
of it.
They got
There
Guigo's ult
isn't
before.
really a way that you can fight with the lead.
But the ults don't translate into anything. Dragon's coming up. Guigo flash. Not up. We got flash from Xin, flash from Guigo.
But this Drake fight, this might be a breaking point. If Soul Point is picked up, could be really big, because I think having Soul Point means that your macro decisions
2 items Zaya. Sorry, Kaisa. 2 item Vi. Chat, is it just me? This is in 1440p. Does it feel like it's not? Does it feel like the quality's bad? It's in 1440p. 60 frames. We catch him. I just want to catch him. I do catch him.
I've been
You're right.
impressed with
Yo,
the game
killer,
so
they need.
far
You're right.
from
You're right.
Fury,
You're right.
and
I know.
now moving on to Soul Point, this just shows how critical it was earlier that G2 did manage
Cloud
to secure
Soul.
that second
It's
Drake.
Cloud
fight.
Soul for
Imagine
Aatrox.
if this
Oh
is a
my
24-minute
god.
Cloud
Save
Soul
us.
for Furia instead. All of a
Only
sudden,
1,000
if
gold
you're
lead.
G2, you're
Caps
saying,
is just
all right, let's look ahead
maintaining
to the second
CS
game.
dividends in the side lane.
I'm
Guy's
looking at
choving.
Champions Fury. That's
Broken
not-
Blade. I think right now he's just an ult bot. I think he's an ult bot and a side lane pushing bot.
That's exactly
Manage
what
waves.
I was thinking. Now G2, they're on the back foot. They've got to be ready for this. The
50
gold
CS lead
is
behind
still
Summer.
not going to
That's why he's
suffocate them,
maintaining.
but they haven't seemed super coordinated
Mortal
so
second.
far. It seemed like
For the
not
Warwick or
everybody's
what?
quite on the same page.
That's the biggest thing.
Agreed. Flowers said it, bro. They're not on the same page. I mean, Caps is just playing solo isolated because he has to.
They've had so far. It feels like everyone is just always ready to throw down.
But like every time there's a fight, they're in different directions. They needed harder engage, chat. They needed harder engage. I think Lebrov.
Missed timings, I think in particular.
It's the overlay quality. Yeah, the league game is in 1440.
Looking at the mid lane play where they're trying to.
But then the overlay's
looks
not.
like a punish, end up falling for the trap.
Is it? Is that
instead,
right?
And now the Baron is up.
2-2.
The one thing that G2, outside of the Poppy, does have is the ability to take out any member if it is a soul member. And I think that that is going to be one of their biggest abilities. And I think we're starting to
It's
see
just
this
so
up
cluttered.
as well.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's trying to just
Work it out tomorrow,
find
chat.
a
Work it out
side lane
tomorrow.
catch. Their single target CC and damage absolutely outrageous, but there is a defensive ward there. Oh.
This could be a huge. This
Lebrov.
is the most fed member of
TP.
Furia, and he is now
This is
getting
what they do.
caught out.
This is mid game.
Gigo dives
Caught out
on the
mid game.
stars. G2 might
Shut
have
down.
found the pick.
Jojo's just ulted. Jojo just ulted. TP flank. Lebrov, sacrifice. Caps has an ulti in the pocket. Good charm, but we need damage. Hans, where are you going? Hans, help Caps. Hans, what is Hans? Broken Blade. Why are we right side of the fight? What are we doing? Hans Summer Caps is fighting, bro. He's got no mana. Fucking help him. Oh my god.
Right when it looks like G2 found their moment.
Broken Blade's having a rough game.
G2.
That's Nash. Straight up, and G2, they look for the sideline pick. But taking out his Aatrox takes so much longer than I think they bargained for. And it's again the response from Furia. The immediate.
Hans was stunned when he saw his top laner miss ult on CC target. So he's self-stunned, self-CC. Show me a replay. Show me a replay. Have a sip. That Red Bull Baron is 1440p, isn't it? But then they might fix the overlay in game 2.
Having blown everything, trying to kill this Aatrox, he is 6 levels.
This is a good pick, right? Takes a while to kill him. Lebrov missed a point-blank cube. Shut down. Now run back, no? Lebrov runs in. He's trying to... Do we not just trade 1 for 1? I'm looking right side. Oh my god!
It's amazing. Tato on this
oh my god!
Every time he goes in, decision making has been so good. Now with the Baron,
Guigo's diving him. The ulti's out. Lebrov, just run if you can. Can we kill Guigo? Maybe Guigo too deep. Maybe deep. Hunsummer. Oh, he can't do anything. Oh, he ulted over. Go next. Go next. Just go next. Go next. Caps is the only one I think playing well. Maybe Skewmon. Caps is like, bro, Caps is trying. What can this Ari do? They're going to try and end. They're going to try and end. G2 are going to lose against a wildcard region for game 1. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like, we're losing against a wildcard. We're losing against a wildcard. This Warwick pick, I appreciate the spunk, but it was rough. Oh my god. Not only do we get beaten by North America, we get beaten by South America. You gotta respect the cojones. We need a bigger crowd mic.
Because
we need a bigger crowd mic, chat.
If you come in from the future, like, oh, they take a game, you could see it, maybe deeper into Fearless, a draft that you don't quite see coming, but slamming Danila straight up into a full-on dive composition ended up being a stroke of genius. Add to that the performance of Gigo individually and the way the team played around him. What an opening here!
What an incredible first game from Furia. That was
Poppy
exactly what LTA South fans wanted to see.
Bro, we're doing. I think we're doing the We're doing the LTA camera run where they just run with players.
Let's go ahead and toss it back over to the analyst desk to break it all down.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, guys, for punctuality in this series,
starts. I'm so glad we highlighted.
AD are gonna talk, and I love these guys. But we're on a schedule. We need to go through, okay? I'm going to arrow key so I don't accidentally go too far.
They are within their own region.
Oh my god, that Warwick was useless. Did less damage than Poppy. Skewmon did no damage. But he didn't get to play. Maybe there's a problem where he didn't get to play with mid-jungle. But what opportunities did they have? Like, top melted. That lane just I think top destroyed the game. Can you post a link for IW? If there's if the tweet does not spoil anything, you can post it. Someone before was posting it.
Again.
So they got their most comfortable pick out of the way, so it should be better for G2. And now I'm thinking about like that one haymaker you can throw in game 1. For me, that was Danila. And so I am.
He could become a father faster than me.
You need to play with confidence.
G2 big blue. Okay. Let's.
For game 2, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be right.
Wait. Did they flip? No, they didn't flip. They didn't flip. They're just saying they win. Chat, listen to him. Listen to him. If it's not a spoiler, send it. Send it. Send it. Send it now. Someone sent it before. I apologize to the person who sent it before. Yo, chat, Ja is the best dancing emote. Like, come on. Come on. Look at it. And Jam Catter, it's got everything you love. No. Cat Jam is. But listen. Send me the link. I will dominate kisses Yamada. Ooh. Oh my god. I don't think I'm obligated to play sponsors, am I? Am I obligated? I have an obligation to play sponsors? Can I show their title? No, don't get me caught. Don't get me caught in music. Don't get me caught in music. YouTube will copyright my ass.
We are one game into. Fans expected it to go.
No, we did not expect it like this. Get me to pick Ben.
Playing teams then
Okay, we're in.
Game 1 looks like a blowout, but remember,
okay.
I've seen teams then swiftly follow this up with recalibration into a swift freeze. We saw this at the first finals, right?
Okay,
remember,
thank you, Catch Emma.
like then K-Corp able to get a very
now I'm just stressed. Now I'm just worried.
And then Home Life tightened it up. Was able to pull the series back. 4G2.
Okay.
I do think
Fury banned, Big Junglers, Twisted Fate keeps getting banned. Vi does not get banned in the series, already taken away. Azir still banned, weird.
Such a heavy favorite in the
What's blindable for B1? Vara still?
This to be a swift 3-0.
Really?
If you go down 0-2, the amount of mental resilience
I want to see Varus Nautilus. I want to see a hard engage lane. Lebrov, Rel, Nautilus. Give him engage.
And everything is fine.
Do not put him on some fucking disengage crap. Please put if Lebrov's not on engage, I don't know what the deal is. Like
here on blue side, they've elected to go.
They went Rise, Wukong, Insta.
Twisted Fate, Azir, and Pantheon banned
Okay, let's go AP jungle, yeah? Skewmon. Do you still play Zara? What do you think? No, maybe not Zara. What do you think? What do you think? Zara sounds horrible. Maybe that was not a good idea.
They have that first pick. They'll keep the misfortune
Zara's not that bad, is it?
for themselves. Furia in response.
Skewmon jungle response, AP. Maokai could be jungle.
This is a champion that
Alistar engaged for Lebrov. Nice. Okay. They're probably just going to pick Nautilus or some shit, or they go Enchanter bot, or they could match 80 carry here. I think matching 80 carry. Zeri is an option into Varus sounds bad.
I'm a little worried about the Maokai.
Okay.
I think that Maokai is a pick.
This is a rebroadcast of Hysterics? No. This is live. I have not seen this series.
I'm worried about it being picked up this early.
I should rename it. I should do a restream, shouldn't I?
Okay. And the Alistar comes through pretty early on.
You know what? I'm going to take rebroadcast out. Let's just do MSI Day 1. We don't need anything else. MSI Day 1.
And they were mostly used just for CC.
MSI Day 1.
But you don't actually create a numbers advantage.
I did not watch it live. Whether it starts at 9 p.m. Berlin time or 2 a.m., it's outside my sleep schedule. At least the ending is. So I'm not watching any live. I'm not spoiling anything. No spoilers. We have one of our mods is on a run. If you spoil, or even if it's real or fake, you're gone.
Turn his engage into your counter engage with just a single button press. As we're into the second half of the bans, Tristana.
Okay, you're not running yet. Oh,
Karma removed.
Powerful and brave. Thank you. That's me, is it?
Obviously, bot lane that goes way back. Alistar, his biggest weakness.
The other half is on the loo. Oh, you run together? We saw a pregnant woman running yesterday, and we just thought, holy fuck, how do you do that?
Also mean that I think the Varus does lose some of what makes it so strong, right? If you pair it with Renata, the laning phase, the 2v2 is so oppressive.
Karma Ezreal lane off the board. They're getting rid of Poke. They're getting rid of mid lane pairings with Maokai.
Rise and is generally able to punish it quite well. As I like
do not go Cassante, please. Broken Blade, don't go Cassante. Please don't go Cassante.
Wukong in the game, definitely.
We're not going to have enough damage profile if he goes Cassante. Rumble could be fishing for melee top laner. Rel gets picked anyway, even into Alistar, whatever.
I think that this is a great amount of engage for these.
But Alistar gets mega value in this comp, no? I guess against Ezreal, no.
Where they want him, when they want him.
It always feels a little rough.
You have to flash Q. Hans will not pick this. They got Varus. We need AP. We need more reliable AP, and they don't have a hardline tank yet. Jax.
As the Jax does come out.
We don't have Taliyah, we don't have Ari. We get Corki mid.
The enemy team is Corki comes through now. I think in theory the Corki makes
Okay, what does this comp do?
We've seen this pick be really good when he gets
comp play sides well. I knew they were going to pick Cassante and Rumble wasn't up. Tank into this. Yo, chat, quickly I'm going to run ads. Anyone who's here watching the rebroadcast, sorry, restream, I appreciate you all. This is live. I haven't watched these games. I run ads so you don't get them in the game that we're running through right now. Yo, appreciate you all because I'm doing this the whole of MSI because for EU people, this time zone is cooked. It's cooked. It's the same coach from when NRGBG2 issue. Oh my god, it's a coach
like
block.
In the presence of the Rise on Furious comp.
He said the casual thing. He's a big kiss.
A character that loves to be able to just say, sure,
The time zone is ass. Yeah, I know. I know. So we're watching it together first time.
Fantastic, I feel like.
First time together.
Of course, see
it's our first time together, chat. It's so nice.
When,
okay, they've got plenty of AD. The AP is limited to Maokai. Cassante value against AD is like threefold.
Let's be real, Flowers, game one, the draft wasn't really the issue. Like, obviously, I think playing a dive comp like
I
that
think it was. I think G2's draft was the issue for game one.
Game boiled down to. It was just a level of cohesion.
Top was sink or swim, useless because it lost the 1v1, and then they had no engage. They had a lot of dive, and sure, like they had point and click engage, like they had Vi, they had Warwick, they had Pick. They didn't have AoE engage. I felt like you need it when you're playing Kai'Sa. I feel like Nautilus would have been amazing in that.
I mean, I don't have to tell
they need
you
follow
about
up.
this, Flowers.
No, I'm
I think Warwick is super niche, and I don't blame Broken Blade. I don't blame him. I mean,
EU rivalry, but we do
it was rough.
also
It was
have to
rough.
look at
We
the
moved
G2
past it.
bottom lane, I think,
We got an
when
issue?
you're talking about G2 needing to win this game.
Oh my god, we got a peripheral issue. Peripheral issue. Chat, don't worry, no pauses. No pauses.
Warwick is good.
We get into game. La la la. It's a black screen.
Changes that we've had to Cassante.
Pause.
Done.
I respect. You think Cassante is all out of control?
No pauses in this stream.
Doing game number 1, and we'll see if he can repeat that success here in game
back to my corner.
2. Let's check it out as we're
Don't get beaten by another JoJo, yeah?
From
Come
the
on.
red side, G2 over
All right.
on blue, caps on the
How does their comp work? Fury plays a front to back. They got a bit of mobility in their AD carry. They got solid engage. Lethal tempo Ezreal. So it's about Q auto weaving. Varus is going poke.
Phase is just going to be free, but again, going up against the Cassante,
They kind of run as a front to back. They've got good engage. I mean, they can, but I think they outscale sides.
Again, going to be running Summoner Spellbook here in the support role.
But Ryze, his ability to overload sides with ulti is kind of big.
We do see Hans going for the Comet, which I do think is very warranted.
I think G2 still want to come out of. They want to come out of bot with a lead.
Not against Wukong Rel. Yeah.
What the hell? We just zoomed in.
Pretty much any of these characters.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're just experimenting in this stream, I think.
The right call. And it also makes sense given his lane partner. I think the
Chat, I think bot is crucial for G2. I think bot is everything for G2. I think Maokai's just going to make sure that Wukong
stay in lane. You can just wave clear.
Can't get insides, right? I mean, what lane does Wukong gank pre-6? He doesn't. He has setup through Ryze, through Cassante, kinda. Through Rel, he does have setup.
It's about, as we do see. In they go again, but this time
I think it's just bot. I think
fine.
I would just bot. When are you casting? I'm not an MSI this year.
Yeah, both early piercing arrows. The one on the way to lane and the one as IU walks out of the brush. Both
Signs were
connect.
lit.
So
I'm sorry, bro.
About an extra early health potion of damage there. Feels good for Hans Sama and LeBron.
Yeah, Lee Sin. I mean, they buffed him last patch, didn't they? Oh, nice.
He interrupted the crash.
There's
the
engage.
I mean, that's honestly about the best level 1 Alistar performance you can get.
True.
Yeah, he doesn't really offer a lot, as we can see, which is why the level 2 was found by IU and JoJo.
Right, this cast is unique.
Eventually,
it's like
Rise, obviously, in any match,
Chronicle is super chill. Flowers is super like paced and really well orchestrated, right?
For now.
And so together, like, it could go horribly wrong, but it's obviously not because they're both some of the best in the business.
It is interesting because there's some history between
Think card coach versus G2. Oh.
And G2.
I like this stuff. I like the graphics in this. Very simple. And they fixed it. They fixed the lining. Because mini-map's bigger than the left side. So you either need to line up with left side, which I think you do, or right.
A huge moment for
okay, I'm expecting Broken Blade to win lane. I'm expecting mid to be fine as well. G2 play off winning lanes, get early objectives, scale,
and we'll see if he can accomplish that
faster than Furia did.
here. With Furia, they've already got a great
Maybe that's just it.
Yeah, that was with genius midfielder Palafox, right?
Yes.
Are you still on LEC? Yeah, I'm still on LEC.
He's very powerful.
Chat, me, Dagda,
again,
Atlas.
My expectation for G2 is
we're not doing MSI.
They are going to really pull back.
It's a very small team this time, unfortunately.
They took in game number 1, and instead are going to rely on their macro sense, their ability to pick
I thought
fights
Ryze
later
would
on in the
be.
game, and I do think that should also mean that there's early laning
I guess he's still strong enough.
Is interesting. Wukong just desperately wants to farm till 6, but because the wave.
Sorry, Alistar, another bit of meat. Why do I think Maokai's a cow?
Going to go.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. You just E'd over the wall. It's early, chat. I'm gonna get things wrong.
if he would have hit
Bro,
that
if
third
Gigo
Tofu
wins
strike
another
with
lane,
that shot,
I'm
there
going to
could
be
have been a bit of a
livid.
problem there for Broken Blade.
Nice, good trade. BB just needs to grasp Q, W him.
Nothing too crazy then.
Q away from his Qs.
Where our junglers are, as you can see, Tatu.
Looks like he's already struggling in the lane, but I think things get better, right?
Potential opportunity for
Tattoo coming in, Tatooine. Oh, BB baiting.
Oh, Skewmon.
Oh! What a flash! What a flash E! What a flash E that was. Beautiful. Oh. What a flash E. He flashed to the side to get the stun.
And then Skewmon shows up just in time.
Oh, yeah. BB's back. BB is back. Big kill for the CS discrepancy.
Unfortunately, don't do that much. A Corky, one of the reasons why he can't play so aggressive
really nice.
is because of the build-in safety that he has with Valkyrie. Caps didn't even need to flash. Hans and Labrov did
Let's
use
win
their
more lanes, yeah?
sub, so I
Let's
imagine
win
we
more
missed a
lanes. Macro, where are we going? We've got
lane.
top side clear to bot, yeah?
So yeah, that's how you got to play Corky.
I'm saying yeah like he lands me. Yeah, Skewmon, answer.
But no cleanse, no heal does mean
Warding
that
top
at
side
level
river.
6
We are
could possibly
controlling
see
our
some
rivers.
volatility introduced
Yes.
if
Control
Tatu
your
can get
river.
towards that bot side of things.
Yeah, the difference in this game.
How is Broken Blade so far behind in CSO? I don't know. I know that matchup's not perfect early. Casante's base damages are still really good, but I did not think it would be that bad. Broken Blade, he needs warm up. He needs a warm up. He needs a warm up.
Fury now finds themselves slightly behind. Gigo, obviously not hurting a
Is
whole
Chronicler?
lot.
No, Chronicler. Yeah, Chronicler said he's done this year. This is last year. It's very sad.
Of Broken Blade, so not hurting as much as could otherwise be.
Expect the lanes to do well. Well, apart from top. I underestimated top. Guigo's obviously just the GOAT. Bro, if I am an EU team, I'd look at this and be like, we need to pick up Guigo.
As Broken Blade jumps in for a fast trade there. Counter strike for the stun.
It's
Gigo buffers through it there.
got ulti. Got ulti first. Got ulti first. Got ulti first.
Forces
How long to a Q?
BB doesn't get as much damage out of that ult as he would have liked to, I think.
Yeah.
And Gigo now with a mana advantage hits level
Good try,
6.
good try, good try.
Decently
Here
soon
comes
time for
Tatu.
himself, should get it after
Yo, avoid the 2-2 at all costs, yeah?
Available here for Tatu. It's close, but this is free
Skewmon. Walk towards Skewmon.
Yeah, this is going to be a
Onto Hans, stun. Damage onto Labrov. They hit the Alistar. They hit the Alistar. Big mistake. Big mistake.
Tatu has to flash out of the Wukong. Skewmon getting the better of Tatu in the jungle match.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You could have had Varus flash there.
But it's still, I think G2
They just tried. They thought they could burst Labrov. He comes all out. Here we go. Unstoppable. Still an ulti. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Run. Oh, he missed. He missed. Can we kill? No, we can't. But we can run. Toots. Okay, Broken Blade. Let's not panic, yeah? Skewmon, let's give a little bit more pressure towards top. I think we need help on top. I think Caps, we need to make sure this fucking Rise getting punished in lane every time he leaves, yeah? Get this push in. Look at Rise top. Cassandra's walking to mid.
Maybe we get another one of those.
Do we not phosphorus bomb? Or are you trying to time it up better? Can Rel hold wave? Cap's trying to make sure he doesn't. Rel holds. Top, we're losing waves. Varus is a bit slow. Mid, we lose 2 minions. Varus loses 2 as well. Okay, it's an equal trade. That's not good. I think that's Fury's win.
Ayu and Jojo rotated over to the mid lane now.
Am I not mistaken? I'm an Aussie caster who do tons of amateur leagues. You're inspo for me. How do you recommend breaking into bigger leagues? Do stuff like this. Watch league, cast league, play league all the time. If you want something so bad, just keep hitting it. You know, every hour, every day that you can spare, look at how you improve. Like this. I'm not an analyst, but I'm analyzing league. And I'm telling you that Guigo still wins this. Broken Blade didn't get Counter-Strike.
Gigo doing a good job getting himself away from it, outplaying the opportunity from Broken Blade there. And Broken Blade just using this ulti on cooldown, trying to
he is. Dude, he wants Guigo out of the way. Or send me your cast reel, DM me, and I'll help you. I always tell people you can DM me on Twitter, maybe during this event not. Add me on Discord, it's just hysterics. Send me your reel. If you don't have a reel, well then you need cast to make a reel. Start casting amateur games. 2v1. Broken Blade. Counter-Strike's going to buy time. Actually, good flash. Oh! Guigo survived only like 1 HP though. You know what? Broken Blade might not be playing the best in his trades, but goddamn, bro, his flashes are pretty good in this game. His flashes aren't bad. Come on, Skewmon. Nice. And the damage is enough. He's going to E for the bush here. Okay. Trade's good. Trade's good because Dragon's up, no top laner, yeah? BB just TP, he'll get bot wave, they'll start Dragon. Start Dragon? Or are we worried about mid? Caps has push though. Rise is top with TP. Is now not the time. You know Wukong's bot. Wukong doesn't have Cyclone. I'm a bit surprised. Skewball once again has a farm lead, by the way. What? Surprise. It does open up plating. Nice. They also got grubs this time, which is nice. Grubs for Jax, even for Corking. Good for sideliners. Broken Blade just needs to catch up. He needs to play catch up, you know?
Tatu getting my favorite experience as a jungler.
Yeah, so DM me.
Quite in range there to catch the wave, so
how you doing? Yo, Ben Fast, I'm good, man. No, well, after watching game 1, not so good. A reminder, chat, no spoilers, or you die. I turned YouTube chat off, by the way, because I can't mod it.
Thanks to the CSing and the plates, so he did, you know.
And I didn't want to get spoiled. So if you're in YouTube, come over to Twitch. Just come here.
The Dragon is going to come over here.
Okay.
Is plus 125 gold on your Cassante worth more than plus 300 on the enemy Maokai?
Yeah.
I guess BB wanted more gold. Their priority was getting push in bot.
I really think so, especially
Wave crash bounced.
Hans.
They lost Dragon for
Even
it.
if he does go for on-hit build, I don't think it's going to have the best of time into Cassante, but it does obviously mean that
He's a mod. True.
Really late
Bab cares, what up?
Ever since the change to the lethality Varus, once you reach like 4 or 5 items, you do actually have a deceptive amount, even against tanks, but it is a lot of Qs, right? And you still.
I'm worried about how chill the game is for how much I rely on Rise scaling. Rise is going to get poked out of it.
Well, we've got the first 2
but they have good, reliable engage. Like Wukong with Rel, with Cassante, bro. Rise and Ezreal are going to have a field day. Broken Blade has a big role in this game, I think. Outside of side laning, I think jumping on this Rise and Ezreal. I mean, what am I saying? Jack's jumping on Ezreal, I guess. Hard a little left out, eh?
To go more towards tank, just rely on everybody
else.
You know what I mean. Varus and Jax, you have plenty of damage.
This is also, right there, is one of the big advantages that Varus has, right? Particularly with lethality. You can always play pretty far up because they need to respect
the winner has smite.
You are still strong in the all-in. And they don't really know what
a good run, bro.
as a flank on Jojo.
Flaps is good.
Here. He's in deep trouble.
Yeah, Jojo's about to have a
instant flash. That flash won't be worth it. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. They gave it to Hans as well. Nice. Feet's picked up. Nice. Everyone loves a bit of feet. Broken Blade gets pushed in bot. Cassante a little bit late. They're winning both sides of the map right now. Rise the only thing, but that neutralized. Whatever happened to mid-wave, I didn't see it, but it's good. They're going to redive. TP getting drawn out. Brov gets out too. Cassante opens up bot. That was a bad TP. That was a bad TP. Look at bot. Realm Warp needs to be used bot. Rise needs to go bot. And he knows. They just lost 2 plates.
Therefore, G2, even though
you can say it was a good TP to save Ezreal's life, because it probably would have. But, like, it's bad in the sense that, where's that top? We reset, but Caps didn't move. And Caps received mid-wave and then waited for next. Saw what was happening top.
Not even close to fully stacked.
Right. That's scary stuff, man.
Caps, R it, Caps. Just know. You know, don't you? You're waiting. Caps knows. He knows. He's got W. Just R it. Why don't you R it? Or are you trying to waste time? He fucking knows. Oh, he knows. He knows, yeah. No, he doesn't. Does he? Does he know? Maybe he knows. He knows? Does he know? Tatu's taking up turret aggro. Oh, he's dead. How do you get out of the corky? Meanwhile, bot. Show me bot. Nice. Kill Tots. Tots. Oh! Broken Blade.
With the flash at the last second to guarantee that he hits him with
the
Jojo
as well.
And takes him out.
But Cassante push for 3 grubs, Jax push. Plus Skewmon. They're going to get first turret.
This time, not going to go for the
Can we walk up to mid? We being us. We being me.
This bot side of the map, and G2 says, okay,
Broken
Blade.
I'm...
We get it. They're paying a lot of attention. We're going to give you some love.
Yeah.
As the play towards the bot side, it does end up working out.
They're trading better. Broken Blade's back in the game. Not that he's really out. Broken Blade is back. Broken Blade's back.
Cross map, I don't think he's going to be too sad about the whole situation.
What's my concern? My concern is Rise scaling. My concern is 2-item Ezreal.
In the game itself, but in the draft, they're a team that has been known historically for their creativity.
Maybe it's not Ezreal. Maybe I don't care about Ezreal versus Varus.
Sometimes, maybe leave the draft in the oven.
Maybe I don't care about Ezreal versus comp. Maybe I think the comp is just going to outrange and it's fine.
This time around, you've got Broken Blade on a champion that you know he can pilot very well in the Jax.
Much better lanes, but they drafted for it as well. It's good to see LeBrov actually on engage. This is what he does on actual engage. Before playing Poppy game 1, bro, Poppy's not engaged. If anyone tells you Poppy's engaged, you know it's the first sign that they just don't know the game.
He's still got a significant gold
Let me find a wall.
Farm lead.
Poppy's great disengage, right?
Towards the bot side of the map.
And last comp had no reliable engage outside of picks.
Even with the kills, even with his first
I just think they need something easy to execute. This is easy to execute.
Still fine as the team
Here comes
comes
LeBron.
through.
He's going to press ult. He's going to dive. Here we go. Good. Oh, Rel actually smurfed that. Oh, but the flash from Lebrov. The flash from Lebrov. His flash pulverize really good. Hans, we got an ult. Oh, sidestep from Jojo. It's okay, though. Hans with another kill. Cassante once again in an isolated lane doesn't matter. Because G2 are just grouping. Cassante is not.
It was a bit quizzical when Lebrov just went in when the
was
about to crash, but the timing ends up working out. There is enough support from the rest of the team.
Malkai also cooks here too. Malkai's like, Malkai's good range.
So there's no
Malkai's also good range.
We had the full 5-man rotation because Hans also
open up mid.
just walked from mid lane.
Broken Blade, meanwhile, is going to die for this turret. Or is he? Or is he? Or is he, chat? Or is he? Or is he? Or is he? Do you think he kills Jojo? He knows he's not getting out. You think he kills? Oh, sidestep. Can he sidestep this? Maybe he kills Jojo. Oh, okay, right. Respect. Double turret. Broken Blade has the lead somehow with a 50 CS disadvantage.
Because the shutdown, that's a bit rough, but if you don't lose Dragon, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Happen does have both Rise and the Rel, who's now low enough HP that he has to reset.
Okay, G2 is starting to play the map better. G2 is starting to play the map a lot better. And
once again, Chronicler, we are at a 1-to-1 Drake state. Nobody's working on that early Drake win condition here, and it looks like G2 still going to be comfortable enjoying their lead with a 1,000 gold.
Rise no ult, no flash. Rise no ult, no flash. I'm gonna ult again. Look on right, look on right. That's 3. Let's go right, let's go right. I have ulti on anyone. Guys. That's gonna dip. Okay, go on rise, go on rise, go on rise. Good job, good job. No flash. Look at him, look at him. Nice.
bro, the crowd is loud. Where's the crowd mic? The crowd is mega loud in that venue. I thought it was empty.
Really doing what I think we were all expecting after game 1.
Okay.
It back,
Okay, G2, they are pulling it back. You're right.
The whole team is ready, and the
Mr. Chronic, you're right.
Compared to game number 1 is night and day. Now I do want
Herald is kind of free, right? Cassante's bot, spotted out bot by Caps. Caps not overstepping again. Bot wave is slow pushing back against Furia. We go. Good poke. Too late to the Herald, too late. If they look for the fight afterwards, Rise needs to roam warp in. Broken Blade, good step back down. Okay. Why are they here, though?
Yeah, G2 ripped Herald for free. You could see the top 2 wanted to contest, but it's one of the strengths of Alistar.
G2 are just receiving waves. We got Herald now. Mid is a free push. Oh my god. Oh, we have to wait for a pause. Jokes? Oh, Lebrov's setup was like broken before game 2.
Is playing around Broken Blade. We talk for
to just get
immediate. If we see one of this,
oh, that's a big issue. That's a
talking about food.
That's a peripheral issue.
Issues are solved. The mouse is reconnected.
Chat, we just skipped 3 minutes of pauses. 4 minutes. They forgot my fries. Yo, message them. Get your fries back.
And the Dragons are split 1-to-1. G2, however, has control
1-to-1.
Top side Baron Pit early objectives with the Grubs and the Herald, and we want to see if they can continue this control of the game.
Chat, caster audio good, my audio good, good balance, good balance. I want you to be able to hear Flowers and Chronicler. I want you to be able to hear all cast this tournament, hear me, and we're together. It's like a tri-cast. Maybe his mouse exploded from the Alistar engage.
The setup, as mentioned, for Fear, I think is going to be mostly centered around can we actually find a good engage angle? Because in a lot of these fights, I do expect G2 to be able to.
We can't really kill Guigo.
Can we? This is a Cassante,
Oh, sorry for the yawn chat. I've been up since 7. Okay, I've been getting ready, getting my pants ready. I did some push-ups. Scally Mazafaka. What?
Is going to immediately do a little footwork.
Maybe I'm going to put alerts back on to cover that. I don't know, but it's not like I get a lot of alerts.
One big thing I want to point out, Toots just completed
Toots.
his Archangel Staff. He is 5 spell charges away from turning it into Seraph's Embrace. His Rod of Ages is also at 8 out of 10 stacks. So here in 2 minutes, Toots is just going to have a massive
Put alerts on top
power
right,
spike
but then no sound, yeah. And if they get annoying, chat, you tell me.
Powerful. And again, I have to give credit to
Oh,
Hans.
Jojo engage onto Hans, Realm Warp. But, oh, the Realm Warp solo. Oh, the Realm Warp was an int. Good punish. Fuck him, G2. Broken Blade's pretty tanky. He gets ultied. Almost killed AU and Toots with that. How did Jojo get out? Did they just burn everything? Where are my summoners? I need summoners in a team fight. There's no summoners in a team fight. Where are my summoners? I want to see what was used. What was used? Chat, what was used? Killmonger 20, 29. What was used? Wait, G2, Hans Flash? Bro, they use nothing but ults. They just use 5 ults. But because of 5 ults, they do open up mid. It's nice from G2. Dragon 123, Atakan 15. Okay.
Which is kind of crazy. Thought that was going to be used. As we take another look here, so Hans
Hans needed to flash that because otherwise that fight is a bit of a disaster, right? Then the Realm Warp has more meaning. How did he? Oh, it was Tattoo who got out. Sorry, I thought it was Toots. I thought it was just Toots. Bro, that Cassante ult almost set up a counter-strike onto Toots.
Able to find a counter kill, but I don't really think that they need to again. As long as
Here comes Broken Blade, great angle. TP, it's going to be late though. TP's mega late. Now TP's in. Mega late TP. Oh, it's crumbling. It's crumbling. The macro, it's crumbling. G2 with an even or slightly positive game state, and it's crumbling. So I won't watch all the games at 9 p.m. No.
Was able to slip away this time around. Not so much. G2 found the
G2 good in G2.
Not ready.
Game 2 looking good for G2.
Able to both get
yeah,
the kills.
Chat, no spoilers.
Get the Otacon as well.
I'm still not going to be watching at 9 p.m. It's easy. Don't go on social media. It'll be good for your health. And don't go on Twitch. Or watch someone like Lyric who plays variety.
Coming out from Fury, honestly.
For G2.
Yeah.
Facing AU.
Looking really, really good for G2 at this
Hexgate Rift, Realm Warp. Oh, okay, because LeBron was there. Well, they're crumbling a bit. Yo, Fury are just like... They're getting rushed. G2 are kind of like speeding up the game a bit. And they're not letting Fury breathe. They're doing like a BLG/AL. More like an AL these days, right?
As did Lebrov, so I imagine that happened off screen while they were setting
Soul
up the
with this
Dragon.
Pokemon is surely GG. I think it should be. Hextech Soul with this G2 comp looks great. Broken Blade also a bit in charge now.
Getting a little bit of damage onto IU there, forcing him to Essence shift back over to safety, as G2 just has total control still over this bottom side river, over this Drake pit. Easy enough for AP Maokai to just burst this thing down fast enough.
Double Dragon, G2 surely. 3k gold lead, we're fine, yeah, we're fine.
When G2 is finding opportunities like
Jojo
this.
went flying. What was that spectator like? The spectator run back had him floating. How do you feel about this G2 form? I don't feel confident. I feel like Broken Blade's laning is struggling a bit, but you could argue the matchups. Skewmon is just farming. Dylan's a bit happier. Dylan looked a bit stressed, and I think Caps' form is clean. Caps is just out-farming his opponent and keeping it real. He's not overstepping. Caps has been clean. Caps has been clean this series. Caps has been good, and if Caps is good, I feel better. Hans as well, like, Hans' last game I thought was maybe a little bit messy, but you could also say that because Broken Blade in that fight with Warwick didn't really do anything, or he did too much. That was probably the problem.
That's about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Caps like in that position, obviously, then maybe, but even then, like
now what do we play for?
The
T2 bot.
The Alistar, the Locket, available as well.
Distinct vision is fuck him.
To actually get back
Caps is always 1v9? No, not this split. Bro, Caps is a liability this split in LEC.
Like this game could go on for another 20 minutes like this, and
guys, Caps was...
Yeah, it's not a problem. As long as we keep stacking the
Caps
objectives.
did not have a great
It
split.
goes back to what you were talking about at the beginning of the game, right? Like when you're coming into this series, such heavy favorites.
Do you want to just start calling him Broken together? We'll call him Broken, okay? Or do you just want to call him Blade?
To make sure that you don't start
That's the Blade.
further and further and further away
William
from a solid
Snipes. What's his
mental
name?
state. And G2 seem to be
Wesley
bouncing back
Snipes.
excellently in this
The
second
fuck is William?
Really, all you need to avoid
Wesley Snipes in
especially, that's
Blade.
one of the big breakpoints that we often see for teams where they overestimate
Underdeveloped,
how
his
quickly they can
IGN
do
is
it,
still
they
Han
get
Summer.
caught. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
just
true
avoid
actually,
the
wait.
Baron flip.
You were saying the overlay, yeah, wait, why is the overlay just Hans?
Anytime soon, there shouldn't really
What
be
the
a big
fuck?
opportunity for Furia to...
Are they the same people that called me Dagda and said and my casting call was something about a parade? Was that the same people?
In favor of G2, Caps towards the top side of the map, has the 2-item spike now hit. Now Tuts is close to 16, did get his Roa fully stacked as well, but just the Rise, I don't know if that's going to be enough, and the fact that they don't have the damage from IU is a big deal.
Look at the lane setup here.
Yeah, 1.2 thousand
Like,
gold lead individually for Hans.
they're just holding their line of scrimmage, right? They just hold this line.
Again, another piercing arrow, another
So they maintain vision, they deny jungle, and they're just slowly crawling a lead further by taking away all of jungle. Look at the wave of vision. This is clean. This is much cleaner mid game from G2. They're not losing anything. They're slowly gaining. They're making sure that like Fury don't have angles to come back in. Wukong's falling behind in levels.
And G2 is just choking them out of Summoner's Rift. Look at the state of the vision.
Oh, Flowers gets it. Flowers gets it.
No Fury awards
Don't call me Dagda.
while G2 is lighting up the enemy jungle like a Christmas tree.
Flowers just gets it, you know? He just gets it.
Is bright and easy to see any
Oh, sorry. Dagda's taking over the stream. Chat, maybe the 2 days that I go, maybe I should ask Dagda if he wants to stream on my Twitch.
The only thing you
Maybe I should tell Aragon. Hey, Aragon, yo, can you come over to my house for 2 days and stream? Is that allowed? If I get permission, can he do it on this channel? He can, right? Hans, cleanse? He hasn't flashed yet. Yeah, true. Jojo's isolated, engaged.
Jojo engages on the enemy AD carry, but there's nobody else next to him. And Furia
Crumbling.
is just all out of sorts here in this second game. G2
Broken Blade tier 2 threat versus Baron.
To continue forcing
Do we match Broken Blade? Do we try and get him? We walk up. Where's Guigo? Guigo's up in 30 seconds. TP. Broken Blade's not even going to push. He's going to back. He's going to... No, it's Cap TPing. Because BB backs for what? Oh... For his Zhonya's. For his Seekers.
Does get spotted though. I don't think
that TP angle on mid-wave. I mean, Tattoo is going to Narnia with this. Bro, where is Tatooine? Look at him. Oh, dear. Ah, this is so over. This is so easy. On the Hex Gate, and there's a cap.
They've just got control over the Baron Pit. Tatu trying to be a man on a mission, but the only mission now is survive. Tatu will have to use his Cyclone to disengage.
Go Broken Blade. He's got flash. He wants him.
On the chase. He's just going to force Tatu back, and Baron goes over to G2.
This is so much better from G2. Like, it's so much more coordinated. Whatever spanking they got in game 1 is better. Like, it made them better, you know?
They just don't get an opportunity to play the game.
Fucking
They're
around.
just getting very slowly choked out. And again, Maokai to me is one of the worst champions when it comes to falling behind because it's already hard to
You need to force him to wake up before noon. True.
Against a team like G2 as IU.
Oh boy. Yeah, that
Dude, the damage. He just cleansed, and now he's dead. Oh, dear. Oh. Now it's just counting stacks. You're just counting kills, yeah? What is Hans doing, bro? Hans is tanking or what? What the hell? It's getting a bit silly. It's getting a bit silly. It's getting a bit silly. They did a lot for Caps. It's getting a bit silly, and G2 know it. Toots and Tatu. They are cool names. But this game's done. We're one apiece. One apiece.
It's 2 Baroned up cannon minions. It's the Rift Herald power.
Oh my god, they're going to collapse on this. They're going to collapse on mid. They're going to collapse on mid with their own Hexgate from their own base. Okay.
The best thing they can do is make sure they only lose 1 inhibitor instead of 2.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's looking like Elder Flip bust. That's
It's just funny. It's funny to me, you know.
No, because obviously there's going to be soul point now here for G2.
You won't have that for much longer.
Hextech Soul is also one of the souls where becoming or trying to play the
Fed
game.
Flowers Chronicler. It feels like a good pairing. It is.
Nightmare, particularly with the amount of pokers
No.
available.
Read all spoilers. No. No one knows any of the outcome. I mean, some people in chat do, but obviously they're not saying it. Spoilers permabanned. Spoilers are good. Gone. Oh, don't fucking misquote me. Spoilers are gone. If you spoil, permaban. No appeal, nothing. Actually, I'll fist you on League as well. But I've not watched this. I'm not watching. If it starts at 9 p.m., I'm not watching. I will fist you if you spoil. A team will win. True. That's a good prediction. I think Labrov on Engage is just a recipe for success. I don't know why did they do in game 1. Skumon flashes. Guigo's here. Broken Blade is not here. G2, it's getting a bit messy. But Guigo can't do it. He takes caps. I think he loses that 1v1. I think he loses that 1v1, by the way. I think ulting caps doesn't matter. Toots. Dude, props to this Rise. This Rise is actually...
Tatu trading with Skumon as the AP Maokai finally falls.
What are we doing? What are we doing? They lost 3 members though.
Was the only one left standing on
they lost 3 for 4.
Oh boy, I don't think he's going to keep standing for much
I mean,
longer
it's.
either. Broken Blade stopping him from getting
I mean, it still feels
game.
over.
Broken Blade gets the last kill for the delay.
But
as JoJo is so
yeah,
far
Denizel, what up?
behind in levels, he has already respawned from earlier.
I don't know how that was an even trade. How was that an even trade? How was that an even trade? 3 for 4 it was, because yeah, JoJo done at the start, but how was that?
And that's the power
how was that pretty much an even trade?
Item finishes for G2 means that even though
They are fucking around a bit. I mean, this is unlosable. It really is.
Down a member for a decent amount of display, it just doesn't really matter,
right?
They're able to take down JoJo
very, Minions just killed an Nexus turret.
And then here it looks
it
like
seems unlosable.
is imminent, but actually taking down a Maokai is so hard,
look, I don't know the result.
Very
I didn't watch live.
And then we see
and we're watching this the first time watch. But I cannot ult if it's a VOD, no?
All of this is effectively 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Bro, they're getting out of their chairs and they're pumped. Dude, I like this team. I like Fury. I like the blokes. They're pumped, you know. They are having a good time. They are having a good time. That's cool.
But G2 are having a better time, I would have to bet.
They're good kids. Yeah, they're good kids.
They are 7,000 gold ahead. They are on Soul Point.
Actually, chat, can you really ult a game which ended 3 hours ago?
Soul, if they want to wait that long to take it, there's also even less than that. Just about a minute and a half until the Baron spawns.
I did not.
G2 with
I
total
promise you.
control over the Rift. They are now looking like the team that I think everybody would hope that they would show up as, this international competitor that has been to so many events before. Now in the play-in, now up against Furia, losing the first game.
Okay, G2, do we really need Baron again to end?
Acceptable showing, I think, in the hearts of a lot of EU fans.
Oh, Tatu needs to be careful. Gonna be hit there by that
sapling.
Uh-oh, Tatu. He's trying to run. He's already used the clone. He's going to walk into the Realm Warp.
Nice.
The Toots
We're going to get Baron again.
The cab. Had to make sure that they got out of there.
Isn't he the cab driver?
Toots.
Well, Toots the cab driver.
Yeah, Toots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toots called the cab.
Toots is just such a funny name. It just isn't Toots like.
It didn't quite track. Toots got him out of there.
Isn't that something that people were called in the 50s or something?
Yeah.
Hey, Toots.
Really isn't.
Yeah, that's not super important. But what
matters
is
maybe it is.
Tatu got home safe.
It's obviously not
That's
spelled.
what
It's obviously a
matters.
different meaning.
He
it's
drank
just
his
funny.
water, he's going to bed. Might have a little
LCK
bit of a
Games at
headache
work.
in
I
the
have a
morning
browser
after that
plugin to
night.
hide video length.
the
But the good thing is, I'm watching the actual broadcast. I'm watching the actual broadcast. You can't tell anything. You can't tell anything by this VOD. And look, when we get to the last game of the day, whatever it is, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true, right? Maybe that's a good idea. Yo, Nomad. For tomorrow, I'll get it done.
Yeah, that's a freebie on the Baron.
It's an 8-hour VOD. I can't tell anything from an 8-hour VOD, right?
Broken Blade flank to come through. I think looking to.
And when I put the arrow, I'll make sure arrow keys will only go forward if YouTube gives me a fucking ad and it does the blinky thing where it shows me where it is. I'll get annoyed. You can tell how long it is. Yeah, sure.
If the previous fights weren't really an indication.
Yo, you can't say Caps won't play Corky next game. What the fuck?
They are not taking any risks.
What the
They're
fuck?
not taking any gambles. They are going to.
That sounds like a cool browser plugin. I'll get that for tomorrow.
Just get away, and I think that's understandable, right? Given how game.
I have a browser plugin to hide video links. Yo, what's it called?
You're gonna mental poop, right? Like that.
Yo, Nomad. What's it called? What's it called? I'll get it tomorrow. I'll get it for tomorrow. What's it called?
I think unfortunately is still alive for a little bit.
We're just mucking around. This game does not need to be this long.
Longer, however, as he uses Magnet Storm, might as well. By the time you're back alive, you'll have it again anyway.
This human flash.
Dragon doing a little bit of damage onto the roster of Furia.
Broken Blade is just taking on the world. Don't know. Does he die? Yeah, he does die. Oh, never mind. He doesn't die. Chains of corruption. Okay. Oi. Let's go. Run it into base. Nice, Hans. Nice. Let's go. End it. End it. They're farming. I saw people use this one. I will click now. Look later. Hide video duration on YouTube by Dennis. I need it for Firefox though. Who the fuck is Dennis?
In game 2 for G2, but
at least with the 2 series days, you won't know the length of the series. True.
This time around, the team they gave him a little bit more help.
But tonight at 2 a.m. or tomorrow at 2 a.m. is one series, right? Whichever it may be.
Dropping like flies at the steps of
okay, we've got a series. G2 back. G2 are back. G2 are back. Good, 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 good.
Tie up this series in game 2.
G2 are back.
It's a pullback game.
When I do arrow key, it shows the thing.
Emote for when you're on.
At least with today, I think the last series, I mean, I'm expecting BLG to slap them.
But every time something would happen, it was G.
See you showing this man here. Honestly, I'm really happy for him because coming after Yike was not going to be an easy task. On paper, I felt like...
Good stories. I'm sorry, I'm not watching Desk.
Fights like this.
They're goated. I'm just... we got a lot to go through.
Support, by the way. It's been wild for them how much the fans have been attention. Meta champions, but also wild picks.
Oh, we're taking it off?
I don't want to see Warwick again, and I'm really happy about this.
Throw these things to
where's,
So what are we looking at here right now?
Cassante is off, yeah.
Good options, given how both team played so far. What do you guys see?
Woo. I mean, for me, the very clear look is Renekton, Sion, and Ambessa. These are shared champion pool that is very still prominent within the meta.
But if we get an Azir top, that'd be hilarious. Get me in. No copyright. No, I think the ad's also going to give me copyright. No copyright, no copyright, no copyright, no copyright, no copyright. That's a copyright.
Game 1.
Pick ban.
From
Lebrov. How many tissues does Lebrov need?
That was a textbook game. Confident that
Vamos.
To you. I did also think though.
It is a bit of ADHD, but it's also like
one big
I'm also skipping because
talking about how G2 was able
to
slow the game down and make it so they didn't go into everything that Furia wanted to do, and then they were also playing from a position of strength.
Furia blue side. So we still think blue side's really good. Apparently, we still think blue side's really good.
He was on a champion that can scrap early, skirmish early, influence the game whenever he wants to.
Azir ban again on blue side. What is blindable? I thought Zeri would be stronger than she is. Now that we've gone through 80 carries, is she there?
So now, here in this
I was right about Aatrox. I was right about what was the other champion I was right about?
That can really facilitate plays early.
I was right about Zin. Cinnabon. Pantheon's up. G2 pick Nautilus. Lebrov, Nautilus, please. What other engage do they have? They're going to go Leona or something. Let's go Nautilus, yeah? We don't have Kaisernaut. We do have a Zyra Khan. No, we didn't have Zyra Khan.
The Pantheon insta-locked in for Furia.
Do you want to match jungle here? Do you care about jungle? Skumon, you can just go something... Trundle?
That's most likely going to be that lethal tempo.
Trundle.
Chomp, insanely
We're
good.
cosplayers. We need a crowd mic chat.
Once he commits,
Agreed.
There's no going out.
Agreed.
Right? You are already
need a
a
bit
very
of a crowd mic, don't we?
champion, both when it comes to your W, the fact you don't have an escape outside of, like, the best you get is the move.
Pairing with Trundle, Nautilus is like anti-pairing, right? I mean, it's not the greatest.
Really makes that worse.
But it also, I mean, depends on synergy. Maybe you don't care. Maybe I'm just crap at the game. I don't like Trundle with Naut, but I think it's still fine, right?
Even with the counter pick.
Maybe it's just personal preference.
Curious to see if this time
That's an Annie mid.
Something better, as that is the Annie picked up here for Caps, a pick that is very renowned before.
Does Toots play like Vega or something? What counters Annie mid chat?
When it comes to the mid.
Yeah, what Team said is correct. Top 2 go through. Yeah, only top 2 out of 4 go through.
Exactly. Also worth pointing out, since I didn't cover him earlier, Draven, TF, Azir banned out by Furia. The Senna, the Gwen, and the Misfortune.
It's going to be Lucian Nami lane.
Misfortune banned by G2 in all 3 games so far. And
do we just go an AD carry that can survive? Do we go Xayah here? Do we go the Naut? Okay, there's the Naut. I think Naut was going to be most picked. My DPM most picked, I said Nautilus.
You need to be building advantages early on.
I said most picked, Nautilus. Most banned Vi, I'm already up. I mean, to be fair, it's Fearless, so it's gonna.
So obviously that's gonna leave a little bit more
I thought
space,
Vi would still be
but you
too
want
good, you know.
an AD carry that isn't completely hamstrung by Pillar. Now, I think playing into Annie
Finally
Solution
signed
is
into
still
my
going to be
account. I
tough,
wasn't getting
even
code
though,
because
I
yo,
expect
Albanian
higher
Poby, what up?
Because you are still
Welcome.
often going to be in a
Welcome,
effective range,
mods.
and like. Let's be real.
Jacobetta, whatever you're saying to me, you know what? I'm crossing it out. I'm not reading DMs.
To the face.
I refuse to read DMs.
It's a lot of. It's,
my doorbell just rang.
Your health bar. Yeah, you're still taking a lot of damage.
I also like the priority on the Nautilus here, seeing that come through, because the ability to guaranteed lockdown illusion, I think, is very valuable. And even though when it comes to the 2v2 matchups, yeah, I was about to say I'm expecting it to be a good amount of AD carry bans so that this bot lane can try and be as oppressive as possible. For me, in the current
package,
form of Lucian,
where are we at? Where are we at?
So many different
Where are we
iterations
at?
of this.
Yeah.
There's
It
a package.
really is mostly about what you can
Syndra
do
into
starting
Annie,
in
yeah,
mid-game,
not a bad,
how you want
actually
the
not a bad
mid-wave,
response.
Plus the fact that if your opponent is, like we've seen thus for short range,
They're getting rid of pairings in bot, like Kalista, maybe Xayah. Do we care about Xayah into Lucian? I mean, I know it's probably not the greatest in the matchup, but against a comp it'd be nice, no? Because and then outside of that, maybe I go Zeri Lulu here. No, but we already got Naut. What am I saying? Maybe Zeri Naut? Am I too high on Zeri? I thought it was really good.
You can't even hover it though.
It's nice to see the games you miss. Scion ban.
Some of the flair, the pizzazz. Yeah. But we have Aurora and Ambessa banned away.
What do they want?
By G2 in the second
Broken
half.
Blade.
Kalista
Yorick
and
top.
Scion
Thoughts?
Targeted by Furia in the second half of the draft for them. Let's see.
Gotta go open the door
what
for this
G2
package
wants
guy. I
to
gotta go open the door
here.
for this package guy.
I would expect them to go for their AD carry, leave 5th pick red side for Broken Blade there in the top lane for the counter pick, but we'll see.
I wonder if they're willing to look towards something like a Galio.
No, I've not come
really
back to
go
this.
all in on
That's
that
a lie.
global. They already have
Jhin
the
Naut.
Pantheon trying to play for side
Okay.
lanes very heavily. So Jhin, I think, makes complete sense.
Ooh,
Jhin is
I
one
think
of
the
the
only
best
thing I
neutralizing
take
picks.
away
We
from
have
this
a ton of
is that now we're playing
damage in
long
your
range
composition
utility setup.
already,
We need
right?
kind of a
Jhin
carry
can
top, don't
sometimes
we?
struggle if he's the only damage threat.
We've
and
got a
there's
lot of
ways
burst.
to get on top of him, which I don't really think there are for.
If they pick a tank here,
we are going
oh,
to
Fury
say
can
that
just go
R5
Ornn.
counter
Oh,
pick
this
for
is such a
Broken
good
Blade.
Ornn angle. Oh, it's a good Ornn angle, isn't it?
I think kind of feels rough now.
Bro,
Side
okay,
is
yes,
one of the
Trundle,
best
yes.
lines. Rumble is still very solid.
But
I do see that come through.
Like, you can argue Trundle, maybe Trundle ulti, but I feel like long range engage for all that utility and burst would be really good. Or maybe not. If you have one tank, doesn't matter. Okay, they go Rumble.
Powerful engage.
Oh no,
that's the big thing that's lacking, especially when we're talking
Yeah, where's
about how
the hard
G2
engage?
G2
Orianna?
just saying we're going to play slow.
Orianna on Panth.
If Furia doesn't have these huge
But
go
then-
buttons, it's a lot harder to force
Does-
G2 into the scrap.
Does
into
Ori
these, like,
win the
early
lane?
skirmishes and
She's got better
melees where you
range,
feel
right?
confident, just hands checking
Ornn
it
on
in.
their side,
And
okay.
that's the
Yo,
side
chat,
that
everyone who's
ran
watching
away.
this
Here's
restream,
the
you know, I
other
appreciate
big
you all being here.
meatball
All
for the top
230 of
lane.
you
It's
right
the
now,
Ornn
and anyone
from
else on
Broken
YouTube.
Blade.
I'm running ads so you don't get them in game. Yes, it is a VOD, but please don't add any spoilers. Spoilers are permaban. There is no chat. on YouTube, it's just Twitch, yeah? And I'm not streaming anywhere else. Yeah, I run them so you don't get them in game. You want a big kiss? You get a big kiss. Here you go.
Do think that very often Fury ends up with droughts where
I'm going to get some water, put it into my cup. I like G2's draft, but I only like it because they've added long-range engage. They have reliable engage in LeBron. That's why I like it. For Skewmon, farming King, Trundle's a great way to go, isn't it? Team out early, I'm assuming. 2v2 bot is just about neutralizing what you can. Lucian Nami's not the strongest lane. Like, people hear that and be like, oh, but it is. But, I mean, it's not what you play it for. You play it for 1, 2 item spikes and how they control mid.
But the ability to actually make sure that
Ori Pantheon's a good duo.
Make sure early skirmish is so much better. And now,
yeah, interesting. We'll talk about it as we get in the game. I'm going to get water. I need water.
Repeat
Give me some water. Hi, Cadril. Don't ult Sally.
Oh my, that's a lot. That's a G2 win.
Your first time chatters, welcome. Please no spoilers. Again, I haven't seen any of this. Every day will be the same. We're not watching it. Anyone who can't watch it live, we watch it here. This is like your re-live, you know? And so that's what we do.
They've got to turn this into a brawl. They've got to make it messy. Because if they don't, what's their front line? How are they going to play these team fights compared to a squad that's got the Ornn, that's got the Annie, that has this Nautilus for the guaranteed lockdown?
Okay, but hear me out. They don't have a tank. So Trundle doesn't get value from his ult.
All right.
I don't got a lot.
Okay, I was going to say, okay, man.
You see my face, right? I'm messing with you. Come on.
I don't know if I'm going to buy this. This bottle's looking like a little bit of snake oil here. But
I would never do that to you.
Okay, let's hop into the game here, see what we get out of this one. Furia back on the blue side, G2 back on the red. Game number 3 in this best of 5 that is now tied up 1-1. Checking in on our summoner spells, on our keystones. It will be Broken Blade there with the grasp. Of course, Rumble trying to slam that lane as much as he can. He'll have the Conqueror, be able to charge that one up pretty easily. Down in bottom lane, barrier for the Jhin, cleanse for the Lucian, just as you expected, my friend, to be able to escape that guaranteed engage from the Annie, from the Nautilus.
It's kind of rough though, because against Nautilus ult as well as Ornn, it doesn't really do that much.
Lebrov immediately ready to jump in on IU here, but he takes the losing into the trade with half his health now gone.
What happened?
Already.
What happened?
Potion.
Did you just get chunked by Lucian Nami, I'm guessing? Lebrov probably queued in, didn't he? That's what you do as Nautilus. Okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm spamming non-stop at the moment.
Lose level 2 early on. I think it's really hard to regain control.
I just think the champion's mega broken. Yo, what up, Salander? What up?
Would hope to see him on this Orianna try and have as much of an
okay, so what do comps want to do?
laning phase as possible, but into the Annie, I think that's kind
yeah,
of
get pushed through mid is important. I think, yeah, push in solo lanes and then play for objectives early. Fury are relying on their lanes, right?
Pick something else that's also short range, kind of take the blow and then go from there. That's Clan's gone.
Dude, Nort is so strong, and then you auto, and then W, and the trade is disgusting.
They're putting that early power to use
like your W auto attack damage while shield is up is just crazy early. Good spacing from Caps.
Props to Hans Sama and Lebrov. Game number 1, they were slamming that 2v2, had a massive advantage for themselves. Game number 2, not quite to the same degree, but we're still up, I believe, overall around the end of the laning phase.
Yeah, Hans was up massive, like 36 lead.
On the bottom side of the map right now, starting top side, doing that full clear type of path down here into the bottom
Broken Blade,
part.
like I think all lanes just need to withstand, and then 1-2 items they have good fights, right? There's no tank on the enemy team. The Jhin value is huge. The Annie burst is huge.
An impact on this Pantheon.
I think Furious comp needs a lead. I do think Furious comp needs a lead because other than that, it just seems so easy to engage. Oh. See the damage? See what I'm talking about? Dude, see, Nautilus is such a good pick. Am I still contracted for next season? Yeah, I'm on the whole year of LEC. And I hope I get to go to Worlds. You know, it's in China.
Just 3.5 minutes into the game.
I also don't think there should be a ganking opportunity.
所以我可以学习我的中文。
Also, Skewmon in the area.
Lila. That's what I remember the most. Chat, 2019 in the office. Lila. Oh, Skewmon is Lila.
Yeah, Caps has already made the flash engage here on the Toots, but he does not get the kill. Skewmon thinking about
Tattoo
trying to
movement
go for that
speed.
chomp.
He wants a Q chomp.
Chases Toots
I think
has almost no resources to work with. He's just going to try to push the wave out. As
On the
Skewmon
Caps?
trying to taunt towards Tatu.
Oh,
who
he gets
chases
away. Oh,
after
Skewmon,
Caps,
can you
but
do
the
anything?
stun was ready, and Caps
Does he win this?
stops the
What do you think?
jungler
Does he win
from
this?
being able to get anything
With
at all
has
accomplished
he got
here.
PTA?
Now back
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
bottom
I was
lane,
gonna say
the 2v2
Conqueror now, but with
continues
PTA wins that, right?
Jojo
Meanwhile, bot
trying to
Labrov
fight
one
back
Q,
against
1
these
Q,
guys.
1 Q.
Labrov with only 300 HP
Why
has
does
to think
Jojo
twice
look like a
about whether or not
Brazilian
he wants to
Cadril?
find that dredge line shot.
Look at that
As
player
Skewmon
count.
makes his way into the top
Flash.
lane. Gigo tries to
Skewy.
flash out of the pillar of filth.
He just
LeBron
eats for
plays
damage for the
immediately
Bellows
with the volley,
breath.
goes for the
I
brittle,
like it.
finds the proc,
I like it.
Gigo's
Skewmon
getting
playing
rocked.
towards top now.
Takes a bite
Trundle with the
out of
lead
him.
as
It's
well.
first
Oh,
blood
it
of
feels
the
good.
G2.
Feels good.
All three first
Honorary
bloods
Chinese
have been in this
citizenship.
top
Thank you.
lane.
谢谢。
And Skewmon just running over the
这是
even
这
though
是
Toots
因
never
为
dying,
我的
still
中
had
文
to use the TP,
很好吗？
forced to flash. And then just
Said it with
walks
confidence.
towards
Did I
top.
say the wrong tones? Yeah, my tones are bad at the
Exactly
moment.
the same
Right,
play.
my
This
tones
time
were
around
good,
does get the kill, chomps him
but I've
down,
gotten
that's
lazy
gonna
because I don't
accelerate
speak it.
towards that Infinity Edge, or,
And so now my
Triforce
tones are probably
Rider will
bad.
be very happy
很
about
好
the
吗？
state of his individual matchup, but also we
我
knew
的
he was
我
top
是你
side.
的
He was
你的
scouted
爸
the
爸
whole way
哦
through.
Oh, and LeBron goes in for the
Timing
dredge line.
great.
Remember, the
Nice.
Toots does
Look at
not
the damage. Look at the
have
W damage,
flash
bro.
this
It's
time.
huge.
Damage is all they need. The fireballs in the
Aya.
air, but Toots' strength
Dude, he
is
gets out
potion and
again.
barely walks it off.
He walked it
Play
out
still
twice
successful,
this
though,
game.
because, yes, he doesn't die.
There's just no damage
He
from
doesn't
Annie
have
yet.
TP courtesy of Skewmon.
But they are
that is going to
perma-mid.
be Toots being
Good
forced to
stuff,
go
good
back,
stuff, good
to
stuff.
go
Solo
back,
lane's getting
and
pressure. Top
Tadu
was
just kind of
isolated,
watching
and
his lane
Guigo
spot
died.
behind, and he's been trying to get involved.
Sprinter.
We saw him in mid, was there, but
Your Mandarin's
even with the
fine.
power movements
I
being
mean,
not able to
my tones
actually
could be
make
better.
his
You're
way
not wrong.
over toward
You're not
any
wrong.
of the targets there.
Cat, remember when I said I was going to be a variety streamer now?
Fall behind early on.
And now I'm co-streaming
Your
MSI,
really got a hit.
re-streaming
This
it.
is something we always talk about with champions like Pantheon.
Remember that?
Nocturne,
Remember that story?
to a
Remember that?
lesser
That was
extent
funny.
Galio
Your
as
Cage was
well.
playing. What up?
TF is another classic example. Those first
Any of
ults
these semi-globals.
matter a lot. Any semi or actual globals.
Oh, rawr.
But with Pantheon in particular, this champion just doesn't skill that well when it comes to competitive play, when it comes to the 5v5.
Who's he talking about?
If you don't make an impact early, and that's not even, again, as we already highlighted, talking about the rest of the draft.
Yeah.
Where falling behind is a death sentence for a lot of these champions.
It's tough. If G2 wants to slow the game down, there's not a ton of those huge go buttons like we already talked about on the side of Furia to force them to reconsider, to make sure.
Sure,
that
Chronicler
G2
said
can't
it's
just
what I
play
talked about in
a
draft. I was
G2
just
game.
listening. I was just
Skewmon
listening.
already starting off
He's talking
here,
about like.
looking for this
Oh,
first Drake nice and early.
okay.
Caps caught out though.
Oh,
Toots
dead.
in. Toots
Caps
finds
solo
the
kill.
Solo kill on Caps as Broken
Oh
Blade
my
makes his
God,
way
though.
over and works together
Dude,
with
that
Tibbers
mid-on
to
roam.
avenge the G2 mid laner, a 1-for-1 trade in
Bot's
mid.
top.
as
Top is bot.
Skewmon will take
Skewmon
the
got
trade in the
dragon.
meantime.
There's no grubs up yet.
One
Actually,
for
that
one.
trade is real good.
That's a dragon. That's a
That
deal
trade's
that
real
you
good.
take.
Ornn can walk bot.
Nice arrival there.
Skewmon gets his red, then walks top.
Getting a little bit caught off guard, I think, there by the damage coming through from this
And I
Orianna.
think the trade is good because Caps comes out
There's
first.
not that much to be gained, right?
Yeah,
Even
does
the
the wave
bot
play
side,
matter?
the wave
Maybe it's
that
just
isn't
neutral.
picked up by anyone from G2. There
Maybe it's kind of
wasn't
just
like there
neutral.
was really an opportunity there for Gigo to get more out of it.
Oh.
Because I will soon have access
Lucian
to the level 6
Naami.
when I think the current form or the
Yeah,
current
what are these
duration
two
of
sprinters?
this Lucian's going to feel better, but
yeah.
do note he did go for PTA.
La.
So
Yeah, no,
what you
that
see
one's so
often
much
is if
better.
you really only want to play for your calling, where you just dash
Thank
in
you,
calling,
mods.
they're half health, and that's it. You
Liz
play first
working
strike
overtime.
instead. Understandable given the lane, you need more power, so I went for PTA. But it does mean to get value out of that, you need to get
Culling.
into more dangerous positions, although that calling, as we can see there, still does a lot of damage.
Yeah, chunks him down to a little bit over half HP.
If Lucian's ult was
Still
culling,
control
then
of the
Senna
lane
should be
for
bulling.
Ryu and Jojo, and you can also see Tatu nearby. He'll start up the grubs, but because he's Pantheon, he also has the ability to immediately join a fight if G2 tries to find something up there.
And the
in
fact
the
that
top
Pantheon
lane,
ult gives
even
full
down
stacks
mid,
on Martial
easy for him
Poise,
to
Mortal
rotate
Poise,
over.
Martial,
And since
whatever it
Toots has
is,
control over
bloody
mid lane,
Martial
he's
Law.
got that wave shoved up
Skewmon's
underneath
just
the
giving it
tier
up.
1 turret.
Okay.
That means it's total
I
control over
think
the top
grubs
side
in League
river.
of Legends
Should
are
be
still
a
so good.
guaranteed 3 grubs.
Now that
On the
there's
side of
only 3,
Furia,
it just feels so
Skewmon and
strong.
G2 have to be aware of this.
I don't
Skemon's
know,
just gonna
maybe
go into
teams
enemy
aren't
territory,
prioritizing
take
it
the
enough.
jungler's favorite camp, the enemy
Toots,
chickens.
Checking.
Yeah. Toots isn't going to be able to stop a whole lot about it, but he at least will slow it down. Skewmont
Fred.
actually doesn't get all of the baby
Rumble's going to face check
Rumbles'
this.
biggest enemy.
Multi-target camps.
Yeah, that isn't just one thing.
It's not a Grom.
No, or a buff. As Skewmont not able to get more out of that. And I think it's
Nice
also
coverage
makes
from
sense because topside, or
Fury,
topside, I
actually.
guess,
Bro, this
on top of
team's
the bot lane was
early game is
substantially
pretty clean.
chunked. And then Skewman also has
This
the
team's
back
early
to
game,
heal,
like,
right? He's still sitting on just the
like they
shield and
cover
the
for their
sword.
laners, their
I don't think
swaps
you
are
really wanna
clean.
fight
Like,
a couple of one-item spikes that are going to be really
yo,
big for
this
G2
is
are
one of the
gonna
best
do it
wildcard
again.
teams I've seen in a while. Oh. Flash. Broken Blade is saving mid right now. He's saving private caps. But I think Broken Blade's job in this game will literally just be like, bro, saving these carries. I don't know.
Gigo is just unmatched. We'll be able to put a blade of his efforts, and doesn't have to be as worried about
Grubs,
getting
bro.
punished.
Grubs is just so good. I wrote you on Instagram some time ago, Master Thesis. She answered her. No one from Riot wants to talk. Oh, I couldn't. Like, I have no I have no direct contact with the writer. I'm sorry I didn't reply to you. I don't use Instagram much anymore, outside of just uploading things from afar.
Maybe even scrap here with Caps. Pillar of Filth comes down.
Caps just, his ult is not out.
Blocks a lot of damage there with the shield, but still has
They
to
don't have
flash
enough
back
damage
to the
yet.
wall. Trundle is so powerful in those
If
types of
Labrov hooks, his
situations.
mummy's behind.
He already used the subjugate. He was sapping the stats from the Pantheon, and it just
Yo,
makes
I'm
it
sorry.
so
Yo, Senor
impossible
Hunter,
to
I'm sorry I
stay
didn't reply.
alive.
Yo,
At least get the summoner spell.
I don't have any direct contact with the writers.
Yeah, if Tippers was available, that would have not ended well.
Real big problems.
Skewman.
Yeah, in future, I think. No, I'm not even gonna give advice. I think I just apologize that I was slow on the reply or anything of follow up.
And obviously, any back that isn't Triforce isn't really gonna feel like.
I hope it went well anyway.
Both Labrov and Broken Blade just.
But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like I did bad there. Tibbers? We got Tibba. Shockwave. Flash from Labrov. They are trying so hard to get something mid, but they just cannot kill Toots. There's no damage. This comp does not have much damage, does it?
You obviously don't really have to flash start. I don't think I have enough damage.
We need like 2-3 items. The thing about G2 is the reason why it will scale is because eventually when they do get damage, there's no one who can resist, and the range is annoying. The all-in is annoying. I feel like the engage is really solid. It feels like an easier comp to run. Whereas the comp on their side, the only range that they have from Furia is Ori setup followed by Rumble. Outside of that, it feels very mid-range, right? And it's not always super committal, but it's not like you have hyper mobility from your solo laners. And all Caps has to do is just like Caps or Broken Blade, they just set up, they ult, they get a chunk, they get a team fight, and boom, everything falls like flies. Whereas I think for Fury, they want to keep playing skirmishes as long as possible. They need to pull their buttons first. I think that's like my synopsis of what this is, right?
So like the fact that you're behind a
No.
it just doesn't matter.
I feel bad because I feel like I maybe could have tried, you know, reaching out to like some of the contacts I have that I work with and seeing where it went from there. But I'm sorry, I've just been cooked and busy and
G2
cooked is amazing.
They still have a lot of power with this Annie, with
The
this
caster just said no damage. They're listening to me.
Make a play,
So it means that I'm getting something right, doesn't it? Culling.
Bunch of damage from the culling there.
Onto the engage. Chat, you gotta remember, like, this is really fucking gold knowledge. But you chunk the engage, you chunk the will to fight. It's as important as the carries. It means he's going to engage and he's going to die. And now, he's just going to die. They're going to get Dragon from this. Oh, this early game is giving me... It's giving me game 1 vibes. I think this comp is easier later. Hunt.
Is not finding a close enough
landing
point to Hansama to make anything else happen. It will, however, force the G2 jungler and AD carry further
Couple of plays for
back.
bot.
It will allow IU and Jojo to get
That's a big kill for Fury. They also open up dragons.
And it opens up the bottom lane for Fury to now start up the Drake.
Pre-recorded stream. Yo, Alex, it's not a rebroadcast. I'm here, pup.
They know that Fury is going after
I'm here. I see you, Alex.
Ori.
They're running in. They're running into an Ori zone control. Skewman gets out luckily. Here's the range, though. Here's the range. Now we need BB. Oh, it's such a good curtain call. Here it is. Got him. Dredge line. Nailed. Enough damage from Caps now. We've got enough damage from Caps now. We do, don't we? Easy to execute. Easy to execute. I'm telling you.
When the play started out, I thought that G2 had overstepped, but I think Furia just
They moved into a choke. I was worried about Shockwave. Skewmon flashed. But then they were pretty deep against Ornn and Annie, right? Show me. What's the breakdown? What's the breakdown? Yeah. So Shockwave, Caps just zoning back. And then Tipper!
He is completely unchecked. There's no one that can come close. Gigo shows up, but at that point doesn't really
And
get
the
to
range
offer
from Han
anything.
Summer. This is why
And the
Jin is such a pain.
re-engage that is available for G2
They don't
is
have a
just
tank that can
really,
front line and
really
check.
big issue. And
That's why
it
I think
felt
tank, like that's why I thought the Ornn would be so good.
right there.
What the?
Where I think
What the
if
fuck?
you
That was a bit
find a
jank.
big decisive fight there with your composition,
Don't we have Tibba? Do I like the
Dragon,
HUD?
and you get a couple of kills, I think things are good.
I-
It's not done yet. You have another chance here at the Herald.
Looking
but
for some. It's
definitely
taking
big
some
for
getting
G2.
used to.
This is the first game so
I don't
far
like
in
that the
this
HUD is in
series
480p
where the
and
first two
League of
drakes
Legends
aren't
game in
split
front of me
1-1.
is in 720 to
I think when we're
1080.
comparing these compositions, when we're looking at this Furia squad that
This
needs
is in-
to get
this
ahead
is in-
early,
look.
like you said, that is pretty
1440.
damning evidence against them. That
It's
is
not
a
in
big
1440.
issue. Now, if this Herald goes the way of G2 as well, now you've got
Could be.
some real serious problems. IU, though, a little bit of
Just
damage
steps
with
him
that
down.
calling, but Han Sama doing a good job avoiding
I'm gonna
the
go study.
majority
Yo,
of
I'll
it.
try.
Tatsu
Appreciate you,
going
bro.
top here yet again is going to find a G2 ward in this
Say
pixel brush. Skewmon
XGG.
standing on top of a Fury ward
I've
himself.
said XGG.
But Brav will now also join up in that tri brush, and as soon as they use the sweeper's trinket, they will know.
It's-
They have to go for this, right? Like I don't think you can.
I
give
love
over
this
Herald
HUD on
against a
TikTok.
composition
Yeah,
like
of course you would.
G2's. Ornn is going to give so much value.
So is this
to the
manageable
enemy
on
team.
TikTok
I
chat?
think in the 5v5, just playing straight up late game, it's
Look.
not even like, oh boy.
All right, let's
It's
see
just
how
sad.
we can hit these.
Oh my god.
Might not even get to shoot the fourth one. Nope, Tidal Wave arrives in time. It's something nice you can do with Nami to stop the Jhin ult, but
It's nice, but I think the Herald.
I'm
is still
looking at
gonna
it
go.
now.
yeah.
And
as
the thing
highlighting,
is,
I think there are parts,
patch
like
notes
individual
bottom left,
parts of
always
Fury
there,
that
that's
actually
nice.
Scale quite well. I think
Why is the
Rumble
quality so
is
bad,
just
chat?
always a threat no matter when.
The
Oriana's
top
obviously the
UI
big
is
one.
good. Yeah, the top UI is clean.
When you look at how the fights actually play
Got
out,
blood
G2
roses.
will either absorb or just force an engage.
Got everything you
with
need up there.
the same
Up there's
amount of
fine.
targets that they have.
That's
And
clean.
the Ornn items are going to be such a big deal.
Up top is
when
clean.
the composition is
Up top
relying
is
upon
very
just
clean.
toasting someone as
Even a
soon as they
kill
can.
feed up there, even though I
Maybe there's an
don't really
opportunity
use that
here.
at all. I miss the kill feed though. The kill feed needs to be bigger, you know? Yo, Dark World, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 8 months.
He's got a second Negatron cloak
The
in
kill feed
inventory
being top
too.
right, I don't like
People
it.
just can't burn through him.
It needs to be
honestly,
bigger. It
if he
needs
had
to be
more
like
vision, I
here.
think if
It
he
needs
knows
to
there's
be
no one
like
there,
He just turns it.
it's
With the
so
ult, I think he
small,
can just cook
and
it.
as
It's
casters, you also
hitting
rely on
plus
kill feed in
a
case you miss
clone.
something.
It's a lot of magic
It
resistance.
needs to be big.
getting through.
Now, as for the
next
as for
time I have
the
his stats
overlay at the bottom,
left here, I want to see exactly how much
I
MR
don't
he's
mind
at
the
at this point in
gold.
the game
Like
because
I like the
Broken
LEC one.
Blade
The
is
LEC HUD is
insanely
good.
tanky.
I like having flashes on the side.
199 MR,
But I guess I'm
17
I'm
minutes
looking
into
down
the
there
game.
all the time now. It's all in one spot. The bonus is that flashes are next to items, and if I get used to it as a caster, I think I can do my job a bit better without looking up here.
Maybe you can get the
If I
shield.
look up here,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we did see him.
and then I'm looking
Maybe
down
they
here
overheated
and looking
flame
up
spitter. He
here, I
got
mean,
his
that in
shield
cast
on it.
sometimes
Yeah.
just throw me off.
Yeah, if you use
Waiting
if
for
you
your
throw the whole kitchen
payment.
sink at him, you can
What's your
get
payment?
the Kaenic Rooker and shield off.
Can you put
Yeah,
your
but then
camera
he's
to
just
cover
standing
the
there with a kitchen
stats in
sink
the
and
middle?
go, what's next?
Yeah, all right.
Nothing.
Where do we go
clearly.
from
Maybe.
here?
Now, with the Drakes not quite reaching
Why do you
sword
want me to
point
be here?
yet, and the possibility of
Why would I
Ocean
be
Soul
here?
being fine, but I think Ocean Soul
Wider. No, I'm
really
not going
low
wider.
on the list of
Perfect.
big problems.
Chat,
You're
why does it
looking
look
for a
so
Punisher
480p
but,
and then the
like,
game is not?
realistically, Can you really get him? Even
I'm using the
taking
live
into
stream
account
link.
Pantheon, I just don't.
So
Feels
really
so
see it.
tough, especially if Skewmon's coming
Yeah.
up there, man. This feels like Fury has serving themselves up on a silver platter. They're thinking
doesn't
better.
get it.
They're
I
backing
don't get
away.
it.
Maybe if Caps steps up a little bit too far here.
I don't get it.
Skewmon gonna come in, look for two.
Not even jokes. What do you mean?
All right.
On the way.
Yeah, we're gonna get teleports from both sides.
Double TP.
Grand Starfall.
Shockwave's gonna get him, right?
Positioning
If
at
it's
that
only on
Broken
BB.
Blade knocked up into the air, but that's not the target. You can go after. The Ornn is so tanky.
Half HP.
Flashes out, going
Bellows breath was nice. Now the re-engage. Shockwave though.
lot of damage on this Skewmon.
Shockwave.
He ain't dead
Oh
yet.
my god, the curtain call. I'm sorry, the fucking Ornn ult was good. But Rumble frying them.
G2's gonna lose their
Oh,
middle
G2 are losing this. G2 are losing this.
critical health
Even though it's a
board
2 for
on
1.
both sides. Only
No,
Joyce
'cause Nami was
and
already dead, right?
Osama still with a lot of resources to work with.
No, Nami was not dead. Nami had a 0 over her. Is it because she leveled up? It was a 9?
In the tri-brush, has to be careful here.
Killer.
Skewmon stepping forward. They'll just clear out the ward.
There's a 1-for-1. There's 1-for-1. 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 Now it can't be. Duo Man went up. The map is bigger than the rest of the UI. Oh my god, they're trying this out. Look, there's the team fight HUD. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Yo, Kara, thank you for the correction. What is that? What was that?
Really big deal. If this is any other champion, maybe they're actually able to take him down.
Skewmon no pillar. Pantheon ult in. Caps gets stunned. Broken Blade sent up. Nami does a good job here. Broken Blade has to flash. Bellows Breath for the tidal wave. Skewmon gets shockwave. It's a 2-man. Curtain calls at a good angle. Call the Forge God was really good. But they can't get Tattoo until Caps has to flash commit and he dies for that.
Gigo is able to do so much damage with just multi-man
equal
flame
fight.
spittering them
Oh,
down.
Toots is caught.
That's enough as
Come here, Toots.
Toots is in real trouble here.
Yo, Toots is in the deep end. Yo, anyone got a cigarette? Holy crap.
Finds Caps.
Where's Flower's voice disappeared?
So preoccupied trying to find the kill. There was enough space between him and his own mid laner that Caps gets picked
This game is
off,
sketchy.
but they will still
Tattoo
get
is starting up
themselves a tier
Arakan.
1 turret in top lane for the side of G2 Esports.
Why did they?
Skewmon will take that as he
Why
leaves.
did they show?
Tattoo
Because
is
Dragon's
starting
gone.
up the
Okay.
Arakan on his own. Now I don't think that this is going to be an entire
What the
attempt. There's
hell?
no way.
No, unfortunately for
Audio's glitching a bit.
Arakan, just a little bit
I didn't
too
get the
strong.
obsession with the HUD. I didn't see game 1, but I heard
Gigo
G2 was not the
Giga
best.
there
No,
just
they
flashes
were
the top of
garbage.
Caps,
So
blows him up
desynced.
in a very short
I
amount
don't know
of
what they were
time.
doing. This game is like a reminisce of
The
it, but
downside for Furia is
I
that
think
it
the
doesn't
comp is
really
too
lead
easy
to
to
anything
execute
else.
where
Like, it's nice that you get the kill, but
with the
really you wanna
pacing
try
it's
and turn
gone,
it into
G2
more
should have no problem.
objective. They did get the dragon though, actually.
You know?
Observers did highlight that.
The
as
obsession
we
with the HUD?
were, coming out.
I don't mind flashes being down there now. Now that I'm getting used to it, I don't mind flashes being down there.
But again, if that was a Hextech Drake, I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's where Riot is the CEO of changing things.
we'll
Nobody
see.
else to be
Might be
changed.
enough.
So Ugly
Still
Bastard
no
doesn't
flash
like
on
it.
Caps, and I do think that even though his KDA might not
So
look
what do
as
you want? Why do you
aggressive,
want me to cover
that
this,
Orianna
chat? Why do you want me to
bubble
cover
is a big
this?
problem. Unless G2 is willing to invest
Why do you
ultimates,
not want to see
zone
stats?
control
Well, I don't get it.
is
I don't get
tough
it.
to deal with, but if he
Make
gets
me
caught,
understand.
Yeah, Toots in some trouble here.
Equalize a good spot. But Labrov angle. Can we do anything? No, we cannot. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. They're just caught. They're just isolated. They're going to find one of their own, but they don't have Broken Blade. Oh. They got JoJo instead. Oh my god. They don't have enough damage. The comp doesn't have enough damage yet, maybe. The comp takes a while to kill. It takes too long to kill. Oh my god. But mid-game, bro, Furia's comp is so strong. They have 2-item Lucian, 2-item Rumble. Bro, this comp on G2 has no damage. I'm telling you, no damage.
G2 punches
It
back,
will, but not yet.
I think you're still going to be pretty happy
Charge.
with that trade as
Where's he going?
Yeah, he sees the
He's
Nami and
out.
he's like, no, never
Yeah,
mind.
he's like, all right, we're just
Oh.
gonna, it's a little bit of Fast and
bro.
Furious racing here.
So close.
As the Herald finally hits the ditch, and Skewmon will try to take the blue buff and
I'm
get
worried
out, but
that G2's
that
comp
fight, a disaster
will
here for
lose
G2.
like
Let's
the
take
next
another look at
dragon
how
fight
it
or
started.
something.
So what I think is remarkable, I actually
And
think that there is
they'll
a
lose the
world where
game
we
before
make
they can
this
actually
fight work
scale,
for you,
you
because
know?
they do invest a lot taking down Broken
Just
Blade.
cover the HUD. Oh, you don't
and
like
Skewmon,
it.
right?
So they
Broken
won't see
Blade is
G2
able
losing.
to,
Got it.
stall for a little bit
How
with
did you
the
manage
Ram,
not
but
to
still
get
gets
spoiled?
taken
I
down.
went off. No
But
Twitter.
this attempted pick
No
onto
Twitch.
Ayu there
Nothing.
when there's not
Nothing
enough
League of
follow,
Legends
Caps is in
related.
his position
From 9
to
PM
help.
last night, I was
I
off.
don't think
I
it's
went and
gonna
played
work.
Warcraft
Look at all the
3.
ultimates that were down at this
Nothing.
point already. If you play it slower, you look for a
Holy.
re-engage when so many resources have been
Sao
used.
Paulo,
Might have been
they're
an
cooking.
opportunity. There was a lot of health as well that was still found, but instead,
No.
a little bit too much.
He healed.
wasting down
Nice.
there by JoJo. Uses the heal for the movement speed.
Yep.
Won't get
Nothing's
hooked.
up.
And it's a small win for Fury.
Nothing's up. Let's chill until Dragon. Let's chill until third Drake G2, yeah? Baron time aligns. We don't even need third
But
Drake.
it is a reminder that
Thoughts on just getting Baron?
as much as
Nice
I think
Hans,
Furia's
Hans,
comp
Hans,
might
nice,
struggle
nice,
a
nice,
little
nice,
bit when
nice.
it comes to actual clean 5v5s, this comp has
Twitter.
so
No
much
Twitter.
damage.
Well, I mean, and that last
You know?
fight, it wasn't a true 5v5, right? Like, Caps is
You're so
separated
funny,
off.
Penumbra.
Then you
You're so
also
funny.
have
I
the
fell asleep
duo
after this game.
of Hans
Oh, that's
and
good.
Labrov separated
So now
off.
you can
It was
catch
a
up.
1, a 2, and a 2.
Oh,
Broken Blade.
oh, call the Forge God.
50 to hit Ayu. He tries
Depth
to
charge.
use
They're
the
using
blade.
everything. And now we get damage from Jin. Shutdown's big. Shutdown's massive. Look at the root at the edge. They know that JoJo's dead. They're going to give it to Caps.
Just found exactly
Nice.
what they were looking
Nice.
for.
Long range
Caps
engage.
into the
Comes in
second
clutch
one.
again. Guigo wasn't there. Dredge line against the wall. Labrov might die for it though. Shockwave. 3-man. Caps gets Tipper. Oh, Broken Blade with the Searing charge. Nice. Nice. When they're isolated like that, and that comp that has 2 items is strong right now can't get isolated fight, boom, we're fine. We're fine.
Immediately follow it up with another double. They'll get the tier 2 in the mid lane. They've immediately got the wave
Thank
ready
fuck.
to
Okay,
get the
now
tier
I'm
2 in
confident
the
again.
top
We're good.
lane.
We're good. We're good.
And
We're good. We're
this
good.
game just got completely smashed in the favor of the LEC number 2 seed.
Thank you, G2. Thank you, G2. Coinbase gold grind. 1120 from... Oh, so this is where the gold comes from. Passive gold. So this is just gold they get from the game. Minions.
There was no Baron for them to take.
We go.
There is still a ton of damage being done as we see the summoners used as this starts.
Can't wait to see Doran run it down. Are you a Doran hater?
Himself, right? No. Broken Blade is waiting in the wings. The teleport.
Nice searing charge.
This play was already
Hey,
a
it was
big
just
win,
caught.
but the fact that Caps then also is able to take down Jojo just makes it even better. No real opportunity for the rest of
This is huge picks.
Furia to try
Bro,
and
Broken
counteract.
Blade.
And again,
Broken
this
Blade
happens
on
now.
something that is a team fight dynamic is just that much better. I don't know what his laning's doing right now. Normally he's a reliable laner, but if he can team fight, Broken Blade's good. Broken Blade is like LeBron of top.
Now G2 grouped up as 5 in the mid lane. Here's those full
Broken Blade gonna push.
5v5s that you were talking about. Here's what's so hard for Furious comp.
Wait for it. Oh. Couldn't go. Thingy. Charge. Tidal wave. Lebrov. He's a target, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everything in a Broken Blade. Curtain call. Last hit. Oh, okay, maybe it matters. I just thought they'd get a trade kill from that. Pantheon ulted in. Shockwave's 1. On the Guigo. 4 shot. Hans, we're going to get it? Oh my god. In a 5v5, they still don't win. It was only before because they picked off the pieces. But Fury still win a 5v5 because they just got so much damage. And that shockwave is held for so long, G2 can't walk up. Dude, Guigo is gapping Broken Blade though, is he not? Last game, maybe not. Game 1 and 3. Okay, Broken Blade this game has had pretty good on game, but he hits Nami there. Searing charge is not bad, but look, where's the damage? 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 We still don't have enough damage. And he also didn't ult here. Good call. We're getting the old overlay. Big. He said sorry. Sorry, sorry. It's Skumon saying sorry. Sorry, sorry. Sorry, sorry. Are Furia decent, or should we be worried about G2? I agree with Gowineric. Gowin. This is the form of G2 from LEC, that's why I'm worried. I think it really is. But Furia are pretty good. Furia are like, bro, this team, maybe the LTA combo made CBLOL and the Latin America League better. How much exposure do they get to the main league? Oh. He's caught again. This AD carry's caught again. What the fuck? We just snapped. We had a glitch in the Matrix, by the way.
Only momentarily, I think that's going to go down quickly. As you highlight, nice catch there from G2. It's a long-range engage again.
Bro, AU has been caught twice this game, and both picks have led G2 to like a surplus of gold, you know? Do you think making Assassins meta again would revive the pro scene? I mean, what do you mean revive? The pro scene's not dead.
There's no blue trinket available. They're gonna just send it. It's too early.
Tatooine.
Tatu jumps in with the Grand Star ball, but that
Respect, bro. Respect.
too early.
I respect this team. I think Furia, like, I thought this would be so much more one-sided. Them against, like, a Korean team, if we would have seen, that'd be different. But yeah.
Some of these moments in the later mid-game felt a little shaky, but it's very clear they're not letting them get to their heads. Regroup. And just look
so,
at these places.
NA made South NA better to go against Eastern US. What is that sentence?
Just keeps getting punished by particularly these.
I don't think Assassins would revive the pro scene because I don't think the pro scene is dead. I also don't think Assassins are super healthy for pro play. Because when they snowball, and if they're that good, like when Talon was in meta, and he was just unkillable, or he was just like one-shotting everyone, it was just disgusting. I don't like assassins in meta. You might call me crazy, boring. I like them as a niche pick, not meta.
It is so dangerous to walk into any of this. There could be Ornn
like a pro player they used to, and the Thoroughherd Riders bleeding financially.
There could be the Nautilus waiting
I
for
mean,
the point-and-click
changing meta is not going to change anything about pro play. They just need viewers.
G2 setting up the siege
That equalizer doesn't do much. The minions going to do it for them, or not.
From Broken Blade to guarantee that Furia don't have a chance to make it engage. Tier 2 barely hanging on.
BB, do some building. Or he already has.
Outside of the lines
Oh,
of their
no.
base.
Skewmon gets
And
a
G2 only need
Triforce.
one more wave
Nice.
to force it down.
Yo, the Rabadons was not first in inventory, or Caps didn't have it at the time of Broken Blade upgrading?
Calm and collected as possible. Ornn items coming through across the board. Only
Okay, G2, I want to see a clean finish to this, yeah? This has been a messy game.
Feeling good.
To Furia's credit, to also G2's discredit.
Okay,
Broken Blade gets demolished, nice.
Again, just not afraid of that damage. Calling a bunch of it hits them.
Look at top wave. What can we do next? We got Baron. Are we going to send someone top, or are we going to group as 5? We're scared of a 5-man, aren't we? We need that long-range engage. We've got 3 items now, though. I feel like our damage is turning a new leaf. With Infinity Edge for Jhin, I think we're okay now, right? Right? But just be careful of that shockwave. Be careful of that shockwave. Here comes curtain call. Flash. I keep calling Call the Fort God the wrong thing. Doesn't matter. Lebrov engage. Caps went in. Caps does what he needs to do, but he gets traded. Okay. Shockwave doesn't do anything. Nice. Maybe not nice. Treasure didn't get We're going to help. Hans, 4 shot. Hans scared of stepping up. What? Nice. Okay. Yeah. They did stabilize indeed. They're TPing on this. Get Broken Blade last breath. E? No? Okay. I was going to say we did last breath of the health bar, no? Lebrov's just dead.
Lebrov gets tagged there by the Electro Harpoon.
Oh, BB's dead. BB's dead now. Okay, G2 are not even close to clean.
Tatu's got the kill, and G2 lose 2 on the way out.
It's still over, right? They didn't get inhib. There is no tempo for Baron that comes up in 2 minutes or whatever. Dragon, they're going to lose.
As we see here,
look at them. Left target, right target. Who are we going for? Who are we going for? Left target, right target. Which direction? Who are we? Where are we? When are we? What are we now? Bro, the target selection is cooked, no? Lebrov is hitting left. Broken Blade Skewmon on right. Caps has to commit to left. He dies for the commitment.
Bit too short on the damage, and then this extended chase from Furia ends up coming
huge.
huge.
Also started first. Stand bad. Okay. That is a cope. Skewmon's dead. Oh my god. But Cap, look at mid. Look at mid. Look at mid. Can we open? Lucian there to cover. They get backs in immediately. No one can stop it. Okay, they can't get anything.
Because of the whole
Nice. AU is just can't play the game. Bro, that guy needs a QSS. Good. I don't know what it'll do for him, but he needs a QSS. Him going Zeal, rapid fire for range 4 is a good idea in theory, but I think QSS is just more valuable. They can still win this game, and that's what I'm worried about. Baron up in 1 minute 40. No inhib for tempo. Broken Blade on bot wave. He doesn't have TP, so he has to move. But nothing's up, right? G2 just need to get their setup and their vision control for Baron or picks. Toots, flash, that's big. That's a big takeaway. Curtain call. But Toots can get a shockwave here. Oh, this could turn bad. This could turn bad, right? We lost Lebrov. Okay, there is Jhin damage.
For Furia's side as a 35
oh, why is it so no way is it worth the Caps to flash tip as a Nami in the base fight? No, I don't think it is. I think you're right. I think Caps flash is reserved for big targets, right? Should be. Babkus, did he escape Pedro's basement? Well, he's been on my leash for ages. Bark for me, Babkus. Babkus, bark for me. Come on. Yeah, Florence, welcome back.
As the vision should be in favor now, and that alone is not enough. We need to see Furia also actually get a juicy target in front of them, because otherwise I don't think
you're a cat. Sorry, that's why I'm barking at you then.
But what they can try to do is just Maybe put
25
G2
seconds,
in
Baron.
position. Just start up Nash on cooldown. Hope someone overextends.
Caps with
Now,
flash
again,
up, right in time for
G2
Baron.
do
That's
have
really
some great
nice.
face checkers, particularly with Broken
Everything
Blade.
up, apart from curtain call. Lebrov needs a mystery hook.
Really wants the chicken.
It's a jungle.
Caps spotted on a ward coming through mid. They're turning. Caps on a ward. Caps on a ward. Culling. Caps on a ward. Oh my god. Oh my god. Caps on a ward. Walking through mid. They saw him moving and he kept moving forward instead of just turning back with E. He gets movement speed from E. Why didn't he just turn around? Caps, big mistake.
And then the last little bit, an easy pickoff for Toots.
This name Toots is living rent-free in my head. And they're losing to another JoJo. They're losing to another JoJo. I can't believe it. Okay, Skewman wants a face check. JoJo waiting. If there's another pick off here, this Baron will turn into inners. They need to pick. They need something miracle. G2. Curtain call stopped from 4th. Tidal waves have been really good. Why is this team so decent? Oh, okay, an attempt. He did have smite. Flowers is right. Thank you, Flowers. 1,500 gold lead from 7, 6K. Oh my god.
That's fair. That's fair. We do have the Baron now secured for the side
Flash for
of
Caps.
Furia.
Flash for
This
Caps.
gold lead that was
Yes,
5,000,
Jonya's.
almost 6,000
Seekers
for
now,
G2
right?
is now 1,500.
And that Lucian
The
still does
kills
not have
15 to
QSS. His last item's going to be QSS.
What would be Ocean's
I'm
soul
surprised
for
the Nami didn't get a
Furia?
bell for him, but I think the
75
Mikhail's bell is
seconds.
on the way.
Or maybe we're not even going to get to see that happen. Furia is just marching down mid lane. Caps back alive.
They're just getting free
Hitting
gold.
level 17 here on the Annie. Furia, they'll take the tier 2.
I was
at
aware
least.
that
Again,
this
the gold
comp
lead just
got
practically
outscaled.
nothing
I think
at this
Fury
point.
get outscaled. Is it ultra late game or am I just wrong? We're going to find out. It's okay, chat. I don't always have to be right. I'm play-by-play. I get to be dumb sometimes. I just think G2's comp should be easy to execute and should outscale. They press their R buttons, they go. Pillars up. Caps could go flash R, but he chooses not to. He doesn't have stun. They're going to 5v5. Culling, blocked. Equalizer. Okay, they get 2 ultis. Not too much damage done. It runs into front line. This is the power of having front line. Caps now coming for a flank.
Result here onto the health bars of
My
G2
blind
now.
was Hans Mama not have a shutdown. I don't think he does. New
eyes on
overlay.
the
What's
Annie.
happening,
Go
bot?
flash ult. They try to go
There it
in
is.
for the
Flash
ultimate.
onto Nami.
Caps
Tibbers.
goes in for the engagement.
Tibbers gets killed. Shockwave is Zonya's. There we go. There we go, G2. Finally, doesn't matter. Caps dies. He does the damage.
Toots stays alive as IU gets the kill on the
Curtain
Caps,
call.
but now the
Last
Caps
shot.
and Furia gotta try to escape.
Doesn't matter.
G2
Good.
have found a massive fight.
Good,
They
good,
found
good,
the
good,
AD
good.
carry,
Good.
and it's a double
Caps
kill
did
for
wonders in
Skewman
that fight.
as he takes a big old bite out of Brazil's hopes in game number 3.
It should not be this close.
G2 versus Toots
I have fears for G2. I mean, G2. I don't know who they're going to verse out of G2, BLG GAM. I'm going to be real, chat. I think it's going to be BLG, but like, I mean, G2 better not go to this game 5. This goes to a game 5. This goes to a game 5. Do not go to a game 5. Please don't go to a game 5. Please don't go to a game 5. Please. Convincingly, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Like, let's fix it, yeah. Let's fix it. The draft was fine. Caught out. Multiple angles in a fight. G2 do not look good.
And the fact they got IU there at the end, I'm pretty sure he got just, despite his fest, clipped by the Trundle Pillar knockup from Ornn.
Barely beating them.
Because if he lives, I think they might be able to clear the wave, right? That wasn't...
Barely beating them, chat.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the big thing for me is whoever kills the squishy carry ended up having a window in, right?
True.
First of all, okay, I didn't like the Trundle pick. I was like, okay, now the Trundle pick is fun.
Trundle, I think... yeah, I don't know about Trundle.
Like, G2 to the enemy...
For me, G2 having reliable setup was nice. But the problem was how they used that setup. I don't think the draft, for me, was the biggest miscreant. I think it was like G2's fights. Their 5v5s. Yeah, have some sugar. Have some blueberries. Let's not fuck around, yeah?
Right back here.
Have you seen BB that messy?
Alright.
Regular season, he wasn't that great. I mean, he was still top 3.
It's not allowed. It's all about top lane, but for me...
Hans has been
Right, eyes on
Mr.
top lane, eyes on
Reliable.
Caps if you're...
They winked. Sweet dreams are made of these. Buy the Uzi skin for 500 euros. Let's skip the music copyright for me. Everybody's looking for G2. Can we get a win? Can we get a 3-1? You are here. Someone said 3-1 G2. Fury at G2. What do you mean you are here? We're not here at all.
Red side this time around.
Okay, Furia.
500 Gs would have rhymed.
Side of the draft. We are
Yeah, bro, but I'm not a poet. I'm not a rapper, am I? Okay, let's go. Game 4.
I think the game 4s, the game 5s.
19
however,
best of 5, chat.
Changed the entire series long, and that is G2 banning Misfortune.
Yeah, I do remember at the beginning
19
of
best of 5s.
You guys just kept getting free zeros.
Last year, didn't BB have a similar performance in MSI AWC? Yeah, maybe he did actually.
We had like 4 or 5
He was MSI, right?
We didn't get a game 4 until like May or June.
Yeah.
I'm a goldfish. I can't always remember things.
Well, you finally got to experience Fearless. That's fine.
I know, but I was so jealous of you guys for
Goldfish.
so long because I just wanted.
AWC was rough. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people took it seriously.
You know what? What's that? I could see a 5th game.
Mundo ban.
Especially
Are they
given how
a Fury going to pick Zyra here?
I don't think it's beyond the realm of expectation, as there is the Mundo ban. Even though it didn't end up working in the final game, the G2
What is pickable? Zeri B1 thoughts?
Zeri?
Nefiri's back.
Notorious
Person who asked about assassins. There you go.
Oh yes.
You got to marinate your chicken. That is a euphemism, chat. Babkus is going to go marinate his chicken. I told you he was a dog. He's a dirty dog. Yo. What the hell?
Of invulnerability window is so much more powerful.
Yeah, Mundane, what's up? Munad. Your name's not Mundane, but close.
That'll be there for
Nefiri's a bruiser? Yeah, but she's an assassin still. Assassin with heart.
Looking at our bans, it is that Misfortune banned away from IU, like I already mentioned, alongside Gwen and Senna. And then over
what engage support? Ash Leona?
They will continue banning Twisted Fate alongside Azir.
Last engage up. Do you just take Leona?
Furia,
do you just take Leona?
Will be the Ash.
Leona against Nefiri is nice as well. Zenith Blade, you make a W.
Something like an Ash and Braum.
Then you just ult. Leona is multi-facet range engage. It's nice.
Does have a ton of power now. An early Nocturne to come.
You've been hate watching Freddy since 2018 G2, have you? Oh, you crazy cat.
Nocturne is a pick that is somewhat reliant. I'm actually not the biggest fan of
Nocturne without Ori.
I feel like very often it is kind of bait. So I'm not too bothered. What I do think is unfortunate is that a champion like the Annie
Ori's taken last game, so no Nocturne Ori.
Early on, I think the Aurora is also definitely going to get banned. Really, any champion that relies on
Nico still being played.
Into the enemy backline
Nico lane presence taken away, but Callista is open. Hans is going to go Callista here. Here's Callista Slam. Callista against Ashe, I don't mind. Just take cleanse. Here we go. Here we go.
Especially because with an Ashe, picking up a Renata would always feel great.
Yeah, we've got that Nico locked in for the side of G2. Very powerful.
I think Nico's also a good takeaway because I'd rather get Nico than Renata. Callista. Right, that gets locked. That's fine. We knew. Now they're going to pick Renata. Or do they want an Enchanter? They want Lulu with Nocturne?
Callista down so easily is pretty effective against it.
Yeah, it is since the changes.
You're not going to blind LeBlanc, are you? A lot of mages are out, but not that LeBlanc cares about that. But can't you just run? Can you run a Kali into LeBlanc, chat? What can you do?
I think is a lot harder.
Oh, Seraphine, Ash Seraphine, we're going to sing a bit.
And the team,
yeah.
far, it's only short range, right? You're looking at a team that is forced to come into you. So
this
Seraphine
draft is a
and
disgrace.
Ash,
Which
Seraphine,
one?
With any slow on her E, will get a root. If you get a root already, you can even go.
Fury draft makes sense. Thematically, it plays for pick. The G2 draft has a lot of dive. Plays so far for bot. I think that makes sense. You know.
Seraphine's ult does take some time.
No mods. That's not a true, bro. The mods are in here. They're gonna fuck you up.
You have to do the noise and then the pick.
Remember, chat. Reminder: no spoilers. I have not watched this. I haven't watched any of this. Yeah. Every day we're watching fresh. IG the Shy MSI. That guy is a VIP. Get him into my chat. He's a VIP. I'm gonna fucking mod that guy.
That guy. Something that requires that setup.
IG the Shy.
They don't want to deal with that. The Galio.
Yeah, I get it.
Out by the side of Fury.
You get it.
This is one of those champions. I feel like if you're not.
No, I'm not reminding you. I'm just reminding chat. You're not the people to worry about. You're the mods. We've got a lot of mods now. Everyone's just a mod.
Stop that engage potential. So that's their first ban. I wonder if they're
to how the series is going. Yeah, that's also true. Oh, you're talking about draft.
Another champion that is excellent against short range opponents.
You're talking about draft. Okay, I'm with you.
Are they looking towards like an R4 Scion here?
Okay.
It's kind of what I'm wondering about because there is, and I think it's unlikely because I think
Scion for
List and
Fury
Nilo
would be
is
good.
such a strong duo because you can also throw
They've gone
the
Galio,
Nico into
Cassiopeia
the
band.
team, right?
Hang on, hang
Nico's a
on,
lot
hang
more
on.
playmaking
What does that
space
indicate?
because of the
That's a
Fate's
mid. That's
Call.
mid setup,
But
right?
there is still the potential for it to be
What is
flexed.
Cast
We have
Cannon?
just
Cast
seen it
Cannon's a lot of
recently,
control
but there
mage.
used to be a time where you could legitimately
Silas.
play
Ah,
in jungle.
it would. Yeah, okay. They
the
banned
Silas
Galio. They
also
banned
gets
Cassiopeia. They
taken
wanted
away.
Silas.
No.
Akali.
That's not what we'll be seeing. We're just going to play Akali.
All right, we've got the Akali.
A lot of dive. Thematically
locked in
fine.
here.
Drafting for the
This
series, I agree
is,
with.
This is a pick that if
But
I'm
I think
remembering
G2 are
the
drafting
playoffs
for lanes, which
correctly
is really good.
from
Because I think
LTA South,
playing through the
this
strength of
did
Fury, which is
not
like
work
Fury's early
in
game has
their
been their strength.
initial
Getting
game,
strong lanes for
their initial series,
G2,
excuse me,
I think will
against
facilitate the
Game,
transition
where
mid-game a little bit
Fury
easier.
got knocked down to the lower
But
bracket,
Caps is going to
but
play
then
Aurelion
they're
Sol versus
confident enough to
Akali.
slam it again in the final, and it does
Oh,
work. So,
what? It's a
there
Nico
is-
solo lane.
Okay, we've got it.
Renekton blind. For Cannon's up. Cannon Cannon's up. If Guigo does not pick Cannon, it is int. Cannon is so free here. Cannon, and I think it's going to game 5. If it's a Cannon, I think it's going to game 5. Cannon, don't need a tank. Don't need a tank. We've got an Enchanter. They could go Scion. Okay, Scion seems just as free. Scion is just fine. I think Cannon would have been better. I'm just saying. Cannon would be a lot of AP, but you have Nocturne Ashe. It's fine. However, Scion still plays the front to back. I just think Cannon for the matchup would fuck them, and then you have yourself a pretty good game state. I'm going to run ads. You can't kill Scion. Also true. Chat, I'm going to run ads. I run ads because you have to, because otherwise you get them in game. It might be a VOD. Well, it's not a VOD. It's a live stream because I'm here. I run everything live. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just speaking. Sometimes I think Cadril does the same thing. He just yaps and talks out of his ass. Here's ads. 3 minutes of them. Have fun.
Whoever gets grabbed, as long as it's not a super meatball tank, and then just try to burst the guy down, right? But this time
I'm looking forward to this. This is a good draft. Remember, chat, no spoilers. We're watching this live first time, yeah? Well, not live, but you know what I mean.
That is always the thing with Blitzcrank. You need to hit.
I just noticed Hysterics on the right. How could you not notice me?
Is tied into these hooks, and
okay.
Any bot laner is a good catch. If you get Ashe, if you get Seraphine, you're going to be very happy. Obviously, Akali.
Yeah, be careful, be careful.
Nocturne
Lions like, oh, this should be a good match, or like, oh, this match. If you start like telling me details about matches, chat, you're gonna get a timeout. But Boisery is high. What the hell? Glad you decided this. Yo, Malachi, appreciate you. Yo, anyone who's new, don't forget to drop a follow, yeah? Whether it's YouTube, subscribe, or Twitch, I appreciate you all. YouTube, we have no chat because we can't control it. We cannot control that chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Every day of MSI, bar 2, where I'm going to try and actually get Aragon to come in. No joke. I'm going to ask Aragon to come in.
On the enemy team, 3-6.
I'm going to ask Aragon to come in and cover me.
All right. Well, right now we can see everybody grouped up together. When there's Blitzcrank
I
in the
appreciate
game,
it. Yo, Jamcatter.
the chance of level 1
Check
shenanigans
DMs.
spikes very high.
Is it Cat
Furia
Jam?
does not want to partake in such activity.
It says Cat Jam. I see it.
It's going to be the 5-man invade here.
Just didn't
in the
DM.
bottom
Oh,
side,
that's
trying
your
to find
old
the one
DM then.
award. G2 knows that Furia is here. They're going to
Sorry,
drop a ward
sorry,
there,
man.
and
Sorry,
when
man.
Furia doesn't come
All
up
right,
that
lock
way,
in. This is a draft where we have to lock in. There's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of 6 pressure.
want anything to do with it. G2's happy to just be like, no level 1s.
When
Play it
people turn
standard,
6,
play it safe.
oh boy, big birthday.
Furia, they'll get the vision down there with the red buff, but that's it. And I think if you're G2, it's
So
pretty
chat,
obvious
I got
there's a
permission to
ward here,
restream
since you placed
MSI.
that ward down on the
Because for
back end
EU,
of
it's
the
way
red
too late,
buff,
I
and it
thought
took an
instead of
extra
actually doing
second or two for all
co-streams,
of
I want to do
Furia
a
to show up.
restream.
You know they stepped
I don't
off
think I
in
technically
that
have
side
co-streaming
rush,
permission. I
likely
have
to drop the
restreaming
ward,
permission, I
and so
think.
they'll sweep that one away for free on the
What it
G2
means
side.
is all you EU fans, whether it starts at 9 PM or 2 AM, we can watch it together fresh. Anyone who has watched it, please don't spoil. I appreciate it all, yeah? Sarah Queen, Seraphine support believers. Yeah, this is a fake chat.
It's quite obvious. There is the hook.
Okay, but the hook does nothing. It is an Ashe Seraphine.
Just the hook is not enough, and
that was a horrible trade. That was a crap. That was such a bad trade.
Here's our shields.
That
Here's our
was
extra
just a
damage.
shit
Here's Seraphine's high
trade.
notes. Here's all
Me esto ilha das lendas. Vamos, Furia. Diadi. How was my Portuguese? I need Archeron. Special guest appearance.
Hans is just going to have to walk it all the way back
Special
to the
guest
bottom lane
appearance.
now as IU and JoJo push the wave.
And Hans, for me, has been the standout.
Chat, do you like me on the right above minimap? That way you can see what people are leveling up. You can see what the
it's definitely
clickers on, you know?
fault, but in
You know
this
what I mean?
case, right?
Labrov on Blitzcrank, chat, yay or nay? Into this comp with Seraphine, I say yay, but into the comp, the 5v5, probably nay, right? Ash, Seraphine are going to be your only targets, really. Caps are going to try and win lane. Okay. As he bloody should, pre-6. Broken Blade versus Sion should be fine. However, I do think there is a point where Sion is killable, chat. I do think there is. But I think as Renekton, when is it? I remember this lane. I remember destroying this lane. I also getting destroyed by this lane.
He's fine. But he is not
What?
only farming pre-6. Broken Blade.
He just walked up the turret.
Control with the shove.
I thought he was that last turret shot was going to register for more damage, and he was dead.
Level 3 for this
He heals from this, right?
Broken Blade jumping back
Guigo
in
can kill. Guigo can kill. Oh, but he got W'd. Guigo is going to WQ, I guarantee you. He accidentally Q'd. He accidentally.
For the lane to get to this state.
Yeah, eyes on top, please. Eyes on top. Are you maxing W? No, he's maxing Q.
Just full clearing is very acceptable. I do think it's Nocturne.
Yeah, I would.
He said nay. Why did you say nay?
More so than with the Wukong, I'd argue
Why say nay?
so gated.
Why nay?
Although I guess if you do find, you know, there are some matchups where, as a Nocturne, you're actually a really strong duelist. Because
I'm biting my nails, literally.
The extra AD you get when you stand.
Scuttle for scuttle. Quick tempo on tattoo.
But it's.
No, there's not. Oh, never mind. Neferi's full cleared. Nice. We have abilities now, but.
For the counterattack, it's still Furia's duo who comes out and
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm worried.
I feel like unless Labrov is hitting one of these bulls, dragging somebody underneath the turret where they can't fire back on Furia's
Caps has got cooldowns and the rotation of mana is not really there.
Stepping up here.
Skewmon, NFW. Got Smite. He's still feared, though. He got feared. He flashes. Tadger's going to flash match this. Skewmon's going to be dead. Skewmon's dead. Skewmon is dead. Dead? Oh. Caps, thank you. Thank you. Meanwhile, yeah, it's... Oh, this kill. Broken Blade gets this. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's a flash. Oh.
Broken Blade does not want that to be the case right now.
It's a fist fight. Yeah,
yeah, there is some fisting going on. I don't know who brought the lube, though.
I'm wondering, we'll need to see in the replay.
Meanwhile, Bots, yes, is a disaster.
If Toots goes for the flash Q there, definitely gets the kill, but maybe he didn't have the energy to go for the Q. Not quite sure. As
oh no,
yeah, we're just continuing this because why not? This is a
Broken Blade's gonna use Q as well.
Flash, but he is
W stun.
So
he's gonna E, Q, and he's dead. He's dead. He get the wave, get the wave, do the bounce, get the wave, 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 get the wave. He got the wave. He got the wave. He got the wave. It's okay. It's okay. Bounce has these. Bounce has this all the time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You got the wave. You got the wave. You got the wave. You can walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Do what Babkus would do and marinate your chicken.
He's getting the kills. Okay.
Just marinate the chicken. You'll be all good. Now we got a cannon wave. Are we cannon waving? Can I see top, please? Observer top. Yes, Skewmon's gonna walk over a ward. Lens from Jojo. I get it. I get it. There's dragon up. Can I see top, please? Can I see top wave? How much does he lose? Is it a cannon wave? Maybe it's not a cannon wave. Can I see top, please? Can I see top? No, because we're getting a hook. Labrov is a hooker. Go for Ash. Got him. Is it enough, though? Oh, it might be enough. W. Okay, Caps. Caps coming in. Toots on the 3. Nice flash Q. But Caps needs to get towards this. But this is in from Toots, no? He can ulti out. But he'll not be able to get a kill there. I don't know what he's thinking. Tattoo? Tatooine? Oh, got the Gromp, though. You got a smite? Nice. Nice, nice. Cinema. G2, good, 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 good. We play around pick from Labrov, and we just use Neferi. We snowball that lane. Don't worry, top's fine in isolation. If we track Nocturne and BB doesn't in too much, top will be fine in isolation. He will go Black Cleaver first, surely. But he has a pickaxe. Is he going Eclipse? That's fine too. Let's look. Hook. Hooker. Oh, that's Daddy Robot.
And if you flash the hook, you live. It's that IU tries to outplay it, doesn't quite find it.
Nice.
With the flash Q and Shirty goes down, and then here...
Furia greater than BLG. You know what? That's nice, sir. Thank you.
I'm looking at this with Caps especially being as healthy as he is and no level 6 on Tatu. I think actually going out is the right call. Because even if you trade, do you really want to trade?
Brazilian fans, gotta respect no matter what, and no spoilers, please. This team is good. This is a good team. You should be proud, bro. Regardless, the G2 are kind of crap, but like Furia, respect. Is he dead? Q heal. He's dead again. Now. We are not tracking Tatooine, and he's gotten 2 ganks off before 6. This Nocturne has been successful before 6.
It's been on the ban list already. But despite that, Gigo having yet another great game.
I think the core of the problem here is...
now 2-0 on the Nocturne. He doesn't even have his ult. You know, I'm
I don't know. I think Broken Blade just hinting maybe. I think that's the problem. I'm like trying to analyze it, bro. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Broken Blade just keeps getting caught out. CS is even, caps to cover, and maybe it's pause, is it?
The Nocturnomicon.
Skip. That's the power. No pauses for us, chat. No.
Hopefully that's pretty scary stuff.
This should have been a 3-0. Yeah. In my head, this should have been a quick series. I'm glad I didn't do G2 for the quickest series. Here we are.
So, now that he's level 6, let's see where that paranoia lands.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Caps once again individually has a lead.
Hunter stat, but he doesn't have domination, so he doesn't.
Right. Yeah. It's. I wish I could remember the name. I always just call them the colors. Yellow, blue, light blue, green. Oh, immediately going in for the paranoia
Fear on
here
Caps?
after Caps finds the fear, but it's
Actually
only,
went
see,
Conqueror.
this is the kind
I
of
thought you went
ulti that
Lethal
I was
Tempo
afraid
in
of.
Nocturne.
This is the kind of one
Oh,
that you
flash
really
hook.
want to see. Beautiful.
What is that tech? But he doesn't have ult. He doesn't have silence. But Hans gets a kill here. Somehow, kill goes over to Blitz. 1-for-1. Flash away. Hans Summer. I hear Pop Blossom on the left. Toots just got a kill though. Or Toots gets it again. No. The dogs. Oh no.
Holy cow, G2 just lost 4, and Furia sent him straight to the shadow.
Did Caps just get solo killed? No, because he ulted and because Tattoo found him.
Fight! 1k gold lead now.
Oh.
It's about to come through. And yeah, Jojo dies.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did he even? He did die. I'm pretty sure.
He did die.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You got 2 kills.
Kill went to Labrov. It didn't matter.
That's it. Okay, Caps teleporting deep to try to get one
But
back
if he
onto
kills Toots, he's fine, right?
Immediately goes inside the smoke. Shuriken
Wait,
flip does
wait,
not find
wait.
a target there. Honestly,
Okay.
Chronicler, I know that he's at 400 HP. But I think if that Shuriken hits, there is a non-zero chance that he flips.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Akali fed in a Nocturne dive comp. Akali fed in a Nocturne dive comp. We have Sion in a good position versus Nocturne with Seraphine. We have a pick comp with a lead early.
I don't think they will really be in a position.
We have 2 grubs on Furia. G2 are going to get Dragon.
But
how bad is
Ocean Drake
G2?
does mean that the Dragon's soul will probably be high value. Opportunity here for G2.
There were different levels. Okay, what happened? Yeah, this is cool. This is fine. Nice. Good. The tech is cool. But they don't have Blitz silence.
And like the CC is nice, but Ayu is there to
Blitz silence stops any spell follow-up. Labrov's the trade. Hans flashes. But Toots is just sitting here.
And this fight position, given that Caps will just not be able to join, even if Tado isn't waiting there. Like, he was already...
Should they be fighting when Caps can't join? Bro, they're fist bumping.
The comparison of the reactions, the frustration on
Holy
the face
crap,
of
I
G2,
remember
the
his face.
excitement
That's
on the face
NRG
of
guy.
Furia, and the
Bro,
fans,
look at Sao Paulo there.
If you've never seen the cams of
Oh
the
my
Brazilian
God.
fans cheering on their teams, you're missing out, man. It's one of the most passionate fan bases in League of Legends.
True.
And they couldn't be happier seeing how Furia is starting off.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Our comp needs to snowball. I don't think our comp scales. I don't think G2 can outscale this. I really don't. I don't think there's ever kill threat on the side and sides. I think that's already happened. I don't think the burst from G2 lasts past 2 items. I don't. Oh, with Enchanter frontline. Oh my god. Broken Blade flash in a straight line. Oh my god. It's going to game 5. It's going to game 5, isn't it? It's going to game 5. He's got 4 kills. We can't get an Akali top. Jojo's covering. Scumon's trying to take camps.
Maybe a dive imminent here, but there's no wave. Jojo needs to be careful so he doesn't get hooked as Labrov.
LeBron wants it. Jojo with a flash that time. And immediately hits him with the emote.
Yeah, first time XDD. Fucking
Tuts
hell.
uses opportunity
Chakalo,
to
what's
ensure
up?
that there's not a follow-up dive here by clearing out the wave.
BB.
Yep. As soon as he can, finds the
BB's
final
had
game
it.
as well. That
His
is a
Ornn
nice
game was
summer
his
now
best
being
game,
gone.
I think.
G2 does
Wasn't it?
still have the opportunity with Blitzcrank.
I can't remember game 2. What was his game 2? Game 1 Warwick, game 2 Jax. Game 2 Jax wasn't bad. Game 3 Ornn was decent.
any game situation unfair.
When BB can roleplay, it's a lot better. His lanes have not been good. He's also been like caught out by jungle so many times. He got caught twice pre-6 by Nocturne. That should not be happening with Renekton.
There is obviously the risk of Tatu and Tuts going way too deep.
I love BB, bro. That guy's a legend. But this is a hard series to watch for him, man. I think overall.
Forces the ulti out of Han, so good save there on Lebrov. But as soon as that pull misses, that's the thing about Blitzcrank. If you
Falling
fire
quite hard.
a
Yo,
pull and you
Cat and
miss,
Fundus.
you are zero threat whatsoever until that cooldown
BB
is back.
is already
I think the
too
funny part
hard.
about this game is
Yeah,
we've also
yeah.
seen the hook does hit, but it's actually not good.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
Bro, if G2 lose to another JoJo, I swear to God. Like, JoJo is their kryptonite, no matter which one.
You hit it, or it's either a bad hook or you don't hit it, right? And then the play just fizzles. We saw it early in.
All right, guys, what do we look for? What do we look towards? What do we look towards? We need to force. Arrow, good dodge. We need to force. We need some good hooks. We need to get this Ashe or Seraphine in. We need a pick. But to do that, we need the Nefiri nearby with Shojin, yeah? Nefiri's here, looking for a hook. Meanwhile, Broken Blade versus Toots. Oh my god, he might lose that. Lebrov, meanwhile, Tattoo's on him by himself. The Seraphine ult gets mega value. Oh. They're getting destroyed, and Toots is fine versus Renekton. He went Black Cleaver first, which is fine.
Keep in mind, though, the Renekton with Dominus.
But Eclipse means no shielding for trade. And Eclipse with a max health shield would have been nice. Still versus Sion. Here's Guigo again. He just walks in like he owns the place. Bro, this is like watching Baus versus like fucking some random EMEA Masters team. It really is. I can't believe. Bro, EU's getting destroyed by bloody NA North, NA South, NA East and West.
At the start of the day, expectations were that this would be a 3-0. There was, of course, the opportunity that Furia would take a game, right? But even a lot of the fans of the CBLOL were like, if we take a game and we look good, that's a win. Instead, we are looking, yes, G2 on match point, but a 2K gold lead here
their
now.
woes, Stewart, their woes, like their sadness, their dismay, their woes, their trifles, their cry.
That was a close
the
game.
cry.
It was a back and forth. And in this setup, I think
Struggles, yeah, Struggles is a better one.
Struggles
is better.
I'm aware of what I'm
Sounds
saying.
British.
When they pull the trigger.
Nah, it's just, it is old English.
You're getting to the point where
give me some water. I need to liquid up.
it's going to become harder and harder to find a bad play, right? Because if
Similar
Nocturne
to
is
Deficio,
5-0 and Akali is 2-0,
Chronicler is.
like people will just die.
I get it. I get the comparison. I understand the comparison. True.
On G2.
True.
Renekton is really as good as it gets. Or, you know, Scumin is W. Yeah, that's...
Okay, here comes Tatooine.
So, the problem is when you aggro drop, that means that the aggro goes somewhere else.
Skewmon getting Dragon's big. Tattoo wants to pick onto mid, but he's going to move into Dragon anyway. They get mid pro. Can he get Dragon, get out? If he sneaks, this is huge for G2. This is huge for G2.
They don't want to allow it to happen, though.
2K. Here comes the smite steal. Okay.
He flashes in
good,
to try
good,
to smite it away,
good.
But it looks like both
but not good. Let's go. Oh, Nocturnal. What? Oh, if that hook hit.
From the potential pull of Lebrov.
That Nocturne ult was kind of in. Now Nocturne, no ult. They can TP up. Yeah. This is actually, wait. Wait, no arrow up either. Broken Blade, please don't die. Please don't die right before Herald. This is a bad fight for Furia. This is good for G2. Good fight. No Nocturne ult. No Ashe arrow. Oh, Skewmon, nice jump. Just come jump. Pop Blossom. Yes. No. Hunt Summer Flash. Okay, he gets out. Broken Blade, get a pick. Finally, Renekton being useful. They stopped Herald. It's a Hextech Rift, though. Look at this. I don't know what's going. Oh, God, we did different targets again. Help!
And IU picks up kill 12 for Furia.
What a day of performances here from Gigo.
I fucking hate. Dude, this Toots guy is good. I hate it.
It just doesn't matter. This man will not be
This
held
Toots
down.
guy is good. Watch the fight. Watch it.
As we take another look, the attempt from G2 to punish
Tattoo on a ward. This looks like a bait, right? No Nocturne ulti. I think this is a good fight. Pick this Nocturne. Lebrov is trying to hook in someone else. Then Caps jumps in. Tatu runs back. Pop Blossom. All on one target, yeah? We're here. Then they're flashing out. Lebrov jumps in, does nothing. Skumon jumps in onto Jojo. And then Toots just kills. Maybe they should have. Maybe target selection was bad. They should have just hit Akali. Bro, they're fist bumping. They just did the. They just did the monster mash. Bro, okay. The fact that they fist bump, I like this team a lot. This is my favorite NA team.
The gold is not
okay, all right.
truly out of control just
Yeah,
yet.
Mitt, what's up? Fan, what's up?
Kills
G2 versus BLG, imagine, bro.
Right? Like the amount of gold that has been put into these mid-jungle duos, and not even to mine.
Holy fuck. Come on, G2, don't let it go to a game 5. Come on,
Tatu and
come on.
Tuts are also going to create so much space for IU, because you need to deal with those two, which means that
If Furia can win this, oh my god, it would be huge. If they even go into game 5 is huge. G2, I don't know what's going on, bro, but I don't like it. Can we please get a monster fight? Because they're 3k gold up. They're 3k gold up at 18 minutes in a comp that has Kalista, Nico, Renekton. Oh, Caps is isolated. Caps is isolated. Pop Blossom's a one-man, but the follow-up's huge. Caps is just dead. They're going for next target. The hook in from Lebrov wasn't good because it just gets the damage down. Guigo onto Lebrov.
Now a decimate from Gigo here on the front line keeps Lebrov and Hans Sama zoned away.
It's Herald. Oh, this game feels so done. This feels so done. This feels so done. This game feels unwinnable.
the gold lead keeps growing. Mid lane
This game feels unwinnable. G2's draft has just not done what it needs to do in the first 20 minutes of the game, you know? 2 dragons is great. 3rd dragon is a force, but like, bro, there's an Akali with 2 items.
With the silver scrapes on Series 1?
That could be absolutely
I did 4 best of 5s going to 5 games, chat, out of 19. I hope I'm not wrong.
If Furia can close this out. We had our doubts
They keep
in game
drafting
number
unplayable
1,
characters
and
for
they
who?
proved to us that they
For
could do
Lebrov?
it. Now, here in game number 4, they're looking awesome.
Oh, you're talking about Hans Sama?
We're just about to hit 20 minutes in. The Rift Herald will be the target for Skumond, and honestly, I like
Who has the R9 hair? Bro, that's Tattoo, I think. Or are you talking about Toots? What's R9? Ronald? Is it like L9? Okay, G2 got Herald, nice. Skumon, you can die for this, it's okay. Good tangle barbs. Good hook. Good hook. Wait, stop giving the gold, but wait. Flash from AU. Can we kill Jojo? No, he flashes. 1 and Herald. Wait, maybe 2? Hexgate used. Broken Blade's there. He's isolated for now, but Lebrov's coming in. Wait, this fight. Decimating smash. Nocturne, turn the lights off. Hans is free firing. Wait, G2 are low. If they win this fight, Pop Blossom, cap zones. It's claps. Is it? Hans and his mum. He's the only alive. He cleanses. Hans, get a kill out. Oh, I don't mind it. I don't care if you lose. I don't care because you have to try. Quadra kill for Guigo.
Quadra for Gigo. As Gigo gets 4.
How did a Scion get a quadra kill?
Just left it at that, but no, they try to get more.
Scion got a quadra kill.
This attempt from Furia, it's just a little bit
Every
too
time
much.
I think the
Jojo's
fight's
in
good for
prime position.
G2, it's just not.
Get so much damage
This
down
pick
onto
is
this
good.
Akali. Nice hook from
They
Lebrov.
get it. Shut down to
Gets him
Lebrov.
out,
I don't know
but
how.
that
It must be in the
stall though
Ignite.
from Jojo, I think,
Meanwhile,
actually ends up
Skubon gets
being
out
big.
from Tattoo and
then
Gigo. Sorry, I was saying the name wrong.
You can
Sorry to
just leave
Brazilian
it at that,
fans.
Right? You got a bunch of cooldowns. Yes, you won't get Tattoo.
They didn't
It's
stop
not the end of
Hexgate.
the
If they
world,
stopped
but
Hexgate there, it's a much
they
cleaner
keep
fight, and
going
G2
into
get away
this
with so much
choke
more.
point. And Seraphine is one of those champions where if you get more rotations up,
True.
you end up
Seraphine
sustaining
didn't choke.
so much. These
Oh, we're
small
fighting
choke
again.
points
Gigo's caught.
are huge as,
We have
Gigo has
24
lied,
kills
yeah,
in
but
21
maybe
minutes.
using his passive this time around.
Give it to a carry, please. Give it to a carry.
They have to give this to the right
To
player.
Skumon. Yep.
Skumon
Hans wanted it, didn't get it in time.
Big shutdown for G2.
They're going for what?
That was
For
a
mid?
very fed Scion.
That doesn't matter.
That
Big
is a
shutdown for Scion.
top
Plus
lane
they have
that
Herald. They
has
can push
Otacon
Herald. They can get tier
spawned,
2.
only 1 minute ago.
Tier 2 for mid, and they get Otacon.
That still has the Herald
They
in
open
their
up tier 2. They get
inventory, and
Otacon.
this is a
They can
big
defend mid,
punch
right? Who's
coming
backing
back
for mid?
from
Who's
the
backing? It's Caps.
LEC.
Caps.
After
Tier 2
Furia
bot.
has
Do we
been
lose that as well?
dominating so far, it's
Yeah.
Otacon
Yeah.
for G2.
Yeah, we lose
They're
that.
going to slam the turret into
It's
the
not
tier
over
2
yet.
turret
It's
at the
not over
top
yet.
side at
They're
the
pulling
same
pace. They're
time.
pulling pace.
They should be
Arrow.
able to get the gold from this.
Skumon gets it.
Ash
That's
Arrow
fine. Probably better than
collides, but
Renekton.
it
Not that it
won't be
matters.
enough. The turret's still barely barely hanging on, but the extra
Where the
damage
merc
from
trades
the
at?
one Void
Let's
Grub
talk about that
is
later.
enough to force it down.
LeBron
At
looking
the
for a
same
hook.
time, mid lane tier
LeBron
2's
for the
been
hook.
taken by Furia in the mid and bot lane.
Face checking. Silence. Hook. Oh, nice. LeBron, really nice play. Seraphine ult, though. Better. TP behind. Can they kill? They killed Nocturne before. Double tagger. Sion ulti's big. Broken Blade is out again. Flash over match. Skumon in trouble. Decimating smash. Caps can't join. Skumon's dead. Double kill. How much am I going to have to fucking on the Zaza for this?
And the mayhem continues. The Tatu goes down. G2, they get Otacon. And I think that's them making the best out of a bad situation. Thanks to them getting that inner, the gold lead stays relatively
Am I still
even.
coping or what? How much do I have to huff?
Now. I think it was 4.2.
Ego Chad. Yeah, that sign is a Chad.
Value with the Otacon. But man,
Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. I think it does. Suffering builds character.
But it also means that
Oh, I love Hex Tech gate action as well. Chronicle and I like the same kind of action.
and still some of the decision making around.
This is EU's second best team. I'm European. I'm European now. I'm not Australian anymore. Don't worry, chat. OCE didn't even make it. They've got one team in LCP, and Chiefs are like bottom tier. That's my region. Just remember, when all goes to shit, and you're annoyed at your region, just remember that my region was always a wild card, and only once made it out of groups in an international.
And so for G2,
Remember
the
that.
4,000 gold lead still remains very difficult.
When does TSM play? Don't know about that.
Really does. For G2,
Are G2 outscaled yet? Are G2 outscaled yet? Well, they are funding picks. Where's the damage? We got some damage here. Oh, we got damage? What do we think? What do we think of that? With them having TPs up, do we think, we kill?
This is not where he wants to be.
Bro, what do we think? Jumping on a Scion, what do we think about that?
Gigo could, and that'll be another kill over to Furia. That is Broken Blade's 7th death this game on the
He isn't into this game.
Putting a target
But
on
it's
his
not a
back,
good death.
Focusing down this G2 top laner every time he tries to go in.
Oh my
Gigo
God.
just barely not having enough channel time there to try to interrupt the Hex Flash of Lebrov over the wall. And
This is
Furia
rough.
set up now in a 5v4 for a push onto this remaining
Lebrov's
tier
hooks have
2
been
turret.
decent.
This is the last structure outside of the G2 base, still
Good
standing.
silence, good silence. Nocturne couldn't ult, couldn't do anything. Turret's still there. Hook. Flashes.
Forces out the flash
Nocturne
from
just
Tatu.
ordered the
Furious
turret
push will not force the turret.
while turning off the lights, but
I think trying to
Full.
kind of bully them off with that ultimate, trying to make them second guess themselves, but G2 not falling for the bluff.
yeah.
Holding strongly.
Chronicler says it
but
right.
still,
He says it
Furia in
correct. I like what
such
Chronicler
great
says.
control.
He's
Look
my
at the vision
favorite
as well,
caster now.
Right, the amount
Chronicler.
of wards that are there
Bro,
towards that middle of the
chat,
map.
why is it so
Baron about to
fuzzy?
Spawn, and they will be able to get a little bit back on
It's
this
it's
punch,
not
but
me. It's
particularly against the Nocturne
it
and
is the
Kali,
broadcast. The broadcast is in for some reason.
can't really
It's in like a
afford to
720 or
lose sight of
something.
vision, and so much
Why was
of
the
Blitzcrank's
mini map like?
value is also
You know
tied
that
to
cat
you
with the pixels?
denying vision
You
to
know,
your opponents,
you know the
because
plinker with
fog
pixels?
is your
Arrow missed.
strongest weapon. 'Cause two really phase checks outside
Jam
of
Kata. No, not that one.
Gigo.
Where's Plinker with
Rest of
pixels
the team,
missing?
lot
Where's
more risk
where's
involved.
Plinker pixel?
Yeah, we've got
Plinker pixel.
over
You know what I mean?
1,000 HP stacked up through Soul Furnace
You guys are
alone
annoying.
for Gigo right now.
The plink with
Also worth
pixels.
pointing
The
out
pixelated
the Seeker's
plinker.
arm guard fully
Bit right.
built now
Someone
for
add it.
Tusk,
Someone
so
send
we'll
it.
have that
Send it
active
now.
as he continues
Send it
building
now.
towards the Zhonya's hourglass itself.
Send it now.
We've already
Mods
seen
add.
the redemption
Mods
used
add.
a couple of times here.
Okay, they've got one
from
fight in
JoJo
them.
just
They've
to
got this Baron fight in them.
that when G2 tries to
Dragon
set these
stacking
engages,
long
there's
forgotten.
no way they can punch through the lead
Let's fight
that Furia
together.
has.
Let's look for a
Topside
pick.
scuttle
Play off
grab is
Blitzcrank.
claimed by
Send
Furia
it.
and
Caps
Tatu.
gets a big
Second
ulti.
cohort's
Hunsummer
cleared
fries
away.
with 2 items.
Lebrov gotta be
Otherwise,
a
if we
little bit
lose
careful
this
here.
fight, if they keep stalling,
Honestly,
this
the
game
most
is lost.
effective use of the Lebrov pulls
This
we've
game is
seen
so
far
lost.
This game are to further threaten Tatu when he tries to dive in or position aggressively.
Blind hook? No.
All the other ones, like trying to hit IU and JoJo, like we were talking about earlier on during the laning phase, they haven't paid dividends.
They have not.
Someone send a link to Bitrate. If they're not here, I'll add it myself.
Not actually going to find one, and obviously
Yeah,
not
voice very nice. It was Pentanet.
having the opportunity to go for that objective themselves. Can go for
It's
a fake
crazy.
out. Try and
And Nocturne
force
to
a
solo
response
Drake,
out
nothing
of
happens at
Furia,
Baron.
but not going to go for that. As Hans feeling
They're just
safe.
stalling. It's a
isn't
game
really
5.
gonna
They're just stalling.
Get even close to face checking that.
Comp is so hard.
As the dragon gets taken, that's the second one.
This comp
It's,
is hard, no?
nice for Furia,
Just like you,
but
chat.
obviously just a dragon.
Lebrov.
As good as it is,
We
with
need that
Hextech,
Ash
not
or
setting up for
Seraphine.
Sword
Ash or
just yet.
Seraphine. Or Nocturne without spell
2-2
shield.
is buying G2
We
more
pull in
time.
Sion, we
Also
may
worth
as well
pointing out,
lose.
G2 has
Okay.
a lot more flower
Yep.
petals.
Thank you for adding bit rate.
Because of the fact that they got the Otacon earlier, G2 with
It's a
27
mini-map.
versus
Ah,
only
we
the
got
16
it.
of Furia does give them some extra adaptive force to make up some of that gold lead that Furia has commanded the entire game long. I pointed out the Seeker's arm guard on Toots earlier.
How Skewmond is still ahead, I do not know. He was not before. Skewmond finding a lead. Yeah, props to this guy. Farm Demon. Always keeps up.
Nico's ult and the use
But he's
of
going
it,
Shield
or
Reaver
lack
third,
of
or whatever
proper
it's
use
called.
of it,
Fucking
really
Serpent's Fang.
defines what this champion is in
He's
a
going
team
GA fourth.
It's also
He's just
the
going to
reason
dive
why
and destroy shields. I get it.
Nico
I understand
Kalista
it.
is so
Good.
crazy is because the offensive value of the ult becomes
I get it.
completely ridiculous, right? Because you can throw in, if you have the timing
check.
right, there's very little counterplay available as LeBron.
Oh, maybe the face check's okay, but the arrow. Fate's call. The tattoo can just jump onto Lebrov. Oh, he matches a flash. But is it a bait? Nope, Seraphine ult. Oh no, caught in the middle. Oh, it was only Cap's clone. Pop Blossom defensive. It's a good zone use from Toots. Oh, are you just so... Oh my god. Lebrov is having issues today with comms.
I say that as Furia is just hello.
They're vibing, man.
Hello. Yo, they are vibing.
But this one, Seraphine, any play in a choke point, even the cleanest right go deeper
Right,
than.
this team is a vibe.
Very scary.
Is it Lebrov again?
That they're playing around.
It's a bug report.
Carrying a team fight, I use the guy to look like.
Lost
And I
Returns
feel
deserve
like
to
I use
be
the guy to
here.
look at, excuse
Bro, they
me.
would get
And I feel like
destroyed. I'm
this
sorry.
game
I love them.
is
They'd
showing
get
us
destroyed.
a lot of that.
Bro, was he about to
At his
flex?
expense. But
He's
then every time
flexing.
we're also seeing these
He
fights,
was
I
flexing and they got rid of it.
Always maximizing his DPS, and Fury has just been a lot of fun to watch today.
Bro, I love this team. This team's fucking cool.
This
team's fucking cool. Bro, good personalities. And I think in Brazil, you got to be, right? You're the kids.
I'm convinced. This is already.
So what's the bug? Let's keep going.
Usually,
right now, when it comes to.
I'll try and find it, chat.
After like almost 50 years old.
It's not for us.
It's with the jet lag, you know. I didn't know.
ARAM yet? ARAM, I'm.
Bro.
So hopefully we will be able. Just
hang on.
good times. Just good times. It's sounding like, in terms of the update, I believe it's looking like there was not a bug. So hopefully we will be able to return to the game.
It was not a bug.
Here shortly.
Wonder what it was.
Back in. Now remember, Chronicler, when we is now, and as soon as everybody
Oh, hang on.
players can stay nice and full, able to return. Hopefully all the players can stay.
What was the bug?
nice
Does anyone
and
know what the bug was?
zeroed in. Okay, bug reported. Result no.
They're getting
bug.
destroyed.